Good morning, good afternoon, good night. We are on that Reflect Smash Ultimate Top 8 Life. I'm Cousin Boneless. I'm joined by your man Fudge. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling absolutely excellent. We have seen a very interesting top 8 develop before us today. A really top-heavy event, like a lot of top-level talent here, and the whole event just kind of felt like it was winding down to just seeing, I mean, as they all are, right? You see the best players, but not just the best players, but the best players on the day, man. Definitely some surprising results. We'll see later on. I mean, you can see evidence of it here, right? Rambos, who we're about to see in winner semis, made it into winner semis by upsetting the top seed of the tournament, Streaks, and he now finds himself against the UK's former #1 in our previous game, Ixis Norcus. It'll be a very, very interesting set, especially considering that Streaks, who Rambos beat yesterday, plays Wolf. Who does Ixis play?
Ooh. He plays a Wolf as well.
Plays a Wolf
as well. These guys, I mean, they're very well acquainted with each other. They play against each other quite often when it comes to the London locals and stuff like that as well. So I'm sure these guys know pretty much everything that they're going to be doing. But it's just about who's on form on the day, man.
Absolutely.
It's just about who's form on the day.
And I mean, you look at the stage and the setup and everything we've got going on. It's definitely the potential for it to be quite nerve-wracking.
Oh, sure,
definitely there. I mean, we, you know, as Smash Ultimate players, we rarely get like the big stages and the big projectors and the venue-wide commentary like this. We only ever really get it at the big DAT team events like Albion or you know, the occasional big national DBZ. But apart from that, this is our first kind of big exposure to this kind of thing. So even though this is, you know, it's an expo and everything, but it's got that big fight feel.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's been a lot of stuff that's been put into this, and absolutely amazing bracket that we've got coming up as well.
Ooh,
in this top 8.
graphic.
Look at
I
this.
like it.
In our upper bracket, on our winner's side, we've got Rise's very own Rambos against Ixis Norcus. We're going to be seeing that very, very shortly. And following that, we're going to have Zone versus Aperture.
And in loser's side, we have Dion versus your dad and mine, Crispy. Going to be an interesting set as we've seen these guys play a lot of times before. But look at this other match.
This is the one, isn't it?
2 of the top 3 seeds of the tournament in loser's side top 8. One of them is going to get 7th. The other top 3 seed in the tournament out at 9th.
Streaks and SCI7, 2 of the players that lots would consider some of the best in the UK, both in losers 7th.
Yeah, it's going to be a wild one. It's really hard to say what we can expect because for all intents and purposes, the 2 people who we expected to win this tournament the most are actually playing round 1 losers. It's genuinely hard to call who's going to win this whole thing. It really feels like an all-out brawl, and it's going to be very, very exciting to see who holds up that lovely little plaque at the end of the tournament.
Absolutely.
Okay, it looks like the players actually started a little bit ahead of the TO's notice.
Brilliant.
But here we are into game 1, and oh my god,
Ixis
what has
with an
Ixis
early
done
lead.
here?
Wait a sec.
Goodness me. Ixis taking advantage of that home field advantage he's got here on Lilac. You got to think the Star Wolf is playing because he has just gone on a tear. Basically lapped Rambos in his 2nd stock already, and he's reflecting all the projections. He's doing everything he needs to do against Samus. Oh, but a beautiful drop zone charge shot from Rambos.
What a way to start yourself on stream if you're going to do it.
Skip the part where I lose the stock. Just come right in where I drop zone charge shot him off stage.
And you can see what Ixis is already doing quite often in this matchup, throwing out a lot of that reflector, and you kind of got to do it against Dark Samus. That amount of projectiles that's really going to be controlling the neutral. Wolf's got reflector that you've got to utilize.
Oh, Ixis is trying to punish that gap attack on shield, but Rambos and Mighty Shield can get to punish his own full split platform, but unfortunately the 2nd time is not going to be the charm for Rambos.
Ixis is definitely one of those wolves who uses up smash a lot more liberally than the other ones, and it's paying dividends so far. Definitely using it to control that landing space.
Okay, yeah, Ixis going to have to be careful with the kind of funny ledges of Lilac. Wolf's recovery can be messed with a little bit there, and you can see an example where it nearly set up an edge guard for Rambos there. Oh, but the forward tilt is going to take that stock, and Ixis, he finds himself in a lead, but honestly, I want to say not as big a lead as we started off the stream with.
Hold on a sec, guys.
Oh, I believe we're having some kind of technical difficulty. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here. We're having a
well, I mean, let's just appreciate the space.
Oh, I love space.
Just appreciate space for a little bit of time.
Cool. Both these characters canonically belong in space, so it's a very believable fight, right?
Not entirely sure what's happened, but I'm sure we're going to get back into it very, very shortly. But I guess you could just see the way that these two were playing that matchup straight away. Ixis, very, very impressive. And when it comes to Wolf on the ledge, it's so difficult for a lot of characters to get on. So with the tools like up smash, when you've got forward tilt, and you've got a lot of different options that Wolf does, it's very much just an option select, and you've got to hope for the best, because this is this is one of the best to do it as well.
Absolutely, and I can't help but feel the slanted ledges actually kind of help Wolf somewhat, because a lot of the ways that he's going to try and trap you at the ledge, their most potent hitboxes are downwards, right? They're downwards, so it increases the range very slightly on stuff like down smash, down tilt, down angled forward tilt. The other notable ledge trapping tool he has is short up neutral air. And when he's kind of fading in and out of that, the slant means that you technically, only by the slightest of margins, but technically do have to travel slightly farther to get off the ledge. So it's an interesting dynamic. But as far as Rambos goes in this stage, Samus has pretty decent platform pressure if you can short up air effectively enough. Actually sets up a string there with the up air. I like that. The falling up air into the F smash on the neutral air dodge from Ixis.
Up B was a little bit antsy, but it's worked out okay. Really good shield pressure from both players. Just very, very scared to make the first move.
I love the weight there from Rambos. You see that? He didn't go for a follow-up. He just did the down throw, waited for Ixis to push a button on landing and grabbed him again for it.
And that's what Rambos has been doing quite a lot. There's another charge shot.
He has brought this back. I gotta say, the biggest thing I noticed about Rambos' Samus is how on point his charge shots are. He actually doesn't miss those very often at all. Down throw, neutral air, tried to land with a jab. Ixis fights him
out of the way. Ixis with the back air. This is scary now for Rambos, because he's going to put himself in the ledge, and he's able to approach back with that upwards forward air.
You can see that the one big dynamic of this matchup that really works in Rambos' favor is that while Samus' recovery is quite weak and exploitable, Wolf doesn't have the strongest edge guarding, so he feels pretty safe in what is ordinarily one of his weakest parts of the game.
Absolutely.
I love the movement with the reverse charge shot there in the air.
Rambos' movement is typically one of the better that I've seen in the UK. He's absolutely putting it on display so far. He's at the ledge again. Needs to get away. There's that up smash out of shield.
Just barely dropped shield, but he's alive.
Oh, what's happened here?
I'm not sure what's going on.
So I think we're just having a little bit of technical difficulty. I'm sure we'll be able to get it resolved very, very shortly.
Something going on with the controllers on stage. Rambos kind of motioning to us like something happened. You can see, like, obviously he ordinarily would have tethered to ledge or upbeat or something. Having a couple of technical difficulties before the stream started up today with audio stuff, but I'm not sure about controls. But these are the things that happen. Sometimes it just happens.
You got to go with it. I mean, kind of just dissecting the match as we saw it there. Like, every time Ixis would be approaching, it would very much be on the ground. He didn't really try to play around in the air because he kind of respected the way that Rambos landed a lot of the time. But he would do things like up smash and stuff like that. And when Rambos almost got a little bit too comfortable with that, that's when he started reading with things like back air, reading the aerial drift and stuff like that, going for things like up air as well. Ixis definitely just like starting to impose his will a little bit more when it comes to Rambos trying to land a little bit safely.
Yeah, and I think he's also being careful with that Samus forward air. That's actually like a really, really good move in neutral nowadays. I'm not so sure about the positivity on block and everything, but just the range and the hitboxes and how active it is. It's actually a really, really great move for keeping players out in neutral. We actually saw that's how Rambos won the set against Streaks yesterday. Is he just, I'm not sure if he read a jump out of shield or just kind of won a neutral interaction, but he hit him with the forward air at the ledge, and that was just it, because it's such a good tool.
Yeah, it's a fantastic tool. Definitely one of Samus's bread and butters when it comes to getting off that ledge. That forward air is a fantastic option. But as well, you can do a lot of messing around with the tether. You can do a lot of with the down B grenades as well. Samus has good options to get back to the stage a lot of the time, but again, a very susceptible recovery at times because it is quite straightforward in terms of how she's going to be approaching that ledge as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's got to go. You know, it's got to be said that the winner of this set is going into winners finals. There's a pretty sizable pot here. I think there's a whole top 8 payout. Everyone's making moolah here, so there's actually a decent amount to play for.
I mean, if we're thinking about it, aside from that as well, there's going to be a lot of pride on the line here as well. This is where it matters, you know what I mean? These guys, like I've said, they've played quite a lot at the London weeklies that they've got at Meltdown and the other kind of areas that they play as well. But now, obviously, this is the big stage. This is the big stage. This is where it kind of matters. It's about Rambos and Ixis proving that they've got what it takes to take it to winners finals.
Yeah, we can see the London scene really kind of kicking it up in terms of competition lately, but with Red Bull's front runners recently taken off, we've still got Meltdown going. We've got Albion coming up soon. Reflect is just another big kind of, another big event in the summer of Smash, and the London scene in particular, you can see this is obviously a London event. It's a London venue. It's a very London-centric event, but we've got a bit of northern flavor here. I mean, yourself sitting here on commentary, but also players such as SBF, SCR7, Tiger Ted, and so many others traveled down. Only one northern representative in the top 8. We'll get to that set later because it's a very interesting one. As is this one. We're just waiting on the technical difficulties to be resolved. It looks like I think they're going to replay the game. It's hard to say anything for sure, but Rambos has taken his seat at the setup again. So we're just awaiting news on how that situation is developing. Can we talk about the camera quality? I can't stop looking at the camera.
It looks gorgeous. I look gorgeous on this camera.
That's a... You know what? Never mind. You do look gorgeous on the camera, Dev. I completely agree.
Not too bad at all. Well, kind of going through the rest of our winners bracket is kind of going on to the next match as we wait for things to get fixed up on this side. We've also got Zone versus Aperture coming up, another kind of all-London battle there as well. Palutena and Inkling most likely for those two characters. Very, very interesting matchup. These guys have played against each other as well.
Aperture's from, he's actually technically from Reading, but he's kind of one of those people who's like, you know, because they're from a small kind of sub-region that's like within the scope of London, kind of gets absorbed into London, you know, it kind of just becomes a part of it, but makes a lot of frequent trips to London, is usually at Meltdown and Front Rows and so forth. We got, is that hand cam? Let's go hand cam. Go hand cam with the PS4. I'm not sure what game they're playing, but I wonder if...
I would assume it's Tekken.
I was going to say some more knowledgeable FGC heads could probably tell exactly what game they're playing just by the inputs. It's really weird when you think about it. When you think about, like, you know, a match in a fighting game, you can literally boil it all down to just inputs. You know what I mean? Like, this guy won. When you look at it in, like, a really advanced viewpoint, you say, this guy won because he read his jump and he crossed them up and this stuff. But really, it's this guy won because he pressed right at this time, then he pressed X and square and triangle this time. So it's so weird. I wonder if, like, there was a way you could translate an entire game just down to the inputs and look at the inputs that won. It's a really interesting little...
Yeah, man, and I guess that kind of... That's what differentiates Smash a little bit, right? In that, of course, the inputs are very, very valid, but because there's such a different plane on which you're playing on, obviously, a lot of your traditional FGCs, they don't have things like your platforms and ledge trapping and stuff like that. You can put them in a corner, but you can do that in this game as well. It definitely adds such a different dynamic to the FGC than something that we're already kind of agreed with.
I've always thought about what would it be like if smash attack cancelling was a mechanic. Imagine if you could.
Oh yeah.
Imagine if you could charge
silly.
a smash attack and then just stop, right? Like imagine Meta Knight charging a forward smash, and you're like, okay, I've got to play around really safe, and then you just stops and dash attacks and runs right.
I would hate that. I would despise that.
Well, it would be universal, right? So it would buff some characters hugely. It would nerf some characters hugely. Like no one's looking at Duck Hunt charging a smash attack. It's like, oh, better back up, you know.
That's true. That's true.
Well, maybe in this game because it connects more consistently. Shoutouts to recent patches and Smash Ultimate in general making multi-hits more consistent.
I guess you mentioned Meta Knight and kind of segueing into some of the players that we got in our loser side. One of the best Meta Knight players in the UK, Crispy, he finds himself against Dion in the loser side of bracket. Meta Knight versus Me Gunner. That's a very unorthodox character. Definitely looking forward to seeing how that plays out as well.
Dion, another one of the players who is a beneficiary of
Yep.
Wait, no, don't speak. I'm gonna get it. Beneficiary.
There you go.
Did I do it? Is that right?
You did it. You nailed it.
A beneficiary of the upsets that have taken place at this bracket. Actually, he was the one who took out SBF.
Absolutely.
Ninth place. Me Gunner Pichu. Can't say I know how that matchup goes. I mean, there's like 2,000 of them in this game. You know,
this is true.
It's crazy. And there's only going to be more.
Massive upset
Hero,
for Dion, though, for
Banjo,
sure.
and Kazooie.
Banjo and Kazooie and Hero.
And obviously, when Minecraft Steve gets in, we'll all have to be thinking about how we can win this Steve matchup.
That's enough. That's enough.
When Harry Potter gets in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So when Harry Potter gets in, we'll all be thinking about how we can avoid Flipendo. I can't wait for the discussion. Can't wait to join the Harry Potter Discord.
I'm absolutely not going to join that discussion.
No, well, I'm going to tell you all about it. I'm going to, unprovoked, send you very long and elaborate DMs about my discussions, the Harry Potter versus Cloud matchup.
The Harry Potter versus Duck Hunt duo matchup. That's something I really don't want to hear about. But I mean, if it happens.
Did they show any of the Harry Potter open world RPG at E3? I guess you wouldn't be the guy to ask, but there's been...
I would absolutely not know about that.
Is that a bomber? Is that SBF?
Is that SBS?
Is that a moving camera? Is that all the setups? Look at that.
A little bit of stuff. Look at the space that we got here at Reflate 2019, man. So many setups for all of the different games that are here. Absolutely amazing stuff. We have so many setups for Smash. There was loads of setups for things like Street Fighter and Tekken and stuff like that as well. The Mortal Kombat stuff as well. There were so many different things to play here, man. The space, production, absolutely top-notch stuff for sure.
We are emanating from the London Novotel West here in sunny, hay fever intolerant Hammersmith. I have used my nasal spray about 20 times over the course of this weekend, but it hasn't stopped me from being here.
You're
on
still
commentary.
here.
Yeah.
You're still here.
I mean, it's been a blast. It's It's a lovely weekend, lovely area. When I was a student, I studied near like Hammersmith all the time, and I just left uni a week ago, and it's like a week later, I'm back here again, like my local city.
Why not? Can't get away, man.
I don't
Can't
think I've
get
ever
away.
been in a hotel this spiffy in my entire life. You know, I've been
Looks
to like
very nice, doesn't it?
Premier Inns and Airbnbs,
Yeah,
but I came here and I was like, do I belong here?
Well,
You know,
you do belong here. You belong on this top of it commentary block right now. So it's
I
fine.
wasn't gonna say
You're
it.
basically part of the,
You're the one who said
basically
it,
part
Dev.
of the bourgeoisie.
So I think I think we're going back into another game, or is
I
it?
think
Spartan
they're
check?
just doing a little bit of hand warmers, just testing out monitors and stuff
Yeah.
like that, just make sure it's good to go. I'm
Looks
not
like-
entirely sure what we're going to be doing about the set. I'm sure I'll be informed of that very, very shortly. But of course, I'm not sure if we're going to just be restarting the game that we had on Lilac at the stock count that we're at. I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure we'll be fully informed of that pretty shortly.
Yeah.
But we're going to be jumping back into it very shortly as well, so please do stay tuned to Reflect 2019.
Technical difficulties just being resolved. That's fine. I mean, we're in good luck because we've got this beautiful venue and all these setups to wander over. Look at this Tekken, Street Fighter, DBFC. Up on the monitor, I think we've got Guilty Gear top 8 going on as well. I think a friend of the North Vex, will actually make top 8 in Guilty Gear.
Is that right?
I think so.
Well,
I believe so.
that's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. But yeah, we're going to be getting on to, I mean, obviously we've talked about kind of all the other matches that we missed to talk about.
Let's talk about some of the sets we saw yesterday,
we
because
saw
there was some
some.
wild stuff going on.
We saw some.
I nearly lost my voice commentating the Reptile set yesterday. It was nuts. It was just classic Reptile, man. Tons of fun. We got a tons of like players who are going to be delivering those kind of players that may be losing their voices. You may be hearing it, oh my god, once or twice
few times.
in the top 8.
A
We've
few
got to
times.
wait. We've got to wait. Just a few times. So you're down in London at the moment from like Manchester, aren't you?
That's correct, yeah.
Were you originally here on a work thing? Do you travel just for
Yeah,
Reflex,
yes,
or-
I came down for work and stuff like that, and obviously it kind of coincided with this event, so it all kind of nicely fit together.
Yeah,
so I thought,
absolutely.
why not come down here?
There's
I'm very,
always
very glad
something
to.
going on in London. isn't
Yeah,
there?
well, that's
Yeah.
it. I'm very, very glad I did come down because it's been pretty darn fun to say the least.
Yeah, absolutely.
How was your experience in this match? Because this is like one of the first kind of events that you've kind of got back into things, surely, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm here more as a commentator than a competitor, but
Sure.
I won a set on stream yesterday. That's literally all that matters. My placement doesn't matter.
Right.
The winner's recorded. The
Who did you
bracket
lose to
says
in
it all.
losers?
I'm not sure. Some dude. He had.
Right.
Okay, well, we don't have to talk about that because we're going into the game. Here we go, 0-0.
So
Who did
we're
I lose to the losers? We
restarting
don't
the set.
even know. So
We're
we're
restarting
restarting the
the
set.
set.
Here we go. Actual top 8. This works out quite well because we get to see the beginning of game 1 now on stream, the whole thing. And it was looking pretty tight last game. So let's see if we can continue that kind of competitive back and forth we had going on. Back to Lilac, Dark Samus versus Wolf. Ixis with a slight lead. Rambos is going to have to be careful about coming up with these. Oh, I like it.
Oh, lovely choice there from
Unfortunately, he
Rambos.
doesn't get to follow up. But Rambos, he's going to have to be careful about these aerials off the ledge because Ixis is catching him with the dash tag quite a lot here. And Samus, you know, she is a character who's well known, uses that forward air to get up from the ledge quite often because it's such a good move with such a great hitbox. But it looks like Ixis definitely has it snuffed out.
And you've been able to see so far that Rambos is really landing a lot with these grenades, not just to mess around with aerial drift, but just so Ixis doesn't get way too brave and to approach with any kind of silly aerials. That's a massive down smash, and he's got him at the ledge though.
Yeah.
And he's able to get away.
Oh, doesn't quite get the out smash, but Rambos doesn't get the turnaround out of shield that he clearly wanted. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Wolf has got to be one of the only characters in the game whose down smash does not have a stronger hit at the back. The strong
Yeah.
hit is at the front, right? It's actually a very rare thing for characters in this
Yeah.
game. Again, you can see him getting punished for the forward air off of the ledge. Rambos is going to have to think more about his ledge options. Obviously, Samus having a pretty bad ledge roll and generally struggling to get off the ledge, but it looks like Ixis has caught on to his most common option and he's punishing him hard for it.
And that's something that Wolves have really started adding to their toolkit recently, that up smash out of shield to cover jump and stuff like that as well. Lots of people will go things like forward tilt and down smash at the ledge, but that's a really good option to do that ledge trap kind of choice as well.
Okay, we've got Rambos kind of hunkering down on the other side of the stage, trying to throw projectiles. That lingering grab actually catching the roll away. I think he was looking for another low charge shot there, trying to cover the ledge with the Morphle. Unfortunately, Lilac's tilt just eating that charge shot right up.
That's the kind of
Delicious,
thing about
tasty,
picking the stage.
nutritious.
That's the thing about picking the stage like Lilac. You got to take the L when it comes to those slants as well for Rambos. The platforms help, but you can't throw out that charge shot as willy-nilly in that kind of position because it's just going to get 8.
You're just gonna get 8.
He's just going to get 8, dude.
Yeah, that charge shot just got 8. That ship just ate that charge shot whole. This, the thing is that Rambos, like, as much of a high-stakes situation as this is, and like I say, this is the one player we expected at least to see him win inside top 8. He doesn't really seem to tilt. He never really plays like he's nervous. That was the... Oh, there you go, there's the forward there, yeah. He never really plays like he's on tilt or like he's nervous. You can see it in a really high-pressure situation yesterday against Streaks when he took the set, and again here, like, even though he's falling behind generally at the start of the game, he is finding his way back into things quite well. Got to roll
Shield roll away. He has to get away from ledge. He needs to get out of the corner against Ixis because he's the guy who can definitely take advantage. Waits for the spot dodge and gets the down throw. And he's put him in that same position again. He needs to re-grab here, and that's going to be a kill. Has to be. You can't grab ledge again against Wolf.
No.
It's not going to work, dude.
You can see how much Rambos is kind of struggling with his ledge options now, because he's like, well, the forward air isn't working, and he's kind of trying to come up with new solutions, you know, maybe poke him through the ledge, re-grab the ledge, but again, against Wolf, I mean, Wolf is just such a powerful character with the ledge in general, right? Like, that's where these kind of combustible elements do not match up well, because you have a character who struggles to get off the ledge, and you have a character who eats the ledge for breakfast, much like Lilat eats Samus' charge shot sometimes. So I think it's safe to say we might not be seeing Lilat again in this set if Rambos can help.
Oh, he misses the grab. Unfortunate. Really good jump there, though, from Ixis. And you can see he's slowly and surely taking full control of this first game. Rambos on his last legs if he wants to take this game 1 for sure. Oof. Big read with that down smash, and Rambos actually mashes out there, Ixis. Really, really good stuff.
Yeah, shoutouts to Ixis' mashing. The juggle begins, but the neutral air again. I would say, I don't exaggerate here. I would say it ate that charge shot whole. Just a small charge shot, but you can see Wolf got some pretty powerful hitboxes on him. Does get the fully charged charge shot, but it's not going to be enough yet. Rambos is going to need to get this stock ASAP.
And there's the forward air. That's going to do it yet. So Rambos, I mean, 113% down. This is tough, but I feel like if anyone could do it after the momentum of yesterday, it's your boy Rambos right now.
This forward air is eating Ixis' jumps right now. He has to be careful of what he's doing out of hit stun, because Rambos is just chaining him across the stage, but Rambos has to be careful about his own power missiles get projected. Get projected, getting reflected. Oh, nearly up tilts the neutral get up there.
And the reflected missile actually did eat up Rambos' charge shot, so now he's got to recharge all over again.
Oh, I like that. I love the mix-up there. He went right into Ixis' airspace, and then he turned into the morph ball to change up his aerial drift. Smash. But the up smash is going to take it anyway. Again, that was another case of Rambos falling behind early pretty hard, but really like slowly nickel and diming his way back in. Not through any kind of big crazy play or big turnaround, but just finding his neutral wins, punishing Ixis for jumping out of hit stun and all these other things. Really, it's the ledge. The ledge play, I think, is what's defining this set so far.
Absolutely. It is very, very difficult. Wolf against any character at the ledge is tough. Wolf against Dark Samus at the ledge in particular, it's going to be a bad old time.
So I'm going to assume that Ixis is probably going to ban... I'm going to say platform stages, like triplats maybe, because generally Wolf doesn't have the best platform pressure.
Yeah.
A stage like Smashville I quite like on the part of Rambos because it gives Ixis less space to run away and shoot that gun.
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, wait a second.
Oh. Okay, I think Rambos is bringing a sword to a gunfight.
Yeah, I mean, and if anyone's sword is the one that you want to bring to a gunfight, it's your man Ganondorf right now.
Age of War, we're going back in time. Trading your hand cannon for an arm that is basically a cannon. When Ganon hits you, it hurts. The question is going to be, can he get in? I love the space neutral air and shield there, actually. It looked like Ixis couldn't really punish it. Good.
You see Rambos had to use his jump. Oh, wait a sec. I'm assuming a misinput, but even then, that might have just been the fattest read of his life. I don't know, man.
I like it. He's gonna
another up
tilt. Maybe it's like an anti-platform.
I feel like he's trying to do like drop down into up air, but he's getting... Here we go, though. Off stage. Scary sword. Big scary sword.
Just barely misspaces the side B. I like the high recovery there because Ixis was clearly trying to come along. Oh my god, deletes him with the up smash. Generally, Rambos has been really good at anti-airing Ixis. Ixis does catch him with that back air though, evening up really quick. And actually, I gotta say, I really like the Ganon on Smashville specifically as well. I feel like characters like Ganon who just want to hit you really benefit from these small stages where the opponent cannot run away. Look at this, he's just getting his hits in.
This is kind of what Rambos is doing. He's kind of just waiting and seeing what Ixis is. Oh my! He went for a big boy read there. He nearly got it as well.
That's the third up tilt we've seen in one game.
There's that back air. Ixis got him out the ledge. What's he going to be able to do? The choke slam! Oh, he goes for the down smash! So unlucky. Any other day that would have hit.
That choke slam was some serious stuff, man. That wasn't a Crown Jewel Super Showdown Undertaker choke slam. That was
Mankind off the top of the cage choke slam.
That was a 2005 Undertaker right there. Oh, okay, lands just out of the range of the F tilt. Ix is looking for to land, trying to hit with the down smash. He's
Oh,
going
he
to try
went
and
for
down
a
smash him
down
here.
there.
The forward tilt. I'm surprised that forward tilt came out of shield in time.
Hold on. Okay, challenges the Nair with his own there, Ixis. He's got him at the ledge again. Oh,
my God.
I get scared every time, man. I get scared every time.
Rambos's Ganon, it's showing shades for me of what his Smash 4 Ganon was like.
Yeah,
his first character
man.
in Smash 4. And it was like... He
Oh,
couldn't-
my.
Oh.
That call out.
Yeah.
Ixis Naugus. Calm down, man.
It was like Rambos's Ganon wouldn't go for the most optimal stuff, but he'd go for the wildest stuff, and he really would make you scared. He
Yeah,
knows how
man.
to make you play scared, man.
by inspiring fear. Gets the parry into back end. Not able. And there's the dash attack.
Shoulder bash.
It's a good bit. Ganon's got some decent burst ranges with his toolkit, man, and dash attack is definitely one of the better moves he's got.
Oh, he jumped off the ledge there. I thought maybe he might be looking for a side B, but I remembered the Ganon side, which is where you side B your opponent and actually win the game when they go off stage, is not in this game anymore, especially as the opponent can mash out as well.
Yep.
Grab out of shield. Ganon notoriously struggling with his out of shield options. Gets a dash attack.
Oh yeah, tries to follow him onto the platform, but wasn't able to get it. Unfortunate there from Rambos.
Yeah, you can see that he did read another jump out of hit stun from Ixis there. Just wasn't really ready to commit to punish.
Oh, and he has to. Wizard's foot out. That was so close.
The invulnerability on the neutral get up, just saving him from that down smash from Ixis there, and all it takes is one strong hit from Rambos. Believe it or not, Wolf is actually a kill percent right now.
Yep. Oh my
Oh.
God, there's that forward tilt. Wait a second. Is there going to be a twist?
Oh,
there's
yes,
that
the
up
up
air.
air.
He's off stage. The
Oh, the
ledge
trump.
trump.
Oh, he missed
Rambos?
it. I think he was looking for a back.
There's that forward
He
air.
gets the forward air anyway. What on
Yo,
earth?
wait
I'm
a
saying,
second.
That was not an optimal option
Wait
there.
a second.
That wasn't a max range forward air. That wasn't the safest move he could have put on shield, but that was the one that could have killed him.
That was the big boy move, and he picked it,
Yeah,
man. He
big boy
See, I
move
couldn't
indeed.
actually tell if Ixis dropped shield or whether it actually just straight up shield poke.
Genuinely not sure. That move does a hefty chunk
It
of shield
does a
damage.
lot, man.
As
Well,
soon as
that
they
is
release
one way.
blue M&Ms, we can start making M&M jokes about
Well.
that shield as well.
That was a fantastic game 2 from Rambos there. We're going to Town and City. Are we going to see the Dark Samus come back out?
That's what I'm wondering. Rambos, I mean, he plays quite a few characters. I've generally only seen the Dark Samus and the
He doesn't
Ganondorf
play
in
Wii Fit Trainer, so I don't know
Ultimate.
why he's left it over there.
I mean, you don't know that. Okay, he's sticking to the Ganondorf.
Yeah.
I would see Town and City as more of a Dark Samus
Yeah,
stage
sure.
because Ixis has more stage to run away and blast her at. But at the very same time, it's still Ganondorf. If he gets his hands on you, you know, it doesn't matter what stage you're on, you're going to explode.
Ixis playing this game, and you can see that dashback. Dashback is such a strong option in this game, and Ixis using it fantastically there. 53% on challenge so far.
Yeah, you can see the blaster is giving him a lot more trouble this game. I love that though. You see that kind of semi-wave land on the
Yeah.
platform and then the space neutral air and shield. It's really clean from Rambos. Oh, tries to get a drag down neutral air conversion, I think maybe into grab, but he got like the furthest away hitbox. Wasn't close enough to grab him. And Ixis has actually taken the driver's seat in this game here. Oh, looking for a
Down
down
slash
smash.
tech read, yep, absolutely amazing stuff there from Ixis to get that tech read for Rambos, and he's able to take that stock with
Very
relative.
nice.
Oh, wait
I
a
like
sec.
it. I like the idea.
Again, you can just see the dynamic of this match playing out exactly as you described, Fudge. It's just about running away, doing lasers, making Ganon approach with his quite slow approaches, to be fair.
Yeah, and
He's
Rambos,
taking advantage.
I think he's currently over 2 on those tech chases on the side B. He's down smashed in place twice now, so he's going to maybe have to start looking into Ixis' rolls away, because that's what he's generally been favoring in that situation.
The Nair actually beating out the dash attack there from Rambos.
Oh, the
Gets the
track down
grab.
neutral air. Oh, he was waiting for a landing option, but Ixis very wisely jumps away. Oh, the spot dodge.
Wow, he went for a big up smash there. Didn't pay off for him. Ixis completely wise to it.
And you can see Ixis is actually, he's respecting Ganondorf's space so often. He really is kind of playing around effective ranges.
Oh my days!
He did not play around the effective range of that up tilt there. Unfortunate for Ixis, but I mean, he's still 1-4. That's a 25% success rate, so we'll see if maybe Rambos can better his analytics as this set goes on.
Oh,
the Ganon side!
what a
and he just
trade!
evens it up like that!
Wow, and that is the thing that Ganon has, man. He was on 120, Ixis was on 10, and we're at the same deficit now. I don't understand.
I mean, it takes 4 hits, man. It takes like 2 neutral wins for Ganondorf to win this game. He's going for it again.
God.
Obviously,
and
not
he's got
going-
another.
He's there you go.
Yo.
There's a tech chase on the side B.
All right, Rambos with all of the momentum right now. Ixis needs to do something, gets the back throw. He's got him off stage.
Oh, he went for
with
the
the
down air.
You
What a
saw the
big boy
animation
move.
come out. You saw it come out.
Rambos is playing like he has no fear, and I love it. He's so
That's
not
gonna be it,
scared.
though. Ooh, yeah.
Awesome iffy DI. You can see he was preemptively, I think, DIing away to try and avoid the back air in the first place. And when it actually hit him, it's surprising so much that he wasn't DIing correctly to survive that back air. But still, a really, really scary game for Ixis there.
Absolutely. You can see Rambos was kind of just going for a retreat in there. One of Ganon's better tools in the matchup. It's a good move when spaced on shield. And of course, if it doesn't come out quick enough, you're DIing outwards. You're going to get got by that back air from Ixis as well.
Gotta say, I like Ixis. His wolf is very mobile. There's a lot of wolves who are like very kind of, they're very happy to just sit there and just kind of push the B button. You know, just maybe jump and occasionally push the B button, get the lasers out there, control the stage, especially on a larger stage against a character like Ganondorf. But Ixis really likes to move around and keep Rambos on his toes, and I actually think that was working really well for him because you can see the Rambos was closing the distance pretty effectively, just kind of throwing out hitboxes to the right place and just kind of saying, this is my zone, and I'm going to slowly move my zone into your zone.
Excellent. Excellent. Yep.
Switching back to the Dark Samus, I see.
Kalos Pokemon League, the choice. Why do you think this is the choice, Brad?
I think it's probably because of the Dark Samus pick. I mean, if you go into a flat stage with a lot of space, you want some projectiles to keep up with what Wolf's got himself, you know, and generally, if you've got projectiles, you're better on a larger stage because you've got more space to set up and throw your stuff. Shoot your shot. 2019.
Shoot your shot is absolutely the way these guys started off that game, just charging up, and Wolf obviously throwing out that laser. One of his better tools in the neutral for sure.
I really like Rambos following Ixis' aerial drift off stage, actually just kind of not staying at the ledge, but like staying near the ledge and going out there a little bit, just to threaten Ixis' airspace when he recovers. That being said, the frame trap's coming out from Ixis here. Rambos gets a jab and denies it.
He's got him with that nair as well. That back hit is very, very good.
Ooh.
And he just point blank shoots it. That was kind of wild.
You didn't even see the charge shot. He just put his hand in front of his face and there was a sound effect.
Oh, yeah, he read the jump. Unfortunate there not to get that up smash. Ixis at the ledge right now, though. What's he going to do?
Oh, the wall jump. What a beautiful mix-up. That's the first time we've seen that in this set.
Yep, it's paid dividends as well, but unfortunately, he's got himself at the ledge again. He's re-grabbing.
Re-grab. Oh, but the down tilt. I think it's a down
survive
forward
this.
tilt from Ixis. Wow, he gets away with it.
Very, very tense stuff. He's re-grabbed again. The forward tilt didn't hit.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's the game we play. It happens sometimes. Like the Zair. I feel like we could be seeing a bit more Zair from Rambos in this matchup. Ixis going off for an edge guard.
Oh my days, he's
actually
livid as well.
He actually teched that wall, but he still died because it was just too much hit stun.
Rami, please, man.
Put the boss in this man's name, dude. He's the boss of Rams.
He's the boss, dude.
They've got a whole society going on. He's in charge. He pays their checks. You want to sit on the field?
He's doing wall jump a little bit too, but all right, okay. We saw it once and it was cool. You need to chill out a little bit now. You need to calm down with
Maybe
your
DMG will notice me.
jumps.
But Rambos still with a very slight lead here. Back to neutral. Basically a two-stock game. Ixis gets the forward air into an up smash. Very unconventional. Don't think that was a true combo, but I think it's because Rambos jumped out and he also jumped out a little bit too late that worked. It's a forward air, maybe it's a dash stack. Okay.
Oh, he gets the jab. Tries to do a little bit of a hip check with the jab and try to get that pivot grab. That Samus does have a really, really good option for Dark Samus and Samus players.
You can see Ixis, oh wow, catches him with the tether coming up. You can see Ixis is winning so many air-to-air interactions in this matchup. I mean, Wolf's aerials are so good, but Samus definitely does have some things to compete with, but Ixis just placing his hitboxes to perfection every time.
Okay, so very, very solid lead here for Ixis. Gets that tech read with the laser as well. Hits him with the bayonet. That's a lot of damage for a very, very low commitment move there.
And it looks like Ixis is pretty much ready to punch his ticket into top 8 unless Rambos can make something miraculous.
I think he's used his jump here, and that's going to be that down there. No tech, and that is going to be Ixis Naugus in winners finals.
I mean, hey, we figured we were probably going to see a Wolf in winners finals, but it wasn't this one. It's good to see Ixis back on form. To be honest, making it through the bracket with his Wolf without a sweat. He actually took a loss to Crispy yesterday and Paul was going to Sonic. I'm not sure if that was like a Paul's thing. He was kind of trying to warm his Sonic up. Maybe if we'll see that in the top 8 at any point. But when he's brought out the Wolf, it's looked incredibly clean. Pretty dominant wins over everyone we've seen on stream so far.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Good stuff. Commiserations to Rambos, of course. Really, really good stuff to him. We saw the Ganon. We saw the power. The Dark Samus was moving as well. But today, unfortunately, just not his day in this set. And you can see a couple of the replays there. That up smash putting a lot of work when catching landings.
Yeah, we got some
Sure, we're going to see that up smash again. Very good at catching each other's landings, these two, from those two clips. There was that forward air to take the second game. This is the equalizer, man.
Yeah, this is
Choke slam off the top of the cage. And there's the down air that sealed the deal and put Ixis into that winners finals.
Really, really great competitive set we saw there. And obviously, Rambos has got another chance. He's in losers quarters. We're going to see who he's going to be matched up against later when we see who comes out victorious in the losers top 8 matches.
Yeah.
But right now, we are moving into our other side of winners top 8. We have Aperture versus Zone. This is an interesting one. I can't recall the last time I saw these guys play, but you have to imagine they played quite a lot of the London locals, like you say. Palutena versus Inkling. This is the matchup of back air.
Absolutely, it's back air versus back air. That's the matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. Palutena using her back air, invincible back air with the shield to wall out opponents a lot, read jumps, seal out stocks, whereas Inkling is more using it at low percents to try and set up combos, back air, true comboing into dash grabs,
as well.
dash cancel, jabs, so many things. Such a great move, also to catch jumps. We're going to see, I think, the Aperture is generally going to be putting on the low percent a lot easier and winning neutral, whereas Zone is going to be sealing out the stocks a lot easier.
Absolutely, and you can definitely see, so one of the big things for Aperture in this matchup is very much about getting back to stage. Inkling's up B, definitely something that is susceptible to moves off stage, so things like Palutena, neutral air, the wheel of fortune, man.
Wheel
that
of
comes
fortune.
out, what you're gonna get, death,
Wheel of
possibly.
Fortune only for Palutena
That's
players.
it.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's only fortunate for Zone really in
Yeah.
the situation. But when it comes to things like Nair off stage, when it comes to up smash that catches people below the ledge as well, it's going to be very, very tricky for Aperture to get back onto the stage. He's going to have to do a lot of mix-ups with things like his grenade, his roller, and of course the up B as well.
Yeah. Fun true fact about both these players, their power is actually determined by the size of their hair. So currently you can see they're in their base forms, a bit like Goku before he's gone Super Saiyan. But as these guys start hitting each other, you're going to see their hair and their heads grow to completely preposterous proportions. If it goes down to a Game 5 last stock set, we might have to evacuate the venue as it will outgrow the building. Aperture, I've seen this man before. His hair can go from like very, very downplayed right now to like crazy
Absolutely
anime stuff.
insane.
Yeah.
Game 1 on Stadium though. We're getting straight into it. No hand warm is necessary. Palutena versus Inkling.
I like it. Aperture gets the first grab, gets an up air. One of the things I noticed about Aperture yesterday from watching him is that while his neutral was still really, really solid, his conversions weren't quite as on point as they could be. He wasn't taking his up throws as far as they could. He wasn't getting the true combos out of back air at low percents. Obviously, he's in winner's top 8 here, actually taking SCR 7 out in winner's side. Another Palutena, so he knows what he's doing in this matchup. Let's just see if he can fix up the little things.
He's doing it really, really well so far. One thing in this matchup in particular is that up throw, up air conversion that Aperture does have on all the characters. For Palutena especially, pretty decent window for it, so Zone has to be very careful of that.
Yeah, definitely. You see here the Ink is on stage. That's going to hinder Palutena's mobility. What you were saying earlier about Inkling getting edge guard is very interesting because obviously Inkling not having hitbox above them on the up B. It's not just the Wheel of
that's
Fortune,
just the kill, yeah.
but it's the explosive flame, it's the auto reticle, all these things that can make it tough to get back to stage. Right now, Aperture doesn't look like he's caring too much about it.
Absolutely. He's just playing neutral. Very, very nuanced right now. Just doing a lot of dashes, a lot of dash back, putting down paint on the ground, so it's going to very much stifle Palutena's options as well in terms of approach. There's the dash attack, also got a bit of invulnerability on it as well.
Very timely air dodge there from Aperture, just barely avoiding the back air. And you can see this honestly feels like cat and mouse. It really feels like Zone is kind of having to chase Aperture. And he's not really like even attacking until Zone's already done something. That was the first like outright approach, that dash grab there that I feel like we've seen so far. And I like it, right? Wait for your opponent to come to you.
Well, this is
Getting
it.
a bit antsy now.
He's actually run out of ink.
I think he's
finished the job.
Yeah, I think he's so comfortable with the lead now. Like, it's hard to bring a lead back on Inkling, I feel. Because, like,
wow.
They just have so many ways of dealing damage at a range, like with the splatter shot and the splat bomb.
That was a lovely mix-up by Aperture on the platform rather than following up with an up air. But there's the enigmatic flame taking the stock. Zone finally getting himself on the board. Lost a little edge cancels. It's cute. I love it.
Wow,
Big fan.
that enigmatic flame didn't hit there.
Oh, I think, is he dead? Oh, he's able to survive.
Wow,
the back
hit his ledge.
below
match.
ledge.
Okay, I mean, Palutena's a tall lady. Guess she's got big hands.
Oh, and he is, and with a paintbrush as well.
Bowser Jr., where are you?
Aperture with a full stock lead on Zone here.
Yeah, he's actually taking it to him. I predicted that this would be like a really close set. Both these guys have like pretty similar results. But right now, Aperture is just, he says, my back air is stronger, sir.
Up air, tries to go for another one, gets a short hop instead. But you can just see, look at the way Aperture is playing this neutral. It's so meticulous. He's absolutely not overcommitting to anything.
Wow.
Fantastic dash grab. Aperture looking very, very comfortable so far.
He's actually baited him non-stop. Like he's baited and punished him practically to perfection, if you ask me. There's not been a single time where Zone hasn't committed to something that Aperture hasn't been like in his zone ready to hit him for it.
Absolutely.
Because it's like, you know, it's kind of a Venn diagram thing you've got going on. You both got your effective range in circles. Oh my god, he's going really high for the up airs. And you're fighting to overlap it, but it feels like Aperture is just perfectly positioning his.
This is a fantastic set of interactions for Zone. He absolutely did work in that few seconds there.
Yeah,
getting a lot of percent, but he's still a stock down here, Fudge.
See, gone back to neutral because he's lost his hold on it. And there you go. That's it. Aperture just takes the game. Simple and clean, man. Shouts to
the way that you're making me feel today.
Yeah, it's making me feel good. I'm enjoying this Inkling play. Inkling is actually like one of my favorite top tiers in the game. Actually, really, like, I really enjoy watching some good Inkling. You know, it's just like really nice little combos, nice B&Bs. The back air true combo is nice. I love it. Back air into dash grab, into up throw, into up air. Some of the longest strings and combos that you'll see in the game as it is right now, I think. Next to Palutena, but she'll just kind of nair you like 4 or 5 times.
That's what you need to do. And this is the kind of thing, man. I've talked to Aperture quite a lot, right? And before he kind of got up on the stage and was ready for this top 8, he definitely had some nerves.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what this kind of platform does for you. But if that's how he's playing under nerves, I don't want to see him relaxed.
Both these guys, like, they seem really, really humble when you talk to them, but they've both got like a tinge of cockiness to them. Zone did something to a player.
Look, Zone is not.
Zone is actually really rude. It's a little known fact.
We saw his DK.
Yeah, he's actually lovely when you talk to him, but he's actually also the worst person on the planet. Not a lot of people know, but if you go back and watch the stream yesterday and watch one of his sets on stream, you'll see that he's actually an awful person. And actually, I might be biased towards Aperture because he is Team Whale. We'll get into that a little bit later. Aperture is a Whale enthusiast, clearly a man of culture, but you can see that Zone's got some horsepower on his side right now because he's taken the lead here in Game 2 on Smashville. I'm surprised we wound up at this stage, actually, for Zone. Right? This doesn't give him a lot of opportunities to continue his kind of nair strings and stuff, and it doesn't give him a lot of space to control space with explosive flame.
Yeah, I mean, I think based on that first match, he's just kind of in a situation where he kind of needs to suffocate Aperture a little bit more. He was like, he was almost just getting kind of zoned out himself.
No, that's an excellent point, actually. It did feel like a lot of last game, Zone was having to chase Aperture. So he's like, okay.
Oh, that was kind of filth.
I guess he's like, okay, I'm just going to take all that space away from you so I could just hit you with my shield.
Well, that's it, yeah.
It's the back air, and that's exactly what he's doing right now. Willing to stay at ledge. What's the ledge trap? Oh, you can see, I think I saw Zone's jump spot come out. I think he was about to jump there.
He was doing the back air.
Yeah, but Aperture got there first.
Harry into roller, not going to work out. The dash attack not going to kill, but he's at 125%. It's going to be very, very close here for Zone to get the stock.
Oh, the gap attack, that was potentially punishable, but Aperture reacted a little bit late there.
There's the dash attack, reading the rollback as well. Throws out the nair. It's the first time we've really seen Zone go out and do that. Just putting a bit of pressure on the way Aperture tries to recover. There's the back throw pivot at ledge, and he's able to take that stock. Lovely little movement to make sure that invulnerability wasn't going to do anything for Aperture as well.
How do you think Zone feels about Wales? I'm actually looking for a 5th member of Team Wales.
I'm sure he won't join, it's fine.
I'll ask him after the set. Well, if he wins, I'll ask him. We don't take
unfortunate
SD.
Yeah, just air dodged a little bit too close to the blast zone there. Wasn't able to actually take back the ledge. And
look at the
now
dash dancing. Aperture just absolutely did not commit. He's like, I'm just going to move back and forth, and if you lose neutral, it's your fault. Forward air, dash stack. Nice early percent B&B from Zone.
Absolutely, he's got the bread and butters down. He's doing really, really well on the stage. Gets the drag down there. Wasn't able to do any kind of follow-up on it.
The invulnerable moves with the shield are actually like coming in hard for Zone this game.
Jeez,
a lot of dash stack, a lot of back air.
The Enigmatic Flames putting a lot of work in so far. 107% on Aperture. How is he going to get back on?
Inkling definitely got a recovery that's very susceptible to being 2 frames. So that down tilt for Palutena, sometimes true combos into a forward air. Really good at the ledge.
Love that choice there from Aperture, just baiting out the reflector, just hitting him straight with the dash attack as well. Something that could possibly develop a little bit more as we see into the set. Got him at ledge. What is the choice here, Zone? He's able to get back into the center stage, gets the back throw.
Not quite. You can see Aperture went for that ledge jump forward air again, and this time Zone opted not to go for the short up back air to cover the ledge. So I think Zone might have been like kind of somewhat scared out of doing one of his best ledge trapping options, which is usually the back air, but it's failed him most of the time now. He gets one falling off the platform and he gets that stock, and we saw a little taunt come out. You know what I mean? I'm telling you.
You gotta be confident, man. You gotta give yourself confidence.
They're super chill when you talk to them, but they've got real attitude when they play, and I love it. I love seeing like a bit of like in-game charisma. You know I mean?
Oh, what on earth? Yo, that interaction was sick from Aperture.
Aperture saw his
He
opportunity.
got the
and
B
seized
reverse
it.
grenade into the tech chase
Yeah.
down smash. Okay,
That was
slow
really
down.
sick.
Slow down.
I really like that. And all of a sudden, we're back to an even game. And, you know, I don't know if you've heard, I don't know if you've ever heard commentators talk about this. It's not something that's brought up very often, but there's a true combo that exists. When you taunt, apparently it makes it
No,
statistically
I
more
don't know what you're
likely
talking about.
that
Don't
you
know what
may
you're
or
talking
may
about.
not get bodied.
Don't know what you're
I
talking
don't know if you've ever heard that.
Never heard it.
Okay. Well, I made it up then. It's my joke. I'm claiming ownership. Just like Aperture has claimed ownership of this
Fantastic
stock.
segue, yeah.
Check out my segues. But he does need to claim ownership of some ink right now because he's running pretty low.
He's running low, man. Zone was center stage.
There we go,
but
there's the
Aperture just
opportunity.
dash attacking straight into it again. This is tough for Zone right now because this is the thing, man. When Inkling has got the lead, it's so difficult to get it back.
Yeah.
It's so difficult.
For real, she's so fast, she's so hard to catch. You can see even on a stage as smaller Smashville, like Zone is having trouble catching up with Aperture.
Uses his jump
Oh.
very, very early. Doesn't get punished for it on the landing as well.
This is close, but
Aperture
you've got to think the
definitely count
Palutena has significantly better kill power. All it takes is a straight hit
There's
from
the jab's
Palutena.
not gonna
The
do it.
pivot, that was a dash cancel
That's
jab.
surely not.
That was either a dash cancel or a pivot cancel jab.
I think it was dash cancel,
Yeah,
yeah.
got a little bit of a slide at the end, it looked like. Forward air, up air and back air and explosive flame, all going to kill for Palutena here.
Lovely mix up there from Aperture
Oh,
to get
and the
back onto the
back throw.
stage. How is he going to be able to take this?
Up throw?
Go
No,
for a
back
back
throw.
throw, mix up, okay.
Aperture needs a roller here. That's what he's looking for. That's his win
Oh.
condition. Oh, he went for the neutral leg, but a perfect air dodge for Aperture.
Aperture is playing really, really well in the disadvantage right now. Zone is struggling.
Oh, he's so slippery.
That Ink Girl is so slippery.
Man, he is hard to
Grab
get a hold
her.
of right now. He's looking like a £2 burger in a London burger shop or something. He is slippery.
There's grease.
He is hard to get his hands
There's
on.
the back throw.
Oh, he
That's
gets
gonna
the
do it,
back
yeah.
throw. Wow.
Solid. Eventually getting that stock there, Zone. It was getting a little bit scary.
Yeah,
a
it
little
was.
bit dicey towards the end, but he was able to seal it
Oh,
out.
look, you can see the hair getting bigger. His hair is growing. He's gaining more power. That's where he draws his power from. It's like,
true.
do you ever see Bo? That's
Do you wanna
legitimately
try
what it's
again?
called.
What?
That's what it's called. It's actually called Bo. I
don't.
think it's the exact amount of times. Maybe people in chat will know what I'm talking about. It's actually the best anime that's ever existed. You know
Oh,
me.
it's anime?
You know me. I'm an anime hater.
Is it anime?
Yeah, it is an anime, but it's hilarious. It's about a dude who fights people with his nose hairs.
Right.
And the bad guys have got like scissors and they're trying to cut them off. Gold. It's
All right, well, to cut you off,
I
let's go into
promise
this
it's
game
good,
3
it's
very, very
good.
shortly. We're going into Kalos.
It's good.
I like the choice here from Aperture, a lot more of a flat plane. And the platform's giving him a little bit more of a different option into getting back onto the stage, which is always very good for him.
There's a character called Jelly Jiggler,
Okay, yeah.
and he's made out of jelly. He's blue. He starts out as a villain. He's like a
He starts out as a villain.
yeah, and then he turns good. Speaking of things that are blue, here we are.
Wow, yep, there it is. That was good.
Segues are so easy, dude. You can-
Yeah, I
you
mean,
can just be
I
like,
need to learn,
on
clearly.
the subject of things that exist, this game, game 3 between Aperture and Zone. And
Back
another
air,
KG neutral here. You can see, so that looks like the back air conversion that eats out spot dodges, right?
Well,
if you
that's it.
recognize that the back air into dash grab isn't true at low percent, you want to do back air into dash cancel jab because someone will spot dodge, recognizing that your dash grab wasn't true, and then that will get completely destroyed by the rapid jab, which does a lot of damage.
It does a
actually.
lot, and it gets the paint on them as well. That's the
Yeah.
kind of thing, because it's a long-term investment for them as well. Would
Yeah.
you like to invest?
Would you like
will
to
they?
invest in ink?
Okay. Very, very slow neutral here from Aperture. Just definitely taking his time with the way that he's approaching. A lot of dash back. Wow, Zone just goes for the grab and gets it as well. He's got him at the ledge, but he's not able to capitalize it on it too much.
If Aperture can get it set up, Splat Bomb on either of the platforms is a really sick ledge trap. You put the Splat Bomb on the platform, basically make it impossible for the opponent to jump, and then you just down tilt back air at the ledge. You know, their options are so limited. Up throw, up air, not in the kill range. I think the kill range is really, really tiny for Inkling's up throw, up air, but it's a great way to rack up damage.
Absolutely.
Damage is
It was
not what he
fantastic
needs
DI
right
as
now,
well.
though.
It was really, really good DI from Zone as well to make sure he didn't get caught out by that.
Yeah.
Had to DI it perfectly. The dash attack doing really good stuff there, beating out the forward air from Aperture. And it's just getting to that point now where we're kind of recognizing Inkling's lack of kill potential in this part of the neutral. You're going to see a lot of rollers coming out, I think,
Yeah,
very
we've actually-
shortly.
I feel like Aperture's a very he's not a particularly roller-heavy
No,
Inkling,
absolutely
right? We
not.
haven't seen a lot of roller in this set. He's
Oh, well, there you go.
He heard
I mean,
me.
you call it out, it happens,
He
right?
does have headphones on, but maybe he's wired into the commentary, in which case we need to get that sorted out immediately. But he gets the roller, gets the first stock, and I mean, the kill power deficit between Palutena and Inkling is kind of made up by that fringe option that she has.
You saw him trying to get the jab lock off of that Inkling splat bomb, but he wasn't able to do it. And right now, just Aperture controlling the center stage with
Back
a
air.
lot of dash back and dash dancing, and just hitting throwing things like back air out there. That's all you kind of need to do when you got the lead
Yeah.
as Inkling, man.
When Aperture has center stage, I love it, because he actually just doesn't push buttons. He just walks back and forth and waits. He's really patient in like these kind of micro, I don't want to say transactions, but these
Microtransactions.
interactions. There we go. No microtransactions in Smash Ultimate. Thank you very much.
Not just yet.
Our developers have morals. They want to
Alright,
delay games.
alright.
Shout out to Nintendo. There's a dash attack. Oh, look at these B&Bs.
Jeez, yeah.
That was like a dash attack into a forward air into another dash attack. It wasn't even true, but it just kind of worked.
I feel like that's the first like little string that Zone's really got in this game so far. He's like
Yeah.
not really. He's been getting odd hits here and there, but he's not really been able to put anything together too much.
See, Aperture closing the distance so effectively. And again, Zone commits and Aperture punishes him for it. Every single time Zone comes in with a move that isn't like an early percent combo starter, Aperture is blowing him up for it.
Yep. Aperture does like to go for that dash up grab quite a lot. There's the up air, not going to connect.
Can we talk about how he spaced that neutral air and shield? That was so nice. And Palutena, like, she doesn't actually have the greatest out of shield options. The reason she's so strong is her aerials and her specials, right? Her
Yeah.
grounded options, not that strong.
Oh,
Inkling,
and there's another up
completely
smash.
different story. He has a great grounded option. He has an option that grounds you. That's it. That's better. That's the roller. It buries you, man.
Absolutely.
And Palutena has very little to fight that off. Forward tilt? No, thank you.
This is such a solid lead again from Aperture right
Oh,
now.
he waited out his option, but he didn't
There's up
punish
throw
it.
up air again. Solid damage here. Aperture slowly but surely taking quite a hefty lead. Oh, Reticle, not an option that we've seen too often here from Zone. He started to throw it out a lot more, I guess.
Again, man, he commits to something that isn't like one of the, a neutral air or something, and he gets punished for it. The splat bomb covering the ledge.
Oh,
and he
and
gets
there's
a
the roller. He's not going to
again.
get much off it.
No.
Good mash out from Zone. Lower the percent. The less effective that roller is. But look at this differential right now.
Ooh, he grabs him out of the shield, but she had to hold because the splat bomb was right in his face. Aperture's option coverage right now is so sick. He's just completely controlling the pace of this match.
Oh, smash out of shield.
Oh, punish out of shield.
Perfect play from Aperture there.
Yeah. Back air's a great move, but not so much on shield, man. Inkling's up smash out of shield is a really underrated out of shield option. People do not talk enough about how good that thing is. I saw Inkling up smash out of shield punishing Fox dash attack, punishing all sorts of stuff. I promised more than Fox dash attack. Nothing was coming to
Fox,
mind. But there
Fox
were
dash
more.
attack.
Yeah.
And yep.
This move is literally designed to punish Fox dash attack out of shield.
Good. Good.
You might
Deserves
think it's
nothing.
useless, but when you're playing a Fox
Well.
and all he's doing is dash attacking, you'll thank me.
Sticking with the characters that we've seen already. No trainer or anything from Zone.
Yeah, Zone played a Pokemon trainer at the start of this game, but ever since he switched over, haven't really seen either of these players favoring other characters. We
Well,
know
I've seen
Aperture is,
Zone play DK.
We have. We like to forget that happened.
Yeah, I tried to.
Yeah, I've repressed that memory. But he does have. He does. The DK is looking pretty good.
It looked really good, actually, to be fair.
I was very impressed. I wasn't impressed with his actions.
Oh, no,
I was
absolutely
impressed
not.
with the
I
gameplay.
was disgusted. However, Game 4 on Lilac Cruise here. Obviously, pretty darn good stage here for Palutena.
Yeah.
Interactions
Even
with the platforms are very, very helpful for her.
You can see Zone whiff a few punishes in the tech get-ups, though. You see Aperture do a regular get-up on the platform there, and Zone actually started his nair up too early, and even with the lingering hitbox, wasn't able to capitalize on it. So I feel like generally, Zone's damage has come off of stray hits. He really hasn't gotten those classic, like, Palutena, neutral air into back air into
Yep.
forward air strings, all that stuff. Maybe partially because Inkling is so small and such a lightweight, and, it's like, it's not as easy to combo as the heavier characters, but still, they definitely exist on her.
Lovely use of the dash attack, that burst range again, helping out Palutena quite a lot just to get out of that corner.
I've got to say, Zone's juggling, on the other hand, has been very impressive this set.
Absolutely,
Every
yeah.
time that Aperture's been in the air, he's got a lot of damage out of it.
Dash attack of his own there from Aperture. Zone using that enigmatic flame to land as well. Really good option that Palutena has. There's the back end, not going to get him.
Oh, frame traps him. I love it. He waits for him for the air dodge. Oh,
There's
good.
the run off neutral air. It's not often we've seen it in the set so far. And there's another neutral air. That's going to do it. Okay, Zone. I see you. You got to take this one, man.
I'm not sure if he's trying to platform cancel with the up B there, but that's definitely some pretty tricky movement stuff Palutena can have going on the stage. Beautiful ledge coverage on the roll there from Zone. Literally just turning around and grabbing him on reaction.
just see again, Aperture just has to play this very, very meticulously, otherwise he's just going to get stuffed out by Zone. But slowly and surely, Zone building up a head of steam right now.
Yeah, here come the jugglers again, man. Every time Aperture is in the air, Zone is getting at least 2 hits out of it. And like, Palutena's hits, they hurt. She doesn't really have any weak moves, you know, like, they all hurt.
There's the Enigmatic Flame again, catching the way that Aperture's landing. This choice of Lilat has been amazing. Was that?
That was up
that ledge hop up air?
And it killed from the ground.
All right, you're in winner semis for a reason. Yeah. I guess that's the one. I didn't know.
That Inkling up air is like the most cowabunga Tony Hawk skater boy move I've ever seen, isn't it?
Aperture said, see you later, boy. Zone wasn't good enough for him.
I have not heard the full song by Avril Lavigne, right?
We're not going to do the full song.
Okay, that's a shame.
We will soon, don't worry.
Yeah. Maybe after the top 8 ends, live concert. Speaking of things that are live, this stream, this game, our commentary, Aperture and Zone, Game 3, Game 4, the winner of this moving on to play Ixis in winners finals, but Zone's looking like he's trying to make this a Game 5 set. These guys have not touched each other in like 5 minutes.
There's been a lot of neutral interactions with no payoff just yet. There's the jabs. He's got him off stage as well. Zone doesn't want to overcommit to anything off stage. Just using the platforms of Lilat again, trying to control the way that Aperture's landed with that reverse neutral air in that option. Really good stuff here from Zone.
Oh, gets the back air into the jab. I like it. You can see Aperture's finally kind of started to press his advantage after Zone was pretty willing to chill at one side of the stage and just set up his 10. Animal Crossing is not out yet, Zone. You got to play Smash first.
Down tilt again. This is slowly getting into Aperture's favor right now. But that's
the back throw, sorry. That's going to do it. I can't tell if Zone's trying to platform cancel or not.
I think he's just trying to mix it up to the point where Aperture can't do anything off his invincibility.
Yeah, he's quite good at this game. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
I feel like he can nail it.
Yeah. All right, Zone trying to punish Aperture for his advances now, and he does so. Unfortunately, the first hit of the air, popping him out and not comboing, but that one's going to work. He's going to get the forward air, and he's starting to get the percent lead. That's the second time in a row he's just stood in place and been ready to cover the roll. And he's trying to turn Aperture into Laperture right here as he overtakes him and turns percent. Going to need a few more solid hits. Laperture, as in L-A-P, gets the forward smash.
All right. Well, Aperture finally taking that stock. 73% on the board for him.
I have been waiting to use that joke the whole set.
Well, you did it.
And I can't believe I didn't use it once when Aperture had lapped his opponent.
Yep. Good. Okay, there you go. You saw the bait out of that reflector and gets the follow-up grab off it as well. Again, Aperture slowly trying to make his way back into this, and there's the back air. And Aperture able to survive.
He's got very low ink, though.
That should be it. Oh, wow, he's alive again.
Okay, what's the ledge trap going to be? Goes to the back air. Oh, drag down neutral. It doesn't really recognize what direction he's going to go from it.
Maybe he's trying to read some kind of roll or tech chase as well, but
yeah, it is weird with those, when you get like a drag down multi-hit move, sometimes they do just kind of pop your opponent behind you, but
finishes it off with the Enigmatic Flame.
Absolutely. You know, if Aperture were chilling here wearing a tuxedo, you'd beat Aperture. Okay.
I mean, if Aperture played Yu-Gi-Oh! And he pulled one of the purple cards, he'd be Traperture. Right? That works.
I like it. If I was lost for directions, trying to find my way forward, and I needed some kind of piece of parchment that maybe informed me of the optimal route, and he had it, I would say that he could be Maperture.
We can't keep doing this. We can't keep doing this.
GP's just shouting at us to get off the stage.
Game 5 between these two.
That.
So I was talking to Aperture previously, before he actually started playing the set, and he was saying like the last time these two played, it was a Game 5 situation where like both of the games that each of them won were quite convincing. Yeah. And then the last game was last stock, last hit, very, very intense. So, I mean, we might just see history. Yeah, we might just see history repeat itself, man.
Absolutely. Here on Town and City, this is a pretty neutral stage. Oh, I was kind of scared for Aperture there.
I really like this stage for both of these characters.
Yeah, I think this is pretty good for both of them. So it's great that we end up here for the Game 5. This is it, man. We're into winners finals.
And I think this is the kind of thing, though, for both of these characters, I think this is a really good stage. But I feel like for Aperture, he really benefits off it because he's been benefiting off that basically massive area of space a lot more in the set.
Yeah, I liked it. He gets an early percent roller there, recognizing obviously he's not going to get a killer or smash attack. So just wait for him to pop out and get the confirm off of that, gets the down air. It evens up the percent just a little bit because Zone came off to a pretty good start at the beginning of this game.
And again, he does have a little bit of painting on him as well, but it's slowly worn off. So it just gets the dash grab again.
Oh, unfortunately, he misses the up air. Might not have been true there, because it looked like Zone could air dodge pretty early, but I feel like he might have just made a slight execution flub.
Oh,
tries
and
to
he
check
got the
chase roller,
read,
I like it.
Unfortunate from Aperture. Up throw into up air again.
It's worth
Not gonna
noting
do
that
it.
Town and City previously had, I think, the lowest ceiling in Smash
it's
4.
going highest,
Now
man.
has the highest ceiling in the game. So a lot of those juggles with the up air that Zone's been getting on him, still going to be potent, but he's not going to be dying at early percents as he
Absolutely
has been
not.
before to those up airs. Whereas
Another day.
most of Inkling's kills do come off the side. You've got your back airs, your down smashes, your F smashes from roller,
Yep.
your forward airs off stage.
Here's a dash attack. Surprised he didn't go for an up air read, but he went for the forward air. Did not get it, unfortunately, there.
Semi-wave
Up throw
land.
into up air. Can't connect at this percent, unfortunately.
I think what Aperture might want to do now, when he recognizes that Zone is no longer an up throw up air percent, is up throw him and then double jump and read the double jump out of the hit stun and go for an up air there.
Absolutely. Look at these guys. They're just throwing out back airs, man.
Oh, careful. Zone just chilling out, just kind of weaving his way around the stage. Doesn't want to get hit by anything here, but he needs to get a strong hit of his own. Still alive after that dash attack. We've got to say, Aperture has done a... Oh, I love the weight on the recovery there to avoid the edge guard.
He had to do it, man.
Aperture's done a great job at avoiding the explosive flames this set. Been hit by very few of them, especially when off stage again. He's been delaying his recovery at just the right times, setting up an edge guard of his own, and he gets the two-frame down tilt.
Lovely choice there for Aperture. Again, that splat bomb was a really, really lovely choice from him. Just to control the way that Zone was trying to recover back onto the ledge.
Gets an up throw, going to be an up air, maybe more. Okay, going to wait out the landing. I like it.
Lovely dash dancing there from Aperture, just absolutely not overcommitting again. He's at 130%, but he has got the lead as Inkling.
Scary stuff for Zone, man. He's stuck at that platform.
Oh, wow, yeah. Lovely read of the option there from Zone. Oh, he doesn't put his the air dodge. Unfortunate from Zone. Maybe not expecting him to land exactly there.
Aperture's also winning a lot of the air-to-airs. Like, when Zone's not throwing out his invincible back air, like, he's actually beating out a lot of Palutena's areas, which is very impressive. How he's going to DI, go to the platform, I like it. Very smart. Make use of it while it's still there, even if it's retreating.
Oh, yeah, he read the option, but the dash grab just frames away from getting hit. And I'm pretty sure we just saw Zone hit him with like 6 dash attacks, and he eventually got the stock, so it's all worked out.
Yeah, the 6 times the charm, that's what they say.
Exactly. It's common idiom, right?
Yeah. Just like the thought to get body thing. Up throw, up air, gonna try and wait on the landing. Zone smartly lands on the platform with a hitbox. Oh, we're gonna try and pick up on the tech roll back, but just doesn't quite have the range. That's one of Inkling's biggest flaws. Very stubby hitboxes, you know, little limbs, a couple range moves, but nothing with like huge, obnoxious hitboxes. They really have to get in close if they want to do the majority of their damage.
Wow, and I feel like that's the first massive string we actually saw from Zone there. Gets the nares into the up air. That's the classic Palutena bread and butter combo.
So he's got to be careful though. Aperture's obviously going to be looking for that roller now.
You just see Aperture just dancing around, like, look at this guy move!
Yeah, he really is moving.
Oh my...
Oh, wow. I'm surprised that was not in the kill window there. The up throw up air working what is no doubt going to be one final time on this stock for Aperture. And now he just needs a powerful hit, but Inkling has so few of them. Yeah, splat bomb set up for the ledge trap.
Yeah.
Zone very
Really good
smartly
stuff
does
there.
a neutral get up to use invulnerability frames to get through that back air. Now Aperture's just looking for anything, man. Give me something.
Both these guys.
Oh,
And there it is. Oh, God, Aperture.
Oh, he still gets it? How wrong is that berry,
Aperture,
man?
you can't do it.
Oh, my lord.
We've seen it at tournaments before where he's messed up the roll, and not now, man. Not when you get into winners finals.
Oh, punishing. I love it, man. Throw the splat bomb, make him reflect, and just run up and grab him for it. Palutena, like I say, a lot of her grounded options.
Oh,
very
the chance. This is
very
big.
laggy. Look how much damage he's going to get.
50%. That is a pink girl.
Palutena. She looks pretty in pink, but I don't think she's too happy about the new paint job, because that means increased damage.
Lovely down air as a landing option. But this is an up air. Are we going to see another?
Oh, he's really
reads
sharking it. Oh, I think he's... Okay, he's
just
alive.
got back. But Zone on his last legs here, man.
It's a rough time for Zone right now. Going off hard for an edge guard. Maybe drop off with a nair, but again, Aperture recovering around it. His recoveries have been so good this whole set.
Yeah, this game 5 in particular needs to get some ink, and he does. Down throw, what we're going to get from it.
Oh, good. Directional air dodge back onto the platform again.
Dash attack.
Aperture
Oh,
really
scary.
making use of these platforms when they go away, but he
Okay.
finally gets hit by an explosive flame.
It's
losing
the winner
that start.
fire at Zaytoon itself. Is this going to be it, man? Is Zone going to make
It's
the
an explosive
fattest
flame, a
comeback?
combo, a neutral air, another neutral air.
Wait.
That's 42%. Going to try and read the jump, but Aperture air dodges through the potential up air.
You can just imagine the amount of pressure on both of these two players right now. Zone needs to make that fat comeback if he wants to get into this winners finals. Aperture goes for the grab, but Zone not giving it to him.
This comeback
There's
about
the
to be a
roller.
beast.
This should be it.
Wow,
Aperture misses it.
But
But there's the upper.
What a messy end to the set,
my.
but they're both still alive. Both players messing up things that could have really, really sealed this game out for him. Aperture in particular, man, he's got to get these roller confirms on point. He is falling.
There's the outside.
The second hit beats out the roll. The second hit of the up smash actually saving the day for Aperture there, who was starting to look a little bit messy,
Yeah.
but he gets it all together.
And I mean,
Well done.
I mean, look, we've seen it in the past where he got the roller and he missed.
Yeah.
He did it again, but at least he got the win this time, right? So I guess it's all worked out. You can definitely see the nerves coming out from both those players towards the end.
Yeah.
Fantastic stuff to Zone, though. He was bringing it back.
He really was. You were saying that was a fat comeback. That was about to be an obese comeback,
No, it
man.
was
If you
gonna
came
be
back
big.
all the way from such a nerve-wracking situation in Game 5, but we are going to have the Ixis
Oh,
Aperture
no.
Game 5. Well, we're going to have winners finals. We'll be
Yeah.
surprised to see at Game 5, but right now we have
Before we do.
this set is man. We need to wax lyrical about this set a little bit.
A little bit.
Talk to me about it.
Okay, so there is a lot of assumptions about who the best in the UK is at the moment, actively. Let me specify that. Actively.
Yeah.
So, these two players, Streaks and SCI7, very commonly put up there with the best.
Yeah.
People like Curry Governor, SBF, also up there as well. These two should be, traditionally, in winners finals.
These are two of the top 3 seeds of the event,
Although,
but they're not playing.
However.
They're not playing in winners finals.
they're not playing in winners finals. They're playing in losers 7. So, one of these players
Is gonna
is
get
getting 7th place.
That's really nuts.
One set of placements, only one set of placements ahead of Cousin Boneless.
Wow, crazy.
Make of that what you will.
I've heard some sus
Huh?
things about Cousin Bonus. I've
Well,
heard he uses-
all right, look.
I've heard he uses Game Shark, but you know,
Well, he's still
Just
got
things
ninth,
I've
so it's fine.
congratulations on
It's
your
still got ninth.
9th place with Game Shark.
Yes.
So are we gonna see SCR 7th or
That was good. Stefan Summels.
Streaks 7th?
Go on.
Streaks.
Use your
7th.
words. It's all right.
We're gonna see Streaks 7th.
We're going to see Streaks at 7th. Is
Streaks
that what
going
you're
to
going
get
to get?
7th place.
Well, we'll see. We'll find
Wait,
out.
if he had a
in the
7
set.
in his name,
Well, he does.
it'd be
doesn't he?
great. I just wish the players would help me out for once. This set, I can't recall the last. Oh, look at that! Look at the camera work. Let's go. I can't recall the last time I saw these guys play. I would have to imagine being
Conquest?
at the pinnacle of Conquest,
Manchester
right?
Conquest, yeah.
Conquest. How
Yeah,
did
yeah.
it go?
So SCR7 was able to take the set.
What was the score?
It was in losers finals. I think it was 3-1, I want to say.
Okay.
It might have been 3-0, actually, now that I think about it.
SCR7 also, I believe, the winner of the most recent Smash Ultimate DBZ. So SCR7, I think personally, if you ask me, based on on paper, based on results alone, who is the best active Smash Ultimate player right now? I would give it to SCR, but I think Streaks is one of the very few people who can give him a run for his money right now. And again, these are two of the top 3 seeds. It has to be said. The fact that one of these guys is going to get 7th, and then even then, the winner is going to have to go through a hell of a losers run to meet their seeding.
This
You
is
know?
absolutely right. This is the thing, man, because this losers 7th, this is the first hurdle, but arguably one of, if not the
Yeah.
hardest hurdle to get it past.
This could be
both
as
of
hard
these
as it
players.
gets for both players.
Yeah.
This is a potential grand final set at any UK event
Absolutely.
right now.
Absolutely.
It really is.
And we're seeing it in loser 7th. I feel like I can't emphasize that enough. We're going to go to stadium. Are we going to see the wolf or are we going to see the snake? This is the question I have now.
I feel like Snake versus Palutena is a very bad matchup for Snake. I feel like we're going to see the wolf. I did see Streaks actually whip out the Snake yesterday against Bolby, which is interesting because I was pretty sure that Mr. Game & Watch was a very bad matchup for Snake,
Yep.
but he made it work. So maybe he has it in his head that he can make it work, but right now he's going through with the wolf. Game 1, I love the pink hole. I love the pink hole in every character. It's very stylish.
Pink Ult is my ult.
Yeah, pink hole is my ult. Yeah.
I love it. Love it.
So the 4 Fabs tag. Good to see Fabs back this week. He's coming back this week, I think.
yeah, Fabs is back soon.
Shout out to Fabs.
Fabs is back soon.
SCR rocking the tag S. His tag is SCR. There's an S in his
Yeah,
tag.
there is an S
which-
at the beginning, so
Yeah, it's the first letter.
and the CR stands for
Crash Racing.
Crash
Sick
Racing.
Crash Racing. He's really excited for the new
He's
game
really
coming out this Friday.
excited for
But
Nitro
right now,
Fueled.
he's more excited to try and move on further into the losers bracket here on Stadium. Palutena and Wolf are the only characters we see duplicates of in this top 8. Also got Ixis rocking the Wolf, Zone rocking the Palutena, but one of them is about to be eliminated for sure in this match. And if SCR keeps playing the way he's been so far, it might just be the Wolf. But he reacts a little bit slow with the grab there, trying to cover a roll on stage. Doesn't turn around with it, and Streaks gets his chance to play the game, but he doesn't take it as far as I think perhaps he could have.
And you can just see the way these guys are playing the matchup already so far. They've got so much experience with this. Of course, Streaks playing a lot with Zone, and CR7 playing against one of the best Wolves in the North, Magi as well. So these guys know this matchup like the back of their hands, man. There's the explosive flame. Side B's on stage. Back throw is probably going to do it. Okay.
Yeah, it felt like he was kind of forced to recover high. Wow,
has to
Wolf's
tech
up
that.
B eating right through the neutral air. Great tech from SCR. He's looking for a down smash, and he rolls in.
The front hit actually hit behind him as well. That was kind of wild.
Hey, Streaks just trying to wall out with these short hop aerials, but SCR's going to find his way to the back throw. Just barely not going to do it, but Streaks gets hit by his second explosive flame in this stock. Gonna have to be a bit more careful around that. I guess when you're Wolf and you have such limited options off stage,
well, this is it.
Quite often it does force an air dodge.
Wolf's recovery very, very kind of predictable. So you've got to be careful in terms of how you are getting back on stage. I'm pretty sure you can use things like Reflector to kind of counter the enigmatic flame, though. So I'm surprised we're not seeing that a little bit more often.
Oh, gets the late hits at the up air, which actually true combo into another up air there. And SCR's he's been given an inch and he's taken a mile. Oh, I like that. I like that first short hop. He didn't commit. He just wanted to make Streaks try and do something and then go for the second one. But Streaks actually didn't let his guard down whatsoever.
Oh, he's dead. That's got to be the stock.
Wow.
Just kicks him away.
After all that neutral exchange, kick her in the shoulder softly.
Out. Forward air. Here we go. Here we go. Gonna see a little bit here.
Oh, Streaks.
Jeez, he brought this all the way back like it was nothing, man. He's woke up.
Yeah, eating out the roll with a neutral there, and all of a sudden there's only a 10% deficit. In a matter of seconds, Streaks is winning. He's just winning now.
This is what Streaks does, man. He presses buttons so deliberately, man. He presses buttons so deliberately.
End it there. I was like, come on. Okay, barely air dodging through that back air, but now SCR got stage control. Trying to let Streak back in the middle, but the up smash is not going to do it. Trying to snuff out that air dodge with the back air. He's got center stage.
SCR has not been able to get a foothold in this match for the last 30, 40 seconds. Finally gets that forward air. There's the drag down of the Nair. It's not going to take the stock, though.
Excellent punish out of shield from Streaks there. The forward out of shield to deal with the forward tilt, which is really well spaced there from SCR.
You can see the way SCR is kind of mixing up the landings from that neutral air quite a lot. Is he going to cross up? Is he going to land just in front of him? It's hard to react to it. He finally gets that back throw and takes the stock. Not as convincing as that first one, to say the least, though.
This is like proper top-level UK gameplay right here.
Yeah, just kicked him again.
I say as Streaks runs halfway across the stage and just boots SCR right in the face. Sometimes that's just what you got to do.
Steel-toed boots, just straight up kicking him out of there.
Absolutely.
Jeez.
Matt booted him out of the stage, and he's taken the lead here in game 1, about 30%. I mean, a down smash, man. He could be a down smash percent. Front hit.
Another Nair out of shield. He's getting a lot of mileage off of this Nair for sure. Tries to get the side B. Not working out, though. Another dash attack. He's just doing a lot of these dash attacks and Nairs, man.
Both these players are doing a lot of empty short hops, like in each other's area, kind of daring each other to drop shield, and neither of them are biting, and I love it.
There's another dash attack. Needs to get back on. Palutena's recovery very, very good to hit when it comes to things like Wolf down smash and forward tilt.
Streaks is actually a little bit slow with that up smash out of shield there. I think he possibly could have punished SCR for the forward air off the ledge, but he reacted a bit slow, and you can see him go for it again. SCR is saved by a matter of frames.
Forward throw. No down throw this time. Oh, and he reads the roll in and gets him with the up tilt. Kicks him again.
That was nice.
He just keeps kicking him.
Streaks is kung fu fighting today. Those kicks are fast as lightning. You can see he was kind of back here at the ledge, and it's another one of those things that kind of forces a defensive option, right? Like, I think SCR felt very obligated to roll. Streaks absolutely knew it, like a shark smelling blood.
And that's the kind of thing, man. In the early stages of that first game, SCR was kind of just all over you, man.
It was all SCR.
But then Streaks just grew into it a lot more. Started realizing how SCR was kind of playing a lot on the ground in that middle range, right? And based on that, he was getting a lot of dash attacks. He was getting a lot of dash attacks against SCR just then.
Yeah.
And again, that just kind of comes with the way that SCR was landing from an aerial. It comes from the way that he would roll back at times and do dashes. Streaks was just kind of on him from there.
Yeah, I feel like this this game one was played noticeably slower than the last two sets we've seen. A lot more meticulous, a lot more mind games. I feel like
Very
you can definitely see like
very careful.
you know SDR doing kind of short empty hops while Streaks is shielding the platform, trying to get him to drop it. Streaks kind of jumping all around SDR's shield and all this stuff. And here we go, game two. Our first time seeing Yoshi's in the top 8. I love this stage, man. I actually
Really,
it's
really
weird.
good
The
stage.
music is so upbeat, but it's like it totally works for a fight. I could totally throw down to this song. So
I mean, these guys are definitely doing that so far.
Wow, max range. That was absolute max range spacing that SCR had on the dash attack there, and Streaks was still able to punish with a forward out of shield. It looks like forward air out of shield is actually a really good out of shield option for Wolf in this matchup, because a lot of Palutena's you know, grounded options and moves like forward air, they have like quite a lot of decent kind of forward range, and you're going to want to try and punish out of shield at like a 45-degree angle.
There's a back throw here from Streaks. Again, how is he going to get back onto stage? SDR able to do it, gets the down throw into
Very
the
unsafe
back end.
nair on shield there from Streaks, and he gets rightfully punished for it.
Love that use of up air from SDR7. Really, really good option for Palutena when your opponent's on the platform as well, just because of the aerial drift alongside it as well. It's really good stuff. Oh, okay. Hits him with that reverse back air. Just straight up challenging the way that SCR7 was approaching. Of course, when you're against the Palutena, you're going to have a lot of them empty hopping in your face.
Yeah.
So...
Oh, he wanted to try and... That's what you get for trying to two-frame me. Don't you ever try and two-frame me again. I will hit you with my one recovery move and do about 20% in one hit.
Much.
That's what SCR took
It's a
for
heavy
it.
move.
You can see Streaks, this is the complete opposite of the last game. Streaks actually speeding up with the lead. Now he's
Look at these
very
nairs,
content to
man.
just jump around an SCR shield with these fade-back nairs. And like I say, Palutena's out of shield options, actually not that great, especially if you're going to cross her up.
Okay.
Which
Streaks is definitely...
Oh.
Okay, yeah, so you can see Streaks is really, really capitalizing on SCR7's kind of spot dodge abilities here.
And it's got...
Okay.
Oh, the footstool? It's got to be said that with Palutena struggling to punish cross-ups on shield as much as she does, Wolf is a character who can cross you up very consistently.
Up throw? I thought up throw was just going to be the one, I'm not going to lie. There you go, we see the reflector coming into play against that nair,
Oh,
the
but
lingering
this
hitbox.
might be a 3-stock right here. I don't know if I've seen SCR get 3-stock this
There's the-
game,
there's
and
the
we're
stop.
not going to see it right
We're not
here
gonna
as
see it just
SCR
yet.
fights his way back in with an explosive flame there. But still, just a hell of a comeback for SCR to make. His win condition right now is a neutral air.
And this is
Or
the
an
thing,
up air.
I feel
Oh.
like when you're against Wolf, you can always make the comeback, especially when you're Palutena. His recovery is very, very susceptible. He gets comboed quite hard. So this is absolutely not over, even with this massive deficit that we see.
I gotta say, Streaks, yeah, Streaks has really not been very laser heavy at all. I mean, maybe he potentially fears the Palutena Reflector, but we saw in the Aperture versus Zone set, forcing your opponent to reflect can be a very good thing. But I guess it's also the matter that, oh wow,
There
the
you go.
back air gonna eat his jump out of shield. I guess there's also the fact that, you know, Wolf doesn't have the same kind of burst range that Inkling does.
Yeah.
So he might be a little bit scared of that Reflector.
The thing is with
so.
the thing is with laser in this matchup in particular, it is a big commitment because it's quite a slow projectile.
Yeah.
When you've got auto reticle and explosive flame, it's just not a trade that you want to do just because of the position it puts you in. So you're not going to see too much laser from Streaks in this. Rather, you're going to see a lot of kind of oppression with things like your nair on shield and stuff like that. A lot of bait and punish from Streaks, and you've been able to see that he's slowly been able to very much get onto SCR7's kind of habits. So SCR7 doing a lot of things like spot dodge, landing and doing spot dodge and stuff like that. And Streaks is just straight up calling it out, and he's
Yeah.
getting a lot off it as well. Very, very solid game two there. And SCR7 needs to adapt quick.
I feel like as opposed to the Zone set we saw just a minute ago, SCR's juggling has actually been a little bit less on point. Granted, Wolf has a bit of an easier time landing than Inkling because he has
Yep.
that lingering there. But, you know, Wolf's disadvantage is still pretty rough in general, and I think SCR needs to take a bit more advantage of that, rather than relying on the neutral wins and the jump reads like I think he has been so far.
I like the choice of Stadium again. I think he needs the space. I think he needs the space a little bit, to be honest,
Yeah.
which is silly because obviously
Oh.
you're playing against Laser. Why do you need the space? But I feel like SCR almost just got suffocated out on Yoshi's a little bit too much.
Yeah, so you saw Streaks get the double forward air and neutral there earlier, and SCR actually air dodged to the ground and got punished for it. Nothing true after that second forward air, so really there's no reason not to just jump, as long as you're confident that you can land safely. But I don't think SCR is sweating that too much right now because he's actually dominating this game. Oh, doesn't quite get the edge guard on Streaks, and Streaks looking to try and counter edge guard him. There's a lot of madness going on this ledge right now.
I could just look at the amount of aggression that SCR7 is playing with right now. He's like absolutely just dashing up and throwing out buttons right now.
Yeah, oh, I like that. He actually Planted.
Oh, yeah,
again!
hate to see it happen.
That's, man, we talk about how Wolf has a susceptible recovery, and he does, but that's the risk you run if you try and edge guard him. Sometimes that can just happen. It's so unfortunate. He ate like 20% for trying to two-frame him last game, and this time he dies for trying to edge guard him. Wolf is just like, he's never truly in disadvantage, right? He is in disadvantage, but he's not really. Even at like landing at early percents, he could land with a weak net and like true combo into a grab or something.
And just like, look at the shift in momentum in this matchup. Even oh, there's the forward, and that's finally going to do it. Okay, SCR taking a while to take that stock, 170% on the board. I think that just goes to show how good Streaks really is in that kind of disadvantaged state.
Yeah, and it's got to be said, as far as mentality and mindset goes, both these players are cool as cucumbers. They do not crack under pressure whatsoever. They're not particularly likely to tilt. But that first stock, the way that went down for SCR, you got to think if anything's going to tilt a guy who is as reserved as SCR, that might just be it. Gets his jump read by Streaks at the back air, but he doesn't quite connect. He is in a rough spot right now. Streaks is all over him.
He reads the landing and the forward smash taking it. These nairs are putting in so much work, Fudge, man. And this is the thing, like, SCR7's finding it difficult to deal with because he's always in shield and he's getting crossed up every single time.
Wow. He's just reading every option and punishing him for it. The neutral to cover the roll in.
Beautiful dash dance in there again to cover that landing.
Another
this is
net, reach the jump out of his
convincing.
Look at this!
Stefan!
Oh, the
no! L's!
That is advantage state 101.
No L's!
Wow. Is that 3-1 for Streaks already?
That was 3-0 to Streaks.
That was 3-0.
That was 3-0 to the best player, one of the best players in the UK. What a statement
for
to
real.
put yourself forward for in this top 8. I'm in losers right now, but do you not know my name? No L's.
No L's.
What a commanding set from Streaks. And even then, you thought he was on the back foot. I thought he was on the back foot in that third game. And then he just turned it up like he always does, man.
You know those that series of books like Something for Dummies? If we can reach out to Streaks and get Advantage State for Dummies published, I would love that.
I mean, you can watch the video right there, man, because that was textbook
we
stuff.
We have the book in video form. It's that clip right there. Crazy.
Insane stuff there.
Commiserations to SCR7, who still made top 8, regardless. Very respectable 7th place at a top-heavy event such as this, but that is the North's last representation at this tournament. Unfortunately,
Aperture counts as North at this point. It's fine.
I mean, it's going to happen, right? They've got so many chances to redeem themselves in the coming weeks.
Yes, sir.
These events happen sometimes, but right now, it's looking like the London regional that we kind of expected in the first place before the Northern players started signing up.
Absolutely.
Nothing but Southerners. We got the straw hats. We got the barley coming out of our mouths.
And this is the kind of thing, man. Like, when it comes to the players that came from the North, 2 of the best came down.
I'm going to go ahead and move the wall.
Okay, that's all right. 2 of the best came down, man. SCR7, SBF, 7th and 9th place, respectively. A bit of an underperformance. I'm sure they're fully aware of that. But regardless, that's just kind of how the cookie crumbles sometimes, man.
You ready for my joke for this set, Dev? So last set was a battle between 2 of the UK's deadliest. This set is a battle between 2 of the UK's dadliest. These are 2 of the dadliest players in the scene. I mean, Crispy he's basically my dad. He's your dad. He's everyone's dad. The thing about Crispy is he usually plays like my dad as well, right? Very calm, just laid back, not really willing to commit, just kind of take it a bit too easy. Yesterday, he was not playing like anyone's dad.
No.
He was playing like my uncle. Both hands on the wheel, 100 miles an hour. If you see him, please,
why do all of your family play Smash? I don't
please let me know. He is a menace to society.
What's going on?
Dion, on the other hand, Dion's such a lovely guy. He was giving me like some life advice yesterday, and I was like, man, you don't even know me, but you're going out of my way to
I respect it, man.
Give me the dadly wisdom, you know?
Look at this meat. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Here he is.
Is this Winnie the Pooh?
New DLC.
Yeah. Challenger Pack 4, Winnie the Pooh with 100 Acre Wood stage. I'll be down for the music.
Now this match, I feel like this match is going to be very, very, very kind of patient from both players.
Do you remember this set has happened before at DBZ?
Right. How was it?
Okay, here's how it went. Dion shot him.
Yep.
A lot.
Yep.
Crispy took a lot of damage.
Yeah, as he
got
does.
in and hit him a few times, and then he eventually won the set. by punishing one of Dion's projectile shots and dimensional caping behind him and winning the game.
Crispy presses the B button a lot.
Yeah, he
loves the B
his own
button.
dimension.
Like a lot of people press the A button for their normals, but Crispy, well,
Oh yeah.
Here we are.
The dimensional cape is like his calling card. The interplanetary garment.
oh my days, flexing on him. That was a lovely parry. Decent punish from it as well.
The thing about Meta Knight is his approach is so linear, right? He can only really come at you in a straight line or at a 45-degree angle. If he's coming at you with a 45-degree angle, he's already used one of his jumps. And it's not like Mii Gunner doesn't have projectiles to cover either of those angles. And obviously with the loss of being able to run through shields in this game, Meta Knight has a lot less mix-ups on the ground.
Yeah.
So he really has to rely on basically punishing Dion's projectiles with dimensional cape, because that's the only way he gets in long distances
he rolls
without
in.
getting hit. But Dion rolls in.
Baby, what is you doing?
And after what felt like a whole stock of Crispy just getting hit, he just kind of shakes that stock off like it's not a problem.
Oh,
and
okay,
here's
he's trying to
another
go
thing.
low.
Yeah, the edge guards is another thing where Crispy is going to have to absolutely take the most of what he can, because the Mii Gunner has a very, very susceptible recovery.
You'll see Dion do it quite a lot, where he kind of throws out the projectiles to almost protect himself whilst he is recovering. But yeah, this is one of the things, man. Meta Knight can just do so much damage when you're off stage. So many amazing aerials.
Man, look at Crispy's advantage state. His advantage in his he was laddering people like it was Smash 4 yesterday. I couldn't believe some of the stuff I was saying. This ain't my dad. My dad can't do this. There we go. Gets the back air on the air dodge, and he's just juggling him. I mean, sure, Crispy's getting hit a lot, but he's not really getting knocked away. He's just taking a bit of damage. He doesn't really care. Look, he could just break the zone with dash attack. And smashes a projectile.
It looked like cricket. Just throw him a low ball, and that was it.
I feel like Crispy's mad good at cricket.
Most dads are, right?
Yeah, it's that thing.
Tries to read the roll in with the up smash.
Oh, he can actually just hit him back.
Oh, stop it.
Oh,
stop it.
Oh, parry God.
Looking very, very convincing for Crispy so far. Dion just not able to get like a big hit.
It's really not.
I suppose that's the thing with Mii Gunner though, you're almost not really going to get that big hit. It's just a lot of chip damage. That's going to be the stop.
He gives him with the side B, I like it.
You weren't ready.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That is a trick that Crispy does quite a lot. He'll follow you out off stage while you're off stage, and then he'll kind of like trace your recovery with the side B, hoping to drive you into the wall. It's a really awkward move to tech. Even if you even get an opportunity to tech, sometimes it might just leave you in the air with no jump and nothing but your recovery left.
There's the dash attack, gets the up airs off it. I don't think he's going to get the full string.
Oh, this is...
Oh,
rough.
look at the mix-ups on the way he lands. Good dash attack there from Dion to finally take that stock. There's the Crispy forward smash. Lovely stock. That's why Crispy uses forward smash like every other character uses tilts. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he really does. And his forward tilt is basically his jab. He lands right in front of him. A good DI out of the up throw.
And this is the kind of difficult thing about this matchup for Mii Gunner, man. You're just getting a lot of chip, but when Meta Knight gets in, it's almost just made equal.
I gotta say, I'm actually loving, because this whole, woo, the drag down back hit, the down smash, rapid jabs the projectile.
He is not a fan of any of these projectiles.
Recognizes that his shield is low and goes in with a dimensional cape, because if Dion guarded that, he probably would have gotten his shield broken. And again, it should be reiterated, the last time these guys played, it was a very, very close set, but Crispy did pull out the win with one of those dimensional capes.
Lots of projectiles again from Dion here, but slowly building up a wall, and the dimensional cape just going straight past the wall itself.
Dion's got to be really wary, if not technically over-committing to these projectiles, because he is almost
there's the tornado is going to do it.
He is almost always at a range where Crispy can dimensional cape him if he's at a range where he's trying to hit him with his projectiles. He doesn't have anything long range like an Aura Sphere or a Shadow Ball.
Yep. That was pretty convincing from Crispy.
Yeah.
That was very convincing from Crispy.
I think a pretty dramatic stage change is in order. Maybe something, honestly, sounds crazy. I was going to say something with a bit less space, maybe Smashville, so that he can kind of suffocate Crispy a little bit more.
Sure.
But Town of City, I also dig it. There's so many ways to approach a matchup like this, where it's fundamentally the character who does approach, the character who doesn't approach.
But this is the thing, because when you're on a stage like this, like in this matchup, neither of these guys were really approaching for a lot of the time.
No, it's
so
like...
when you give yourself this amount of space, you just gotta hope Crispy gets bored. Just get bored a little bit, that's fine.
Oh, wow.
Right now, he's opening up with the
Dion, though.
quickness, though.
Yeah, grabs
Jeez.
him out the air dodge. I really like it. Now he's shooting the gun. He's off stage. Oh, Crispy's hitbox actually makes that projectile his own, and it hits Dion. But he kind of just jumps right into
What?
that one. And
This
now
has
Dion's
been-
trying to cover the high recovery. Drag down forward air into the grab. I like it. The up air, the up air, the up air, the up air, the up air.
Just keep saying it'll happen. This has been a complete blockbuster so far from Dion. He's absolutely just turned it up from that first game, to say the least.
Absolutely.
Did you see? Okay, so Dion put the grenade behind him, expecting the dimensional cave, so he was protected from that. Oh,
That
okay, but
was
I mean,
an
I
early
guess.
stock. You're right, like, Dion's got all these kind of intense mind games going on. Obviously, Crispy's got to think very hard about how he approaches and how he gets into this kind of Toho-style minefield.
Yeah.
But quite a lot of the time, he's just like, oh, his arm is out, he's shooting something. Let me
get him.
Nothing personal, kid. Walk behind him, hit him with the sword. And actually, Crispy's got the lead yet again.
Throw in to
Up
try to
throw.
get the up air.
Dion's not getting a lot of these up throw up airs. I'm not sure if it's true at like the low percents.
I think it might just be based on Meta Knight's weight as well. to be
Yeah,
fair.
I think so too. Because you can see, even with the lingering hits, Crispy's air dodging and then DIing away from the rest of the lingering hits. Oh, I like the little mind game there. Maybe I'll come in, maybe I won't.
Oh,
He comes
my
in that
days,
time.
yeah.
It's a big hit.
Oh, wait a
Not
sec.
so sure about that
I think
one.
he's going to take... Yeah, he took quite a bit of percent for that as well. He's on 64 for what was quite an interesting
unfortunate.
upbeat.
Oh, I like the spacing on that forward air. That was beautiful.
Yeah, tries to
But
read the
again,
air dodge.
Crispy's DI in his up throws has been immaculate. He's been able to DI and air dodge away from these lingering hits to the up air every single time.
Very, very tense game between these two guys at the
Really
moment.
back and
And
forth.
there's the up air. Oh, the up
unfortunately-
air doesn't actually
he
get
doesn't.
him.
He definitely could have got an F smash punish there and
Yeah.
taken that stock. The
There's-
shuttle loop not connecting fully for Crispy. That was unfortunate.
It's unfortunate for sure. There's the dash attack.
Whoa!
I
Did
thought that was
he-
a dash attack, but he blew up with the grenade and went for a grab instead.
Yeah, it looked like he dash attack cancelled grab there, but I'm not even sure if that's a thing in Ultimate. Oh, goes to Dimensional Kate again. Dion flubs the punish. I think a back throw could have done it for him there. These guys they are missing a lot of stuff that they can seal that. Seal these
Oh,
stocks.
lovely back air there. I don't even know if Dion actually dropped shield. I think that just hit him right at the top, and the shield was a little bit too low. Forward smash is going to do it.
Splat.
Equal game.
Yeah, even game here indeed. I love Crispy using his F smash and his F tilt to knock these projectiles back. Look, he doesn't want to be forced to shield it because he knows how much shield pressure Migana can put on how as quickly as he can. So
Lovely
he just
use.
kind of wants to hit him.
Yep.
Up air, down tilt, dash attack, advantage. I love
Wow,
Crispy's
he's
advantage
really
state in
just-
this set.
He's following him so far off a lot of time. Guess that.
Unsafe
Control.
dash attack.
Wow, point blank missile. Yeah, Dion playing this a lot more meticulously now. He doesn't want to overexert at all. That
Might
dash
be hit
attack
Crispy.
gets
The edge guard,
punished.
he's got to be careful about recovering high. Crispy has been recovering high. He's covering his high
Oh,
recoveries.
no way. That's just
Wow.
going to do it. Jeez.
I mean, Migana has so few like mix-ups off stage that it's not really scary for Crispy to commit to that tornado.
This is very
At
true.
worst, he's going to edge guard. He's going to air dodge, sorry. And Crispy's going to get back on stage for relatively free. Hey,
Yes.
300 battles.
300 battles. Yes. I'm so happy. Probably saying bounce for Chris. Probably going to be banning your things like Kalos. Probably
Yeah.
going to ban Lilat as well. I don't think he's too big a fan of that.
Are both losers top 8 sets going to be 3-0s here?
I mean, it's looking like it so far. Chris looking
Entirely
very, very
possible.
comfortable in this matchup.
I wonder who the winner of this plays, because I'm thinking if Streaks won his set.
So
I wonder
Streaks will be playing
I wonder
against...
if he gets the run back against Ramboss.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
I feel like they're on different sides of the bracket because they played in winners' quarters. So I think
They could be.
I think Streaks will be going against Zone, and then the winner of this will be going against Ramboss, I believe.
Find
Is that how
out.
tournaments work? How do tournaments work?
How do they work?
I don't know how
What are we
tournaments
doing here?
Game 3, we're going on to Battlefield.
Battlefield. This is a field. Battles happen here.
So
This is just another one of them.
I like the choice here from Dion because it's just, again, giving himself those platforms that he can play around with a lot. Not necessarily to do the movement on the platforms, but just giving himself a little bit of a roof so he can a little bit of camping under them as well if he needs to. But I feel like Crispy benefits from this stage pretty well as well. This is a pretty decent neutral stage for Meta Knight.
Yeah, I gotta say, man, like, Migana has like no answer to platform pressure, right? If he's in shield and Crispy's just like poking away his shield with up air or up smash or something, Migano just kind of has to jump away, really, and like drop bombs behind him. That kind of the tail of the tape, really, is that Meta Knight's advantage state on Migano, both in terms of juggling and edge guarding, is crazy. Or he wanted an air dodge back into the ground towards him so he could get the F smash.
Yeah,
But,
and this is the thing, when it comes to Meta Knight forward smash as well, it's not a massive commitment, to be honest. The
No,
end
it's
lag
really
of it
not.
is very, very minimal. So you can absolutely throw it out for that kind
Ooh,
of...
tries to run back to cover that roll in with the F smash there.
Okay, takes a
see-
hefty bit of percent for
Yeah,
missing the hit of the grenade there.
You can see him trying to down tilt that projectile back, but his hurt box shifted slightly beneath it and he missed it. He took quite a lot of damage for just missing something as simple as hitting a projectile back, and now he's stuck at the ledge.
There was
Dion
a really good
jabbing.
choice. It was a really, really good choice there for Crispy. He didn't want to get back onto the platform because Dion was lurking right there. He just air dodges back to the ledge, keeps himself in a decent position. Oh no!
Oh, the side B.
This could be it. Tornado?
Wow.
Oh, he misses the
Goes for
tornado
it.
and he gets punished for it as well.
That's a strong up tilt that Migano's got there. Oh, I love it. Force him to shield these
Up throw.
projectiles. Just grab him right out of the shield. Now Crispy's got to land. Oh, he tries to land and immediately down smash, but it clanks with one of Dion's hitboxes, and it does feel like Dion has real stage control right now.
And you
Crispy's
can kind of
struggling.
And you can kind of see the reason why Dion's picked the stage a little bit more there. When it came to that up throw, rather than actually chasing in the air, he was almost just controlling the way he landed on the platform with the grenades instead. It was a good
Absolutely.
choice.
Plants the projectiles on the platforms and make his landing a bit harder.
Exactly.
Dion's basically... Oh, nice nair by the Crispy
him
there.
with a Beyblade.
Dion's basically playing Space Invaders. Every time he up throws Crispy,
Pretty much. Chris has been avoiding it for the most part, to be fair. So. It's a
hey,
missile.
Crispy jumping over these projectiles. He finds his way in. Oh, see, I like that. Dion making his landing on the platform safe by putting a projectile next to him, just holding shield. Crispy couldn't go out there to try and put some pressure on him.
Gets the DK. Is he going to be able to get any kind of follow-up? If it doesn't get the dash attack from drag down forward there. But Chris has now got him off stage. Goes for a big...
That projectile actually saved him. I'm not sure if he would have had enough airspeed to
Big
side beat
side
back
beat.
to the ledge after that. Unfortunate for Crispy, but he's...
The way he was
comes out
tilted
okay.
it, he should have been able to get back. But hopefully, for Chris, it kind of just shows him what Dion's capable of. He knows that he's got that in his pocket. Really, really good recovery there from Dion. Absolutely amazing stuff. The max range, so he didn't get snuffed out by
Love
that tornado.
cross up with the projectile there. Just putting the projectile behind his shield and then punishing him when he dropped it. Look at that. He's
Lovely
making his
choice.
landing safe with the projectiles. I really like what Dion's doing here.
That's kind of Dion's bread and butter, man. He's been doing that since day one. He's really just using that kind of grenade move a lot to make sure that his landings are good. Again, it forces shield, it forces an attack on the grenade, just so he can land a little bit safer on stage.
Oh, puts it on the platform and then it rolls off right to where Crispy was. Crispy had to roll. Could have covered it.
Again,
Look
very
how much
much.
trouble Crispy's having getting in all of a sudden. This
Again,
feels
it's-
like the most effective zoning that Dion has done so far.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. And again, it's funny, you mentioned in the SCI 7 and Street sets how it was like almost a game of cat and mouse, and it's really panning out in this set. Well, in this game in particular, reads the roll with that down smash. Zero commitment there for Crispy because he was still invincible, and he gets the biggest benefit that he could off it.
I gotta say, it really does feel like Dion just can't keep a lead in this set. Every single time he's set himself ahead just a tiny bit, Crispy always answered back. You can see him jump over the projectile and look for a tomahawk grab there. Unfortunately, I think he was looking for a dash attack, accidentally missed inputs rapid jab, but he's got it off for an edge guard, took his jump with that nair.
Oh yeah, lands on the platform as well, so Dion can't really do too much, even if he did tech it.
Ouch. Forward air covering his jump, gonna run up and shield, grab his shield.
Look at this damage! Oh,
Wow.
he nearly just took the stock straight up.
Oh, he tried to cover a landing hard.
I genuinely thought that was forward smash. Those animations look very, very similar, but Chris
Yeah.
is a lot smarter than I am in that.
They do. Gets a grab. Oh, not the best DI
The air
from Dion
dodge.
there.
That could be
Actually,
in the
air dodge on
OB.
platform, and that
And
could have
not-
spelled his death.
He's not stolen just yet.
Didn't love the disadvantage play there from Dion.
Now this is a very, very even game. Both players so close to taking this game 3.
Oh, I love the
Who's
mix-up.
gonna do it?
Oh,
it's
the
smash!
F-smash!
He
Wow.
does it. He
Excellent
just
job to Crispy.
does it.
Seals at the stock 3-0. He really just kind of jumped all around the projectiles, all around his defensive options, right? Kind of made Dion feel like he had to jump out the shield and back air and F-smashed him as he drifted into him. I loved the way that Crispy played that matchup. He took every single instant of an advantage state he had as far as he possibly could have. That was a really on-point play from Crispy there. I love that. All right, it looks like you were correct about the bracket. We have Streaks and Zone coming back up onto the stage.
This is the Meltdown Classic.
This is the Meltdown
This is the
Classic,
Meltdown
yeah.
Finals Classic, man.
These guys were grand finals of Red Bull Frontrunners just the other day, I believe, with Streaks generally coming out on top, but it's definitely not impossible for Zone to pull out the win. So we have another Palutena Wolf set here. Zone now the lone Palutena left in the bracket. And we're going to see if Streaks can slay his second consecutive Palutena.
And this is the thing, I don't know the complete set record between these two, but for sure, like,
A lot.
I mean, Streaks wins a lot of the London locals, and the man that usually is up there as well is Zone.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. We might see the kind of carbon copy of previous iterations of finals, but however, we might see your man Fire Rat straight up take the set. Who knows?
Fire Rat and Stefan, no L's.
No L's. Stay tuned. Fire Rat. Anything else?
Smash.
Yep.
Ultimate.
Let's go with that.
I think like the biggest difference. See the Ramboss reaching for the flag.
That's
I
all.
mean, hey man, it can still be yours. It can absolutely still be yours,
one
provided
on
he
the far
slays
left.
the White Knight in the next match. But first up, this set is an interesting one. Like I say, I think the big difference that I noticed between Zone's Palutena and SCR7's Palutena was Zone's juggling was quite notably more on point, I think, than SCR7's. Whereas SCR7 had kind of had the edge guards on lock a little bit more. The edge guards are going to be important here against Wolf, but with Zone seeming like a player who is a bit less likely to go for the edge guards, he might fall victim to those kind of those cheesy things like the Wolf side B clanking through his down tilt and spiking him when he tries to edge guard him a little bit less.
And I feel like the matchup is going to play very, very similar to the one that we saw between SCR and Streaks a little bit earlier. But we'll say when it comes to Zone, hopefully he was taking a few notes. Hopefully he was taking a few notes of what he could kind of implement into his game based on how Steph is playing today. We'll see. Game 1 on Smashville.
Let's see
like
if
the
Streaks,
choice.
I'm interested if Streaks can employ that forward air on shield to the same degree that he did last time as well. It was really working out for him quite a lot when Palutena put like a short up forward air or a forward tilt on a shield. Really worked out quite well, and obviously combos into itself at early percents. But Palutena's got no shortage of moves that combo into themselves at early percents, and that's exactly what he's looking for here in the early goings. Up air, oh, does air dodge, but doesn't quite get the punish for it. To grab on the landing. Oh, yeah, you can see he didn't want to commit. He wanted to see what Streaks would do out of the down throw. But he jumped and landed safely. Streaks recognizing that he'd put a lot of damage onto Zone's shield there, so just going for a kind of Hail Mary F-smash, because it's not like Zone could afford to block it there.
Oh, Slash
wow.
scoops him up.
Size
Scoops him up and takes the stock. And that's the kind of thing with up smash at the ledge. Super, super good option for Wolf because it does have that scooping option. Oh, that up smash though from Zone was so close to taking that stock.
So you said you liked this stage pick, Boneless. What made you say that?
So, I mean, for Zone in particular, I think you saw it a little bit there. Obviously, when it comes to sharking, you've got that one area that Wolf can land on the platform. And if he lands there, then Palu gets up airs, like straight up. Sure. And for Wolf in particular, I mean, the stage is okay in that you can extend your forward air combos a little bit, but you've just got a majority flat plane, which you can obviously help with lasers and stuff like that as well. But you're not going to see too many lasers. I see a lot of Wolves go to the stage, though. They do like this stage. Again, mainly because of that middle platform that they can utilize.
Totally agree to that. We saw a couple of beautiful instances of Zone's patience in a couple little micro interactions there. He just took that first stock, waiting for Streaks' air dodge, waiting for Streaks to choose what angle he's going to recover at, punishing it accordingly, and he's got himself back into this game after losing the first stock. Only a 30% differential. Zone still looking for like a forward air, maybe into another forward air or a neutral air or something. Or crosses up on shield with a forward air, and Streaks wasn't ready to punish it, but he's looking for a down smash. What a timely spot dodge, just barely keeping his stock intact there with Zone.
Zone going for a back throw, should I say, sorry, instead of a down throw. Again, just wants to keep Wolf off stage, do a little bit to him when he's trying to recover, rather than actually just extend the combos and get a little bit more percent. Because that'll just come.
From Zone. Back air on shield, particularly safe.
Oh, and there's a down smash again. That move is such a potent option for Wolf at the ledge. There's the back air. Yeah, he has to tech that, or it was curtains on that stock as well.
Excellent tech there from Zone. The wind box from S-Smash actually coming through a little bit, making Streaks whiff for this initial punish. And he doesn't need much to even it up.
You saw the amount of respect that Streaks had for Zone in terms of the way that he interacted with that first down throw. Actually went for an empty hop into down there because he knew Zone was be able to DI it properly and shield straight away, so he couldn't get that dash attack. Really good stuff from both players.
Oh, no, unfortunate. I think he probably wanted to either turn around grab or maybe do another input to try and punish Streaks' landing. But he doesn't get it, and Streaks is continuing to further his lead. But he's not really done much damage to Zone after taking that first stock at all. It's been a while. And there you go. Zone takes the lead. Well, he takes the stock at the very least and evens things back up again. Just warp into the platform to make himself safe, try and wait out Streaks' vulnerability when he comes down from the Angel platform. Hey, really cagey game here, very close. Streaks has not touched Zone in a while. Zone has been in control.
There's the nair.
I love the way.
But he hasn't used his jump. He's able to get back on. Tries to read the way that Zone gets back onto Sage, but Zone wisely using the Enigmatic Flame to land.
Oh, I like that. He tried to use the jab to cover Streaks' neutral get up, but just didn't do the input for the continuous jab. Only the jab one. Could have died there, honestly. Scary stuff. Oh, I like that. Space down air on shield.
Yeah, Zone really likes down air, man. He's a really good proponent of it, man. For sure. He uses it a lot. And you can see the way that Zone's trying to use that platform on Smashville a little bit more, just throwing out those back airs, spaced on the platform, spaced on the drop down as well.
Oh, unsafely spaced back air on shield there from Streaks. Good pay for it, goes to the down tilt 2 frame. Oh, covers the jump beautifully with the back air. Scary stuff for Streaks, he's stuck at disadvantage. Oh, you can see again the forward air is another answer to the forward tilt. He's not quite there yet to the back air. Trying to recover with the 2 frame down smash. He's going to swallow that stock whole.
Straight up just hitting under the ledge. Again, Palu's recovery, one of the most susceptible teleport recoveries in the game.
Yeah,
so down smash can definitely do a lot of work on him.
If you're Palutena and you're recovering against Wolf, you just got to be so scared every time because like you can change up your angle and mix up your timing as much as you want, but it's just such an easy thing to go for and do, you know? Especially with the extended time on charging smash stacks now. If a Palutena wants to go really low and like wait out their time off stage as long as possible, that's fine.
Absolutely.
That ain't no problem. I can wait. I've got all the time in the world.
So these two actually were playing quite a lot this morning as well, actually. So Zone was just helping Streaks for the SCR7 matchup, I would assume.
Yeah, these guys are friends.
These guys are obviously very, very close. They play against each other a lot, to say the least. So they know each other's habits, they know each other's tricks. And at this point, they probably know what stages they're going to go on as well. Yeah. But Zone was very, very much thinking about what to do there. He's chosen Town and City, a lot of space here for him to throw out projectiles and stuff like that. And more importantly, a lot of space for him to run away if he needs to from Wolf's pressure.
It's really got to be said that it feels like, you know, with SBF and SCR7 both out the tournament, this is Streaks' losers run, right? Like someone's going to have to stop him. He's the big shark on everyone's radar right now. Town and City here, pretty interesting. Another forward air has been doing so much work for Streaks, really. Like he's been using it as an out of shield option, as a combo extender, as a combo starter.
It's just such a good poking tool, man, because you do get a lot off it if you do hit it, but it's just a really good option on shield as well. Lovely use of up B there from Zone, just mixing up the way he gets onto ledge and actually doing it a little bit just above it so he avoids the down smash and gets back to ledge safely.
Yeah. Streaks got a little bit overzealous trying to cover Zone's jumps and his aerial drift on those platforms, and he paid for it. But he does still have center stage. I like what Zone's doing there with the explosive flame. He's, beautiful tomahawk grab as well. Generally, he's like landed and then explosive flame right in front of him to make his landing a bit safer. Yeah. Especially because Wolf doesn't have any aerials in front of him that kill, right? Like when he's facing forward, so it's pretty safe to just throw the explosive flame. Down smash is crazy, but it's not going through flames, so. Oh, beautiful mix-up. I love it.
Oh,
Streaks
my God. He's just stood there, bro. That's too much. That's too much for me.
I believe we call that
dead in the eye.
Waiting.
Oh, and another scoop him up with the up smash and taking that stock. And this is the thing. Both these players are playing this neutral so carefully, but when they get that hit, they need to take it as far as they can. They've been doing it well so far.
Oh, never seen that as a misinput.
Yeah, that particular range, it wasn't too much of a commitment from Zone to throw that out, to be fair. Gets the drop down fair. A lot of shield pressure here from Streaks.
This Nair, now all of a sudden, now he's switched. He's gone from forward air mode to neutral air mode. This Nair is just doing mad work for him in neutral here.
This could be the stock here. Down smash, not going to take it, yeah. Perfect angle there from Zone.
This is looking rough as Zone, man. What do you think he needs to do to get himself back into this game? What do you think he's doing wrong at the moment?
It's difficult to really say what Zone's doing wrong. I feel like Streaks is just playing so on point that when he's at the ledge, he's just struggling to get back on the stage. Okay, a very aggressive option. Reads it as well.
I love the weight as well,
so
but it's just
lucky.
so unfortunate. I think, as strange as that may sound, I actually think perhaps Zone is paying Streaks a bit too much respect. It just feels like he's been on the back foot the whole time, and he just needs to get in and start pushing more buttons, right? Work your way in with an air or something.
This is it,
Perhaps not at these kill percents, but certainly in the low percent interactions. Wow, I
What
could
a
not
strange
tell
one.
who died there.
I
thought
genuinely
maybe
thought,
Streaks'
yeah,
down air
I
is it.
saw the down air, but there's a forward tilt. Speaking of, and then, again, this is a full stock lead
Yep.
for Streaks. He's at the ledge. He needs to get off. Okay, aggressive option, not paying off this time.
Look, you can see, I feel
Yeah.
like Zone is scared. He's kind of spot dodging in unnecessary
waiting.
situations. He's just jumping a lot. He's not pushing enough buttons.
Forward air. Hold up. Okay,
it.
never mind.
It's the grab.
Yeah, but Streaks is just doing a lot of waiting for shield to drop, waiting for spot dodge. He's
Ooh.
getting a lot off it, man.
Down tilt into dash tag. Trying to pivot grab that landing. Oh, he's trying it again. He's really trying to bait Streaks in here. Come to the corner, let me grab you, let me get you off stage, set up an edge guard. Streaks
Although-
not giving it to him. Forward air is a back air. And the down smash.
Down smash again, just catching. That's what happens.
His success rate.
That Wolf has
been
got big hands.
very
He just
high.
straight up takes it out, hits straight on the
Yeah,
ledge.
those aren't claws, those are hands.
Those are paws.
Sure, that's the more dangerous version.
Yeah, those are adorable paws. They have massive claws.
So Zone down 2-0. I'm not sure if we're gonna. I mean, I haven't seen.
I don't
the
feel
Pokemon-
like the stage was the problem.
No.
I don't feel like the stage. I
And I
think
don't even feel like it's the character. I really feel like Zone just needs to really kind of dig deep and look at the adjustments he needs to make to his gameplay. It just feels like Streaks has him scared. He really does have him scared.
like I mean, he's going to FD Stadium. Interestingly,
It is very interesting.
So this is the thing, because I felt like the platforms weren't really doing much for either player, to be honest.
No, I can
if
see that.
anything, it was helping out Streaks a little bit because he could just apply shield pressure and do a lot of drop down stuff. But even then, like, I feel like this flat plane is probably going to help both of these players more than anything else. But this version of FD, quite small as well.
Yeah, it's weird because for all intents and purposes, the platform should help Palutena out more, but I mean, it's the same thing as we saw in the Aperture set, right? He's just not really getting any of his combos off. He's getting like straight hits here and there. Right, that could have true comboed into another up air for more damage, whereas the neutral air isn't going to set up into any more combos. If he doesn't have him off stage, what's the ledge trap? I'm not sure about it, man.
Rolls away, again, just trying to run away and just get a little bit of space away from Streaks. Lovely grab there from
Wow.
Zone, calls out. Streaks just shielded in his face.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful coverage on the jump from the ledge there. Tries to two-frame it, but Streaks actually goes a bit higher than it looks like he anticipated. Gets the forward air to catch the jump. He's catching jumps like crazy right now.
Down tilt, not going
quite.
to connect.
Oh,
Another grab again.
Oh, he waited again, but the wind box might set something up for him. No, not quite. Tries to read the jump for the third time in a row, but Streaks is wise to it.
Back throw's going to do it. Solid stock
All
here
right.
for Zone. Something's changed.
Yeah.
Something's changed here. I feel like Streaks is almost just not getting opportunities to get in right now. Like, he's got a couple of straight hits here and there, but Zone has just
Ooh.
done such a good job of keeping him out.
Zone's empty hops are ace right now. They're actually really, really helping him out. He's just more than willing to empty hop around Streaks' shield. We saw SDR doing the same thing, but he wasn't really getting anything off it. But he's getting quite a lot of empty hops, tomahawk grabs, just kind of back airing around the general area. Just Streaks just can't really know when to drop shield. Oh, look at this. He's trying to read all of his defensive options right now.
Meanwhile, Streaks gets the cross up on the shield and goes for forward smash. Zone 100% aware of what was going to happen. Down smash not going to do it.
He delayed it a bit. That was really, really smart.
Oh wow, up tilt just straight up taking that stock. Nice stuff
cool.
there from Streaks. Not a massive deficit.
I feel like if you notice how we're seeing Zone kind of run up and like he gets to Streaks' shield and then he just stops and then he looks to cover another option because he's not looking to immediately approach Streaks. He's looking to approach Streaks and make him do something, and then after he's done it enough time, he can mix him up like he just did there and run right up and grab him out of his shield.
And he's
Because Streaks is so used to him doing something else right after.
And that's the thing, he's doing a lot of this mix-up, and he's getting a grab, which is one of the most potent options that Palutena can get in that
Yeah.
situation, because you can just do so much after it.
Down throw forward air, down throw back air.
Just putting him in that disadvantageous position as well off stage with a back throw or something similar. It's not ideal for Streaks, but this deficit not looking too bad.
He's working his way back into it, but another jump read. And the down tilt, the 2-frame, and he waits. He's waiting every single time. He finally gets a punish, but it's still not going to kill. So sad. You can tell that Zone has the right idea every single time. He nearly gets the Fabled forward air to back air, but Streaks get the Fabled, run right up and down smash you off of the stage. Streaks has got a lead after all this. It feels like Zone has tried so hard to claw his way back into it, and he's still not dead after that back air, and he still reflects that explosive flame.
It's just such a momentum killer, man. You get one nice tech chase read, and it's just all turned on its head right now. That being said, it's looking comfortable right now for Zone when he's in disadvantage.
There, I think.
Excellent stuff there from Zone. Again, really he didn't let it get to him too much. He lost the stock earlier, but even then, he was not put into disadvantage once. He pushed that all the way to taking that stock after all those exchanges. Yeah, you can see now, Streaks, now that he has that center stage, he's just happy to throw out things like Nair and aerials and stuff like that. He's just happy to do it. But that being said, although, here he is, Zone trying to get himself a little bit of percent.
It's one of those ledge reads where you can see that he knew the roll was coming, but he wasn't really sure what he was going to do about it. Actually grabbing him out of the down tilt, got him off stage with a slight lead. This is the first time that it feels like Zone's really been in it with a chance to win. And if he lets this one slip away, I think he's going to be pretty annoyed with himself. Gets a neutral air, gets a back air.
And this is a big thing about this so far, man. It's not even necessarily the percent, but it's the fact that he's controlling the center for the first time in this set.
Oh, the explosive flame is doing bits for him right now. He waited, but Streaks actually jumps this time. He does the air dodge this time.
Is that read costly? Oh, my days. Down smash is strong, man. That could have straight up done it.
Got the grab. A down smash could do it for him. He's forced. He's so scared of the down smash that he feels like he has to recover on stage.
But
that's going to be his undoing, and another down smash. What a frustrating game for Zone. It feels like he finally had one coming for him, and Streaks just says absolutely not. Down A.
And you got to feel for Zone, man. It was like that one read that he did with the forward smash. That was the thing that really got him, man, because he missed that forward smash. Streaks was able to get back on, and almost just like that, the whole tide of the match had turned. Streaks got him off stage, down smash, a lot of pressure. Zone felt pressure to recover way too high. Read it with the dash attack, and just like that, it's curtains for your man Fire Rat. So, unfortunate for him, a 5th place, regardless. Very
really impressive regardless. He had a really, really great showing today. A really nail-biting Game 5 set with Aperture early on, and that's the kind of thing, maybe after losing such a close, tense set, and then having a frustrating set like that, it's definitely a tilt maker.
It's the back air, and you can see this is the way, this was just the poetry of the set, wasn't it? That down smash hitting Palutena way too low. And you can see this is the interaction here, man. Got him off stage, had to recover high. The dash attack, all you need to do here, down smash.
The turnaround was so perfectly timed. Get out of my tournament. So we are now moving on to the other losers quarters set. This is an interesting one because I feel like Ramboss's character choice could obviously go one of two ways. He could, I mean, ordinarily I'd say Dark Samus is the much better pick here, but you've just seen Crispy take out a pretty similar character, another projectile trapper Zona, definitely one with less up close, you know, good options kind of to box the opponent out. But regardless, I feel like, I don't know, I have no idea who Ramboss is going to want to opt for in this matchup.
I feel like in this matchup, you need to play slowly, you need to play a lot of beta punish. So I can definitely see the Ganon. I can definitely see the Ganon that when we're going to be playing this game, a lot of the time it's going to be Crispy approaching from the ground. Yeah. And I feel like when it comes to normals on the ground, I feel like Ganon's just better than Dark Samus in that regard. So I feel like we'll see Ganondorf. I don't know. These guys have obviously played in the past before, so we might actually just see something very, very similar to things like the Lab in Croydon. These guys play it quite often. As well as at Meltdown as well. Smashville is the choice, so now that does make me believe that we are going to see the Ganon. I think we're still on the FD version of Smashville, though. I don't know if they want to check.
Wait, what?
No, I'm a liar. I'm a liar. I lied to both of them. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, so the thing is that if he's going to go, I mean, either of these characters, no matter which character he goes, Crispy's advantage state is going to murder both of them.
Absolutely.
So Ramboss is just going to have to play the best neutral of his life, really. I mean, you can't really take your advantage state against Meta Knight too far because of how many jumps he has and how much he can jump out of hit stun. So,
and that's kind of big thing. Like, yeah, that's the thing. It's like when either of Ram's characters are off stage, it's like, kind of just gotta.
Okay, we're seeing it. We're seeing the Ganondorf. The thing is that kind of like half suboptimal wild card style that Ramboss usually plays, I don't think it's going to cut it here. It really worked out reasonably well against Ixis last time when you got a character like Meta Knight whose punishes are so devastating and whose neutral is otherwise pretty underwhelming. That's where you're going to have to beat him. Not in punishes, but in neutral.
The Wizard's kick
Oh, the
just straight
turnaround
up.
grab. Nice. He was waiting for an air dodge. He wanted to down air him, I reckon.
Well, this is the thing, man, because when it comes to Crispy's options, they are pretty wild as well. He goes for a lot of crazy options, things like the Dimensional Cape. If any character is going to punish it, it's the King of Evil, man.
He does today, yeah, you're right. I like Rambos.
Oh, I love the drop down forward there. He reads the air dodge as well.
Nicely done.
Yo,
Looking for
Crispy,
an edge
calm
guard?
down, man.
Okay.
Read the choke slam. This should be the stock.
Oh, he
No,
tried to
yeah.
tried to side B him like off stage and get just keep him off the stage and then go back to the ledge and punish him.
Oh god, okay.
Here we go,
Put
got the
that sword
smash
away,
attacks.
friend.
I do feel like Rambos got a couple early dash attacks that he could have true comboed into up air.
Yeah.
But I think he might have wanted to check Crispy, see what he does out of hit stun, and kind of get a read on him for later on in the game when he's taking those dash attacks.
Oh, okay, yeah. And
The
that
arm
dash back
tumbling.
forward smash, such a potent option for Crispy, and he's able to actually get that stop.
That's punishable. Oh, unfortunately, drop shield on the multi-hits. Bit of an anti-option there, just kind of trying to find his way right back into advantage. Not going to work out for
At
him.
the ledge.
Wow,
Goes
down
for
there
it.
ledge trap. I
Ah,
like
down
the
there.
idea, to be honest.
Oh, another Wizard's Foot. He's getting a lot off on his down B, man.
He really is. The dark
Up
dive.
smash.
isn't it?
Oh, yeah. He read it again. It's just about getting the last hit he needs to.
I feel like oh, wait for it. Okay, I thought maybe he was going to wait for an air dodge and up air or something. If Rambos is feeling really ballsy today, then he could go on stage with maybe a neutral air and try and clash whatever recovery option Crispy goes for, but he's going to have to be ready to tech. He's going to have to be ready to tech in general in this matchup quite a lot.
This
Every
whole
time he's
situation,
off
that's the stock.
stage,
That's the stock. He's done.
he's got his air dodge. Nah,
He's
yeah,
done.
he's
done.
his airspeed's
This
way
is
too bad
over.
for that.
Yeah, Ganon's recovery, very average to say the least. I mean, when you play Dark Samus, you can still make it back, but even then,
Oh,
not Ganon. Oh my God!
Stomp
Send
him.
that ball into the sky.
stamp him, stomp him
Oh
off
my
the top, man.
God! He's dead.
I love
All right.
when down airs kill off the top.
It's
It's so
great.
funny. Gets the grab. Oh, good DI actually. DI down there, I think, did Crispy.
Oh my God! The forward are hitting.
I think he accidentally frame
front of
cancelled
him.
that. It looked like he accidentally frame cancelled it because there was less
Oh,
air.
no,
He was able to combo off
oh,
it.
God.
That would have killed. That would have evened things up right there. Unfortunately.
Wait a sec. This should be it. Actually.
Oh yeah, this
He's off
deficit,
stage.
This deficit
Okay.
is a stock deficit
Never
and not
mind.
percent deficit, so you can't use the equalizer in the side B like he did last game.
I'm quite surprised that Crispy didn't actually go to ledge. Up smash though.
Last set, I
Wait,
should say.
gets the edge cancel, tries to go for an up air just to see how Crispy recovers. But again, he just gets him with that dimensional cape. We're going to see a lot of forward smash here for Crispy, I think.
Oh, he's going to tech?
He has
He
to
does
tech
tech.
it.
He could have punished him for
I
that.
think that's going to be the stock.
No, he's
Crispy
alive.
goes down,
Oh,
and that's going to be
gonna
it.
the stock.
Oh, and a lovely way to
Unfortunate.
finish it. Crispy really good at gifting people, man. When you're in that position, I have full confidence that he's just going to start spinning at you like a Beyblade or whatever, and
Yeah.
then you die, probably.
A back
somewhere.
again, whatever the new one is.
He's got like his neutral air where he spins around. He's got his spinny slide attack. He's got a lot of spin moves.
Yeah.
Do you think he gets dizzy? Maybe. But
Maybe
he took
that's-
the game without getting too dizzy about it.
Maybe he
that's
wears
fine.
the mask so he doesn't, his face doesn't look silly when he's, I don't know where
Without the
I was
mask,
going
he's
with
like, whoa.
Yeah, it's some kind of-
I'm a little tired
Yeah.
after that one. Okay,
This-
game two.
this
Did we
joke
see,
is
was it
not
top?
the richest comedy vein I've ever dug into?
No, you know
He's
what?
staying the Ganondorf. Yeah, wow, interesting.
Oh, we
Think
got
of-
empty, okay.
Think about Crispy you saw last game. I'm not sure how familiar he is against Falcon and Ganondorf because when you tech an up B from Falcon or Ganondorf off stage, you can basically every single character in the game can guaranteed punish them. It's like
Yep.
a true punish. It's actually apparently called rock crocking. I don't know what the origin of that is, but it's a thing. It's a real concept, a fundamental concept. If you tech a Ganondorf or Captain Falcon up B, you can punish them. That's not what he did. He's going to punish him with that air and air dodge though. Nearly
okay,
gets
yeah.
dragged down to the depths with him with that
Forward
side B off
smash.
stage though.
Side
Looking for an
B.
edge
Okay, we're
guard.
going for a tornado instead.
Doesn't actually get the late hit of the tornado.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, Rambos is going mad deep.
You kind of have to, man. Crispy's been recovering quite low for the most part, so why not, man?
I don't know if you do have to go mad deep, man. I think you ledge trap him. Meta Knight got pretty.
Oh, smash.
There you go, just
There
like
it
that.
is.
Meta Knight's got some pretty limited ledge options, and Rambos doesn't need to take that kind of risk. Putting himself off stage, that's his most disadvantaged position in the matchup, if you ask me. Choosing offensive options.
Oh, he's
Like
lost
it.
his jump here. This could be it. Oh, and he's hit him with the tornado, so he's actually come back into center stage. It's worked out
Stop.
perfectly for Rambos. Okay, all right.
Okay.
I'm not. All right. Okay. All
Probably a
right.
misinput. Oh, Crispy auto-cancelling that short observational cape so no lag on landing. Looked punishable, which is why Ramboss went up to try and grab it, but actually Crispy was able to roll away basically immediately. You have to do it at a very specific height to make it auto-cancelling, but of course Crispy, make it auto-cancel, I should say.
There's
Being
the
a main
nair,
of this
that's gonna be
character is
it,
going to know how
yep.
to do it, and he's going to know how to edge guard Ganon pretty hard.
And that's the...
Okay.
Come back. Come back. Okay.
Please come back. No, I think Ramboss is getting a little bit predictable with these down Bs.
Okay, I love this use of down air from Crispy. Lovely choices.
Just grabs him. Oh. Waiting out his option. Parry?
Parry, is he going to go? No, okay, he's just happy to keep center stage. But again, he's not getting too much right now.
Oh, I like that. The drag down back.
Oh, this could be it. This could be it. He leaves the air dodge.
The air dodge.
Not the greatest air
he's
dodge
trying to do it to him
from
again.
Okay, yeah.
Wow,
he gets
even
the up tilt
covered
straight
that.
after it as well. Yeah, lovely stuff there from Chris. Just understanding his character to every nuance and realizing that that up tilt was just straight up going to beat out Ganondorf. Oh, guess that dash attack. Good challenge there from Ramboss with the neutral air.
Yeah, he has been doing a lot of offensive options when he's off stage, just to kind of ward Crispy off from edge guarding him. But even then, sometimes it's just
and
not
he
going to
rolls
be
back
enough.
rather he rolls back rather than punish him. This could be the stock here. Gets the read on the roll away and hits him with the Nas boot.
I like it.
Oh god, he might just be dead.
I think he's just dead from that.
I think he's just dead.
Wait,
oh, wait.
Crispy, come back!
He's back.
He saved him.
He's
he saved
back.
him.
He
Crispy.
lives to fight another day. Gets the jab
the
to
platform
177%. This is scary now.
Forward tilt.
Oh, there's the
neutral
net.
air?
Yeah.
Wow. That move, I feel like it might have been buffed and knocked back from Smash 4, because that's a strong move, but
It's a strong move.
I don't see it killing on stage like at that percent before. There you go, though.
Oh, there he
Crispy's
goes.
going to go up 2-0. I mean, Ramboss, he's going to have to... I feel like we have to see the Dark Samus. We're going to have to see a really grueling reverse 3-0. Because Crispy, again, he's looking really clean today. We've talked about Crispy before about he's kind of hot and cold, you know, he's kind of on and off. But right now, he's looking very much on. He's looking real turned on today. His advantage state has been incredible. His combo game has been immaculate. I'm sure there's another adjective for his edge guarding.
Very good.
Very good. His combo game has been very good. Everything's been very good.
Oh, look at that, I'm zooming on the water bottle specifically.
Yeah.
Look at that. There's Ramboss. Okay, so I didn't actually see. We are going to see the Dark Samus. Okay, yeah, you got to throw it out, man.
Yeah, you
throw
gotta
it
do
out.
it.
Give it a try.
There's no reason not to. You'll kick yourself if you don't try.
So obviously this changes the dynamic of this completely, right? So it's not going to be very much a case of like Crispy doing the bait and push a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Very much going to be a lot of projectiles and Crispy having to weave through a lot of these now as well.
It should be noted that Crispy plays quite a bit of Samus himself, so he definitely has a very good fundamental
understands,
understanding
yeah.
of how the character works. Oh wow, the charge shot again, instantly landed, then down tilt. It's a lot of damage. There goes the parry. Unfortunately, rolls out of it. Could have gotten a jab. Gonna start setting up the projectiles. I like it. The torpedo into the forward air into the dash attack.
And that's a really good mechanic in this matchup as well. That grenade is so helpful when it comes to landing for Ramboss, but as well as controlling the way that Meta Knight gets back to the ledge as well.
Yeah, all right, Ramboss. Oh, I liked it. The empty hop grab. That was beautiful. You don't see Samus's Tomahawk very often because they're not really fast fallers, but it still worked.
Wow, and that is an interesting dimension in this matchup, you know, like that forward smash doesn't hit, and Ramboss was just in the range to actually grab it.
Yeah.
I like it.
For sure, Crispy can't really be, especially with the projectiles as well, Crispy really can't afford to be throwing at the F-smashes as much as he usually does.
Absolutely.
Wow, dropping to the platform, coming back up and using the up air to cover the roll in from Crispy. Ramboss is looking super on point now. It's unfortunate that it's in game 3 now that he realizes that Dark Samus is actually working so well against Crispy.
Lovely drop down back air from that ledge as well. He's doing super well right now, Ramboss. Gets the dimensional cape, he's off stage. This is where Dark Samus struggles, but that's the use of Town and City, and he gets the kill as well.
The Morph Bomb puts him into enough hit stun that the turnaround fully charged charge shot takes that stock. Ramboss is not even at 100% right now.
Jeez.
What's changed? Aside from the character, what's changed in Crispy's play now, or what needs to change
I think
to
it's just the fact
to
that
adapt to this Samus?
Chris just has to approach so much more now that Ramboss, with his aerials, Ramboss, like Dark Samus and Ramboss, they have a lot of good aerials, man. So, I mean, Ganon did as well, but this is the thing, it's just not as quick as Dark Samus is. And Ramboss is getting so much off it right now.
And we saw it earlier with the Tomahawk grab. Like, he short hopped right in front of Crispy's shield, and he was scared enough of Ramboss's aerials that he stayed in shield and gave him the grab. That's how tomahawks with characters who are pretty floaty and don't fall that fast work.
Oh my gosh, okay, Ramboss is getting a little hungry right now. Oh, he gets the stage spike, he's gonna live.
He's alive.
But this is the trapping that you can do. He actually gets the missile instead of a charge shot.
In case you roll here, I guess. Oh, his shield's pretty low.
His shield is very, very
Hits
low.
it a few more times, he might just want to throw out the charge shot.
Charge shot will break shield at that point. Wait, he's already used it though. There's the up B. Crispy shield should be all right at this point.
That's it. Oh, could have been a harder punish, but Ramos gets one
There's
regardless.
the forward air, not
air.
going to do it. But one more of those. Let's go into a game 4.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, you
Also,
can see Crispy just has to change up the way he recovers because of that grenade. There is the back air. Very, very confident stuff there from Ramboss. A solid game 4 as well.
I really like that. That was some really
Game 3
good
should have said,
play.
sorry.
Also, shout outs to Ramboss. It was his birthday yesterday. So happy birthday to the man. He made Winner's Eye top 8 on his birthday.
Yeah, man.
Beating Streaks, who's like super, super consistent, right? Like he so rarely gets upset. And Ramboss was the one to beat him on his birthday. Happy birthday, Ramboss.
And I mean, you mentioned Streaks there. The winner of this losers quarter set will go against Streaks in losers semis.
Might be seeing the run back.
We could see the run back, or we could see Chris try and attempt to take out another Wolf. We saw Crispy Ixis in the previous in the pool set
Well, he
as well.
took out Ixis' Sonic. Ixis
Oh,
went
yeah, of
Sonic
course, yeah,
against
sorry, my
Crispy in
mistake.
pools, yeah. So that'd be interesting. I think it's safe to assume that Ixis would go Wolf this time around.
Yeah. But let's not get ahead of ourselves too much.
Absolutely not.
Let's get into this game 4. Massive dynamic change, and we're going to see how this is going to affect this now. How is Crispy going to adapt to these projectiles, Brad?
I'm so glad to see Ramboss really kind of knuckling down on his characters this game. In Smash 4, he played like 4 or 5 characters, and I think he spread himself too thin. You know, he never really gave himself the chance to get truly proficient with any of them. But now in this game, that he's truly focused down on the Dark Samus and the Ganondorf, you can see how much potential there was in him all along. His Dark Samus looks so refined.
Yeah, so it's really utilizing the space that Stadium does offer here.
You can see he was angling that side B up a little bit to try and catch Crispy as he jumps in.
Yep.
Because he's going to have to jump in on Samus quite a lot.
Oh, he's caught him with the tornado. It has to be said.
These grabs are eating out as Crispy's spot dodges like no tomorrow.
Yeah, they're really doing a good job. It's got to be said, I don't feel like Crispy's been able to capitalize on Ramboss's recovery at all, really. Completely polar opposite to how it was going with Ganon. There's the dimensional cape, not going to do it.
I actually love Ramboss's offstage play right now. He's saving his jump. Oh, unfortunately, saves it a bit too long there and gets nared for it. But previously, we saw him save his jump right until Crispy came out for him and then use it reactively to avoid whatever hitbox Crispy was going to try and use. He's stuck at the ledge. Charge jump.
Oh, and he jumped from the ledge.
That destroys that stock. Beautifully done from Ramboss. Like I said, he's really accurate at these charge shots. He misses very rarely. And the forward air, another great tool to keep
look
Crispy
at that
out at that
there.
45-degree angle.
Crispy just getting in his head that he was going to see another forward air, and then Ramboss just mixing it up with the charge shot. Nice 30%, but Crispy instantly replying with a nice string of his own.
I like that. Crispy just taking the up air, back air damage when he can. Not trying to rely on Ramboss DIing badly and go for more up airs. Just take the damage where you got it.
That could have been scary. That tether recovery can definitely be susceptible, especially as Meta Knight as well. You can just run down in there, and it's a bad time for Dark Samus. All right, we get it. You can parry, Chris.
We get it. You run lab. You're very good. Oh?
Dimensional cape.
I feel like I make the same noises that Meta Knight makes when he does Dimensional cape. When I go, oh?
Oh, wow. That grenade helped out so much. Was able to get him out of the grab, but even then, he's off stage. Yep.
Tornado.
Okay.
He's going to get punished. Only a weak dash attack, but that's more than enough to get him off stage. Set up the ledge trap. The ledge is a bad place to be in this game.
Okay.
Crispy's doing a lot of these empty dimensional capes.
Oh, wow. Lovely use of the dimensional cape again. And he catches the jump with the up B. Ramboss on his last stock, potentially, of reflex.
The tournament, yeah. Good aggressive up B there from Crispy. You see it so rarely, but it's a good thing to throw out there every so often. You're never safe in the air against Meta Knight. Charging that shot, man. Crispy's trying to come in again, trying to do the short hop. Ramboss is just saying, stay out. We're going to see the forward air come out. Nope.
This is damage
Gets
now.
in with a dash attack. Here
This
we go.
is damage.
Optimal conversion. I like it.
40% off
Recognizing
that
he's
alone.
not going to kill him off the top.
This could
he's
be...
not going to get another up air, not going to get another up B, so just takes the damage with the neutral air.
Oh, that could have been curtains there for Rambos after he got hit by that tornado, because Crispy was lurking with that neutral air, but it was a good challenge in the end to get back on stage. There's that down smash. Lovely choice there in terms of
he's going to jump with it.
Roll in.
He's looking for Crispy to panic jump out of disadvantage here. Oh, I like it.
He just went up and grabbed.
Yeah, get in his zone, man. I don't care about your projectiles. Up there. Wow, that's really going to do it. There you go. Crispy on his last stock too. You can see this Dark Samus is working out so much better for Rambos. Gotta be careful, Crispy just throwing out some bash attacks while he's got the invincibility.
Oh,
wow,
okay.
Gets up through the jab, down through, not going to get the forward air. Crispy DIing down again to avoid the forward air. I like
this damage is looking good right now. Reads the jump.
He gets the charge.
Wait
He's got the lead. He's got another fully charged charge.
The momentum
is there. He gets the grab. Oh, he waited at the end.
Oh, wait a sec.
Oh, careful,
that could have been
Rambos. You don't need to go
yeah.
there. You don't need to go down there. Oh, falling up air sets him up.
Lovely little read there from Crispy. Wasn't able to get that down smash.
All of a sudden, Rambos has got a hell of a lead.
Charge shot, gonna miss. Unfortunate there for Rambos. Now he needs to start charging up again. But that charge itself just applies so much pressure to Crispy in approaching.
He air dodges. Crispy was looking for it.
There's the charge shot.
I love it. I love the aggressive charge shot when he's off stage. Just get Crispy off it.
There's the dimensional cape. This is so tense right now. Are we going to a game 5?
He waits for his recovery. Such a smart move. Back air. He's got the fully charged charge shot on board.
Oh,
he gets
there's
a grab back through. Gonna do it? No, not quite. But he's off stage.
Now he just needs to trap him at the ledge.
More
this is potentially a dimensional cape.
The dimensional cape comes through. He is the lord of the dimension. Crispy seals it out 3-1. What a tense game 4. It was looking like the 3-0 police. The reverse 3-0 police might have been parking outside the venue pretty soon, but absolutely not. Crispy says there's no spaces available. And I slashed your tires, boys.
This is the thing, man, because Rambos, even he got hit by that dimensional cape. He got hit by it, but it was the reverse hit, so he went out instead of in. If he was going the other way, he would have lived.
It was hard to know how to DI.
Oh, it's
you can see there, look,
unfortunate.
Ganon's limbs initially a bit too stubby to get that forward tilt, but he gets the down air regardless. Not that it mattered in these first 2 games. Crispy whiffing the rock there, but he gets the tornado anyway. And these first 2 games, they were pretty rough going for Rambos.
Yeah, man, and that's the kind of thing for Rambos right now. I guarantee he's thinking, what if I just started with Dark Samus? But unfortunately, you play the dice the way you play him.
That's the struggle. That's the struggle with playing more than one character. Is if you lose a set with one character, you always have that what if scenario in your head. You know, what if I just went Dark Samus from game 1? It would have been. It was looking like such a competitive set, and there you have it. Crispy barely clutches things out with the down B, but really, man, you've got to give credit to Rambos. In these high-pressure situations, he was consistently playing like a man with no fear.
Yes,
you
sir.
can't put any fear into this man. I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. But we are, in fact, going to see Crispy versus Streaks and loser semis. But I'm pretty sure right now, yes, in fact, we are going straight through to winners finals,
man.
Aperture versus Ixis. What do you make of this set? Boneless?
Ooh.
It's so weird calling you boneless.
Don't call me boneless.
Can I just call you Dev?
Yeah, call
His
me
name's
Dev.
Dev. I'm going to call him Dev.
Yeah, man. Again, these guys have played at Meltdown many, many times before, so I'm sure they know how this works. I don't know, man. Aperture and Ixis, these guys, they've always, like in Ultimate specifically, I feel like they've always been on the cusp.
They're on, yeah, I totally agree.
The way they're playing today, it is such a coin flip between these two. I could not call who's going to take this.
Both of them so far in Ultimate kind of feel like always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Someone's getting hitched today.
Someone is.
You are, someone's reading their vows. Who's getting married?
We won't know. Well, we will after this.
Someone's getting married to that lovely plaque we see over on the table. The white cloth and everything. How classy. I like it. So we're in our top 4 now, guys. Winners finals, Inkling versus Wolf. Now, Aperture obviously has also played Streaks quite a lot. Both of these guys, I mean, they're top tiers. They're no stranger to this matchup.
Imagine if they just did the Sonic Ditto, though. Imagine if they just did the Sonic Ditto.
These guys,
to spite everyone.
2 of the best Sonics to ever do it in Europe, I would say, in Smash 4.
Yeah, for sure.
We were the Sonic country. Ed Pelly as well running around, and just a bunch of really impressive Sonic players. But this game, they find themselves on different characters. We're going to see how the dynamics are going to play out.
But this is the thing, man, because both of these guys actually have pocket Sonics at this point. We've seen Aperture throw out the Sonic. We've seen Ixis throw out the Sonic. I pray we don't see the Sonic Ditto, but who knows, man? We're going to see Inkling Wolf first on Smashville in this game 1 of winners finals. Like just kidding, it's a hand warmer.
Nope, it's not. It's the game. It's because Aperture
game.
took too long to put his headphones on, then he was scrounging to get his controller. But now he gets the grab, opens him up early, gets the dash cancel jab. We're on Smashville. I actually like Smashville as a neutral stage. I think this stage offers a lot to both characters. I feel.
For sure. I feel like when it comes to Smashville, for Inkling in particular, what do you feel like it does? Oh, not like that!
Unfortunately, the directional air dodge from Aperture is going to leave him with too much lag, and he's unable to recover. But Inkling comes back from deficits with relative ease, and we'll see if Aperture can shake him off. It's only game one. It's nice and early. You got 5 games to play with potentially. Oh, dash attack planking, I think, with the F tilt there. Ix is trying to wall him out with the forward air. Gonna shoot the gun. Oh wow, Ix is actually a bit of a recovery flop of his own there. Actually could have been hit by that splat bomb, but he's okay. Aperture looking for a landing trap with that down smash there, but Ix just barely hovers over it. He's on the platform. Oh, and I like that, the aggressive option, instead deciding to slip through the platform and do a forward air. Actually, a kind of a demanding...
smash out of shield.
You see the up smash out of shield. Kind of a somewhat demanding input to fall through a platform and do an aerial at the same time in this game. A lot harder than previous installments. Oh, doesn't get the true combo at the back air, the back air dash grab.
And you can just see right now, were it not for that early SD from Aperture, it's a pretty even game regardless, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he's got a little bit of a deficit here, but it's nothing that Inkling can't make up.
Oh, that S tilt just barely spaced out of shield grab range. Aperture looked very unsure what to do out of shield against that. And Ixis reads the jump out of shield with the back air there, going for the down smash 2-frame. Aperture waits for this recovery. Good stuff.
Has to wait,
Cross
yeah,
up nair, but Ixis responds correctly with the nair out of shield of his own. Good stuff.
Oh, that
the
up smash was
hard box shift.
hungry from
The
Ixis.
hard box shift, man. He just barely kind of flipped over the grab. Unfortunate when stuff like that happens.
Just lingering on ledge. Perfect timing there from Ixis to actually hit him with that forward tilt. And Aperture definitely at a deficit now, for sure.
Yeah, safe to say. That splat bomb kind of complicating Ixis's landing a little bit there. But he gets out unscathed. Aperture looking for a grab, looking for a back air. But he runs right up in shield, and Ixis is the first to react. Gets the grab of his own.
Oh my
good,
god.
beautiful ninja-like spot dodge there.
Yo,
and
gets
a
the jab blocks into
double
down
jab
smash
down
as well,
smash
yeah.
and Aperture. Covers the
Oh
roll
my
and
god,
gets
is
the
he
down
dead?
smash. Is he gone? Oh, not
yeah,
quite.
yeah. Lovely stuff there from Ixis to get back, but geez, that was a nice little string from Aperture.
Really was an excellent sequence.
Back throw, he's off stage, goes for the splat bomb.
Oh, he
has to
reflects
reflect. Lovely, lovely stuff from Ixis as well. You can just see the way these guys are playing the matchup. They know how this works. Back airs, that's all you kind of got to do in this percent as Inkling, man. Yeah. Are we going to see a roller?
Oh, the dash attack crosses him up. He gets a grab. Looking for a jump.
Wow.
Wow. Ixis just doesn't even push a button. He just gets a back air. And now Aperture, after SDing pretty early in the first stock, about 40%, we're actually at a one-stock game here. Super, super even. It's going to be very frustrating for Aperture if he loses. I mean, it's a frustrating situation for both players. Like, the loser feels extra frustrated because of that SD that came into play in the first stock of this game.
And of course the SD itself, yeah.
Oh, whiffs a grab, and Ixis appropriately punishes with a falling forward air. Doesn't get much off
Up
it.
throwing up air again. Aperture building up ahead of steam here.
Oh, I love that. He faded back. He went right into Ixis' zone to make him want to do an aerial, like a nair, and then he faded away and used the superior range on forward air to win that trade overall.
Oh, my days. Wait a sec.
Players off stage.
Oh, God.
Close.
That delay with the roller was absolutely paramount. Otherwise, it was curtains for Aperture in this first game.
Oh. Ixis.
Okay,
I mean,
okay,
these
Ixis.
players have
Right.
comparable kill power at this percent.
Oh, God, it was so close to hitting. There's an up smash. Aperture taking that game one after the SD, though.
Yeah, really impressive. That's a hell of a statement. And you can see it yet again, that up smash out of shield coming into play. Aperture was just frame trapping him left and right, forced him into all these options. I feel like generally, Ixis, his defensive options have been excellent, and his ledge trapping is really scary. But he's not getting the best conversions. He's not trading off of these forward airs. You know, he's hard committing in the ledge and making Aperture scared, but Aperture's also jumping quite a lot. I'd like to see a few more back airs that ledge from Ixis to cover the jumps.
I kind of want, I want Ixis to throw out a lot more nairs, because I feel like that's an option that Wolf definitely has in this matchup for sure. But at the same time, it's like, when you're in a position where you're trying to out-neutral Inkling of all characters, you're going to have a bad time. You're going to have a bad time.
You're going to have a bad time
because
indeed.
back air is such a potent option in any matchup, let alone this one.
Yeah.
It's just so difficult for Ixis to really get anything going because of that use of back air all the time.
Okay, game 2, back to Smashville again. Quite interesting here. Aperture off stage, already taking 39%. Ixis, ledge trapping him, covering the roll. Forward air into forward air, there we go. Aperture actually not landed a single hit. It's been 20 seconds. Finally gets a get-up attack. But Ixis looking to return the favor, probably feeling kind of frustrated after that first game.
Yeah, to be
Having
fair.
said that, these guys are good friends. They were laughing it off after the last game. These
Oh
guys,
God, is he going to ST again?
No, he's okay.
All right.
These guys know each other
Alright.
very well from games previous as well. Oh, I like that, yeah. Grabbing right
Forward
at the
throw.
edge.
Not down throw, just goes for forward throw instead. Interesting choice.
Seeing more back airs come out.
There's a dash attack, just ran straight into him. Up throw into up air. All right, Aperture needs to get some off here.
Oh,
He
he
gets
could
a
have gotten a
decent
back
amount of
air.
percent.
Could have gotten a back air off that weak nair. Look how buttonsy Ixis has suddenly gotten. He's
Yeah,
gone
man.
from very reserved last game to like pushing a lot of buttons, and it's working out for him. Maybe he just needed to not pay Inkling the respect that she sometimes can seemingly demand.
You can just see
Don't know
there's
why I said it
definitely,
like
you can definitely see Ixis throwing out a, oh God.
Wow, the reflected splat bomb actually killing Aperture
Oh,
there.
man.
He went flying. There is a serious knockback multiplier in that reflector.
Jesus.
There has to be.
You can see, like, so just to go back to what I was saying before, like, Ixis is definitely throwing out a lot more nairs, and you can see the way he's, like, trying to control a little bit of the neutral with it. Aperture getting that forward smash, though, and equaling up the game very, very quickly.
Yeah, while I generally like the more nair usage, you could see that he got punished for landing with one.
Exactly,
there
yeah,
by
he's got
Aperture's
punished
smash.
again. Aperture,
And actually, all of a sudden, Aperture's got himself back in the lead.
he's
What I
adapted
love,
to that very, very quickly.
Aperture, I think the best thing he's been doing is how efficiently he resets neutral. He gets his strings, he gets his up throw, up
And then he
air,
just chills back
neutral
to
air,
center.
back air, and then he goes back down to the ground and just dash dances where you're going to land. He's like,
Yep.
please land here so I can stay in your effective range and grab you. His ability to reset neutral has been really impressive. This whole tournament so far, in fact.
Another back air
Forcing to
here.
roll with a splat bomb and back airing for it.
And then he should be there for this. Lovely choice from Aperture again, just reading the jump with a forward air. Not able to capitalize on Ixis at the ledge.
Ixis, I feel like, is not resetting to neutral with as much efficiency. He's generally trying to get more out of it, where he could just be willing to take a 2 or 3 hit string and then go back to the ground and scout out the landing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, challenges the roller with forward, so works out for Ixis there. This is a big hit. This next stock is very, very big.
Oh, bit of a hasty pull of the trigger on the up smash there.
Oh, wow, he grabbed him out of the
sir.
up smash.
He looked into the eye of the storm. Pretty cagey neutral here.
Needs a little bit of a gear.
Could have been a harder
Okay.
punish there for Aperture, but I don't blame him. Ixis hasn't exactly been doing those high recoveries too often. Sometimes the weirdest mix-ups can actually be the best ones.
You gotta do it sometimes. That's the roller. This should be an outside. Doesn't bother dashing. He just
He had
walks
time
up
to
slowly and
walk,
does it
yeah.
this time.
Now Aperture's going to be looking for that back air or that grab.
Oh, and he scoops him up with the up smash out of shield. Unsafe there from Aperture. Uncharacteristically unsafe as well. And he's
Really
able to
learned a few
get
tricks
that
from
stock
Aperture
Ixis.
himself with the up smash out of shield there.
Yeah.
Both of them just like, you know, multi-hit up smashes that have like crazy scoop hitboxes on the side. Really good for punishing out shield. And actually Ixis got himself back into the lead here. Ledge trapping Aperture like there's no tomorrow. Shouts to Awesome.
Now it's dash attack here.
Forward tilt. Oh, tries to cover a high recovery there. Oh, gets a, I think there's a weak forward air into the rapid jab there. Oh, gets the weak forward air again. Ixis fell down.
Very, very even game between these guys. Oh, God, the Nair actually challenging up smash and working out for Aperture in that extent.
Yeah, you see, I feel like
dicey.
Aperture is getting away with jumping from the ledge quite a lot here.
I feel like Aperture generally is getting away with a lot of jumps that could definitely be challenged a little bit from Ixis.
Oh.
Up throw into up air.
I love Aperture getting the dashboard dash forward before that grab there, recognizing that you cannot standard grab out of shield to punish Wolf's down smash. There is too much range.
There's the forward air.
That
This
was
could
so
be it.
good.
Down smash. Oh, okay, not going to be able to do it.
Completely
Aperture not
forced him to jump with that splat bomb and covered it expertly.
Aperture not really getting anything off of these down smashes at ledge. Got to question the choice here. Dash attack. Good burst
Scary.
option again from Ixis.
Wow, that was a
grab.
bold standard get up at this percent.
This
Just
is
trying to
scary.
just find one of those strong hits.
I feel like it's just going to be a call out of a jump. Look at the amount of ink. Oh, my days.
Oh my
Needs to fill up
god.
a little bit more. Who's going to call out a huge jump first? That's the question. There's a dash attack from Aperture. Oh, and
tries to
he nearly
cover
got
another
him.
jump off the splat bomb. He's using these splat bombs to force Ixis to jump.
Back throw, no pummels necessary. Just get him in that position.
Oh!
Aperture doesn't punish the
he could've
recovery
gone
on
back through.
stage.
This is so cagey. I can't believe some of the things that are working and some of the things that aren't working here. Any strong hit for Ixis here. A dash attack, maybe not. He gets the weak hit. It doesn't kill.
And he's at
Oh,
ledge
he's at
now.
the ledge. Wow, what kind of
That was
option?
a
I am amazed that
scary
he got away
option.
with that.
Yeah, that was a very, very crazy option there.
Aperture runs right in, tries to get a pivot grab.
This is so intense, and
Low
this game
profiles
too is
under the
so
blaster.
pivotal.
Gets a
Back
grab.
throw, not going to do it,
No,
but he's off stage now.
Splat
Grenade.
bomb set up.
Ixis's
Oh.
patience is mad.
Landing there. Both of these guys, balls of steel, man.
Let's get up. Okay, this
Dash
is too
attack.
much for me, man.
Wow, this is nerve-wracking. Gets
Down
a
throw.
A down throw.
Down throw?
Do you reckon that was that a DI mix-up? Do you think that's intentional, or was just like that was the highest?
I
knockback
genuinely have
throw?
no idea. Genuinely have no
Oh
idea.
my
Well, the forward
God.
throw wasn't going to kill at that percent.
No,
I
it
don't think
wasn't.
up throw was either, so it's like, you could try and back throw.
What I love is that he did it so fast.
He
He
did.
gave Ixis no time to react and DI correctly.
No, absolutely not. Wow. An extremely intense end to that game too.
Really, it was.
Nerves are rattled. Nerves are rattled. I'm just speaking about me. I don't even know about them.
Yeah.
I'm shook after
Yeah,
that,
my
man.
hands are a bit tingly. I got pins and needles. Okay, so Aperture has gone up 2-0 here in winners finals. Looking to try and punch his ticket to Grand here at Reflect 2019. He gives us one of these. He looks over, he's laughing, he's enjoying himself.
He hovered over Sonic and smiled at me. That's why he's laughing, and I hate him for it.
And
Game three.
Ixis is smiling and laughing. Oh, what a cheeky chappy, you know, he's laughing and smiling. But you got to think inside, he's like, I do want to kill him though.
All
I
right,
do
well,
want to
yeah.
win this set.
Absolutely. This is a big tournament, man.
Yeah.
This is the book your grand finals place at Reflect 2019. You
There's
got
a
to
lot
do
of
it.
money on the line, man. And this is the first notable time I can remember seeing Ixis and Aperture play at a non-weekly event.
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm 100% there with you.
Weak Nair into grab, I like it from Ixis. Tries the F-tilt, but he jumps right over it.
Wow, lovely aggressive option there from Aperture.
Ooh.
Not one that we've seen too often, just jumping straight back onto stage rather than go to ledge.
There you go.
Calls out the empty hop and gets him with that back air as well. Mad stuff there from Ixis.
Some jump coverage. Snuffs out the jump with the weak hit. The forward air parries it, down tilt. Oh, rolls away, good choice. If he rolled in, that roller actually could have sealed the stock maybe.
Another back area from Aperture.
Ooh,
Oh,
look at
that
the
dash dancing.
Look at this man, Schmoove.
Oh, it's too much, man. It's too much.
Inkling Schmooves.
Oh, God.
We commentate.
Oh, he gets the down
frame.
thrash finally.
He's alive though. No, he's not.
He's totally dead for
I
that.
feel like
Well,
he could have side B'd a bit earlier, I feel.
after the 100th time, 99 times it didn't work, but the 100th time it took the stock, so who am I?
Yeah.
Who am I to say anything about it, you know?
All right.
Down throw
Ixis
into dash attack, not going to be able to connect there.
experiencing what feels like the first really significant lead of the set so far here. But Aperture has trailed quite a few times across the set.
Well,
You see
this
the
set,
Nair
yeah.
pressure there. Crossed up his shield with Nair and then immediately jumped to the other side of his shield and Nair. That was really hard for Aperture to respond to.
Oh, gets the Nairs.
Training Nairs of his own.
Oh, and he read the actual air dodge back onto stage, but he just released that down smash a little bit too early, unfortunately.
I like it. The empty hop.
Oh, lovely read there from Ixis on that tech in.
Not going to get the 2-frame.
And just a read like that can definitely just put a bit of doubt in someone's mind about how they're actually reacting to things like tech situations. Ixis got him a little bit shook and got a healthy lead at 135%. Up throw into up air. Misses the up air,
Yeah, frame
unfortunately.
traps him.
But this is a lot of damage and a lot of ink.
Oh, he wanted the forward air there, but Ixis just barely timed his forward.
Up
He
smash,
frames
not
around
gonna
it, but
do
down
it.
smash nearly going to take the stock. And actually, again,
Oh, that's going to do it,
yeah,
though.
again, Aperture has
Wow.
brought himself back into the lead. You can't maintain a lead against this man.
Is Aperture about to win 3-0 in winners finals and book himself in grands over Ixis? This is big, man.
Yeah, that's really, really impressive. I mean, like I say, we've seen a lot of good Aperture performances. We haven't seen that big, blowout, like, dominant victories over top players here. But it looks like today might be the day. One stock game, basically. He's looking for his back airs. He's looking for his grabs. Ixis also looking for weak Nair into a grab. Oh,
Gets the Nair into jabs.
I love the way that he's actually throwing the splat bomb quite a lot when Ixis is in the air to force him into a specific way of landing.
Aperture is DIing in a lot here. That's scary, man. You could definitely get down there from Wolf at that percent.
Yeah, he is. Maybe a bit too
Oh, wait a
desperate to
sec.
get back on stage. Ixis goes for a high recovery.
Oh my days. And Aperture again, really, really good positioning of those
Ooh,
aerials.
That Nair actually gets snuffed out by the rapid jab. Aperture's dash dancing yet again coming through for him.
Aperture is keeping his composure really, really well. Doesn't get the double
The
jump up air.
Yeah, I think he could have. Oh,
challenges.
Just throw it in his face. Gets the grab.
Down throw.
Another really dicey
here?
game here for both players.
Oh,
Again,
he's going to re-grab ledge when he's able to
Man.
forward air Wolf away before he does anything about it.
Aperture is getting away with these jumps from ledge so consistently.
He's jumping a lot out of Hitstun right now.
Yeah.
Just wants to land and be done with it.
He's going to jump, I reckon. No, he gets... There's a standard get up. The one time Ixis goes to cover jump. I like it.
Oh, God, and we're almost in that same
Back throw that might
situation.
do it. No, he recognizes that it's not gonna.
Oh, and there's that forward tilt. Aperture just hanging about on ledge a little bit too long.
Not yet.
Ixis taking advantage.
Jeez, but he had to literally claw that one back.
Yeah, man.
After being so in front and then so behind.
This is the kind of thing, man. This is the kind of top player mentality that you gotta have. Like, you're never out of the game. You're never out of the game. And whilst whilst the deficit wasn't that bad, it's just the momentum shift sometimes. It just happens so often in Aperture's favor. He just gets that one string and almost you're like, oh God, he's definitely gonna take me out with his down smash at ledge. Didn't, and then Ixis was able to seal that game out. Game 4, we're on the town and the city.
Yep, both of them. I can't tell which is which, but there is a town there. There's also a city.
A lot of
There's a funny
creatures.
looking little chameleon with a net. I really like him. Look, he's really cute.
I literally don't know any of these characters back
I
here.
think he's called Francis.
Is it the frog guy?
He's a chameleon.
Same
I'm
thing,
pretty
right?
sure he's a chameleon. Yeah, same thing. Frogs known for their ability to camouflage.
All right, you know. Oh God, the forward tilt.
Wow, he hasn't got a jump. Really smart by Aperture to use the roller in air to give himself more aerial momentum so that he can make it back to the stage without a jump. Nearly Gibson with the
That was
splash
nearly the
hitbox.
trickiest stuff I've seen from a hit and click in a long time. Tried to go roller off stage and then hit him with the up B. Lovely stuff from Aperture, but he's at the ledge here.
Okay, he jumps from ledge and Ixis was looking to cover it, but he didn't put that back in the right place. Yeah, that's what you get for trying to edge guard as Wolfman.
It's
Not
scary,
got the
man.
strongest edge guarding.
Yeah, it's definitely not an ideal situation to put yourself in, especially against a character like Inkling, whose frame data on aerials is so fast.
Oh, look at the whiff punish. I feel like you see whiff punish just so rarely in Office. When you see them, they're really clean, man. Inkling is so fast and his dash dancing is so on point. The whiff punish to grab on reaction.
Yep.
That was really impressive from Aperture. And again, when Ixis takes to the air, he's actually throwing the splat bomb to force him into a certain way of landing. And he's speeding ahead with this lead.
Oh, no, is this death?
He's okay, he's okay.
No,
but he
he's
re-grabbed the
could be
ledge.
death.
Now he's dead. No,
Okay,
excellent
he's able to
recovery
get
from
back.
Ixis.
He did recover and re-grab that ledge, so that down smash was always going to hit, but it's unfortunate for Aperture that the second one didn't. Otherwise, this would be a very commanding lead. I mean, it is regardless, right?
Yeah, definitely. Gets the up tilt, takes the first stock, but he's at a 91% deficit right now, and Aperture's only going to extend it. Throws the splat bomb and he air dodges right into it. Tries to reflect it, but again, Aperture was in position to potentially punish with a back air. It's only because he slightly missed the execution that he wasn't able to. Aperture has been so good at playing around with effective range this set. Look, another whiff punish. Whiff punish is the down tilt.
Gonna do it.
And the
Oh,
up
no,
air
it
very
didn't.
nearly kills.
That's
that
going
one's
to do it,
gonna
though.
do it.
Aperture with a very healthy lead.
Gonna try and punch his way
Here we
into
go.
winner's side of grand finals here at Reflect.
Although,
After a loss, might I add you, a loss to CRZ in pools.
yep.
He didn't come out of his pools top seed, I don't believe. He certainly didn't come out unscathed. So what a rebound from day one. Just gets another grab. Goes for a back air this time. This is the first one, but gets the second one. And when he air dodges, he punishes it with a dash tag.
This is looking really, really good for Aperture right now. Just crosses it with the dash tag.
Yeah.
He gets it up air off the grab as well.
Ixis honestly looks kind of lost right now, man. Everything he does is getting beaten out.
Down smash.
Okay, no.
Oh, and he
had the
actually
right
doesn't
idea.
get it. Unfortunate there for Ixis because of the spot dodge for Aperture. A full lap lead here. There's the dash tag. That's going to do it. 150%. Look, it takes one wolf string. It takes one wolf string. It takes one anti-roller as well
How
sometimes.
many does it take? Do you remind me? How many wolf strings did
Just
it take
one.
them? One?
Just
wow.
one.
That's fascinating. Oh, wasn't in range for the up for up air, I guess. Probably a bit of rage gave it maybe a bit too much knockback. Aperture looking for a roller, man. Maybe looking for a forward air or a back air off stage. Oh, unsafe dash stack, and he grabs him for it. He was looking for a jump out hit stun there, trying to cover it to the back air, trying to cover the jump from the ledge, but Ixis getting some damage off now, man.
Yeah, he's slowly and surely just trying to get more and more damage.
Then he gets that
oh
roll
God,
on.
that air dodge
Ixis.
definitely showed a lot here. I think
He's-
Aperture's feeling the pressure a little bit
Crawling
now.
his way back in.
Just needs to
Aperture gets
play
back to center
safe.
stage.
Oh, smash
Oh.
out of shield. Needs ink. There's
He
a
actually-
dash attack again.
Low profile, that blast off.
There's the up air, calls it out. Aperture in Grand Finals of Reflect 2019.
Can we talk about the splat bomb? Yet again, the splat bomb, while Ixis was in the air, forcing him into an uncomfortable situation where he was able to put himself into position to get a punish on whatever Ixis did, and this time he decided to just go for it. Just go for the up air. If he air dodges away, I can cover that. I'm that fast. Really good stuff from Aperture. 3-1 victory over Ixis. Winner's side of Grand Finals at Reflect. This man's making some dough today.
Excellent stuff there. Ixis Naugus finding himself in losers finals. He'll be laid against the winner of this. Crispy and Streaks
Check
in
out the
this losers
replays, man.
semis.
Oh! Up smash out of shield was the order of the day. The out of shield punish. Both players got them successfully in this set. And
There it was. That was powerful. That was
can't believe I
powerful.
forgot about the reflected splat bomb.
This was probably the most intense ending to any game I've witnessed in Ultimate in a long time. But the down throw was able to clutch it out.
So
Ixis,
fast.
this was the first time he got onto the board in the set. Gets
forward
that
tilt.
forward tilt. Aperture sleeping on the ledge a little bit. But this was the one that really did it. The positioning
Splat bomb, look.
over that bomb.
He had to jump.
And there is the up
He had
air
to
as
jump
well.
over it. He felt like he had to reflect. So he reflected, which is already potentially
You had
punished
to
for.
do
Then
it.
he jumps out the reflect. Aperture catches him with the reflect. Oh man,
Find
crazy,
himself
crazy
in
stuff.
Grand Finals. If you were to tell me that Aperture getting into Grand Finals and Reflect was the wave, I mean, I'm down. Wasn't
Yeah.
expecting it, but I'm down. But
Like
in the
we
lower
said,
bracket,
when
this
you-
is what we're seeing.
When you look at this top 8 bracket on paper, it did feel like it was hard to tell who was going to win because the top 2 seeds were in losers. And we see one of them right now in loser semis. He's got all the way. He's run the gauntlet. He's going to continue the gauntlet now as he tries to take on Crispy. Now, here's the deal. These guys play a lot. They're London locals. They're at Lab most weeks. They're at Meltdown most weeks. It's safe to assume that Streaks has quite a significantly positive set record. That's not to say that it's out of the realm of possibility for Crispy to win this set.
No.
He makes upsets all the time, but it would definitely be a surprise to see Streaks fall here. If you're a betting man, you're expecting to see a Wolf Mirror in losers finals.
Yep. But I feel like if Crispy wins this, he gets to play against Ixis again,
Yeah.
and there is every chance we could see Crispy in Grand Finals. Look, this is the thing, man. The 3 people who are in this losers bracket, it's a complete
It's a
toss-up.
total toss-up,
It's a
yeah.
complete toss-up, I think. I feel like whilst Crispy might not be on the same level as Streaks in terms of being talked about as one of the best players in the UK, Crispy does stuff to Wolf, man. He does stuff to Wolf. I don't
Yeah.
know what it is. I've seen this guy play against Wolf so many times. That's the reason Ixis played Sonic. He didn't want to play Wolf against Chris.
I don't know if
He's
that was
Wolf.
it, but-
No, it literally is. It literally was. That's the thing.
Okay.
Chris does very, very well in this matchup,
forward
so
air, forward
we'll be
air,
able
up
to see
tilt.
what he can do here.
You can see, I feel like Streaks' Wolf combo game is a little bit more on point. He's taken these early percent forward airs as far as he can. Crispy's off stage. What's the ledge trap? Oh, okay. Comes on stage with an aggressive option. Gets the dash tag. Oh, he wanted to go for an up air, but Streaks is going to land aggressively. Oh, nice. I like
dimensional
it.
cape, yeah.
Nothing
Hitting above the
personal,
ledge
kid.
there. Good stuff.
Tomahawk grab, very good. Less good. Oh, but
Oh
Streaks
my
doesn't get the
days.
punish. Crispy was trying to punish a roll in there with the S smash, but Streaks very wisely rolling away. Rolling is the only way he would have died there. Dash attack. Now he's stuck at the ledge again. Oh, wow. I don't think he auto-cancelled that one either. Back air. Okay. Crispy getting a lot of usage out of his B button right now. Gonna go for the
Yeah,
edge guard. I
that's
like
gonna be
it,
in
yeah.
stock.
Streaks could possibly have even done the right input for text there, but it might.
Oh, God, Chris.
Okay.
Crispy, that was an interesting choice.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what that one is about, but
I mean, fair play to Streaks, reacted to it immaculately and just took the stock. It's all right. I mean, if you say so.
yeah. that first stock that Streaks lost, though, for all intents and purposes, he could have done the tech input correctly, but it might have just been in too much hit stun. There you go. He's gotten himself back in the lead now. Not too fussed about losing the first stock. He's ledge trapping him, man. He's getting so much damage off this ledge
This
trap. Look at
Nair
this.
is doing a lot right now.
Yeah, he's been at the ledge for a while.
But that being said, it only takes him to get back onto stage once.
Oh, I
and
like
this is
it.
the momentum shift that he wanted. The Tornado not going to be able to do it, but he had the right idea again.
Up tilt again.
Realizing.
Oh, the run up there. Look at Crispy's advantage, man. He gets a hit and he's taking it as far as he can. I'm really impressed with his advantage state. His combo game has been so on point. His juggling, his landing traps. Just dash
little
dancing.
dash dancing, yeah.
Take it easy. Yes, punish the projectile, much like he was doing to Dion earlier.
Oh, my
Oh,
days.
that's so unfortunate.
An interesting interaction there. The side B didn't actually spike Crispy, but
Yeah.
he was able to get back on stage. And Steph actually just taking him straight out with the up smash again, scooping him up and taking that stock. Yeah, that lingering hitbox in the Nair is really helping out.
Ooh.
That run-up down smash was sick.
Nice tech chase.
Yeah. He wasn't able to get out there quick enough, unfortunately, forward tilt. That's going to be it, yeah.
Excellently done, yeah. Kind of forcing Streaks into an awkward position there with the height that he went at. He could have side beat, but he could have covered that. He could have air dodged, but he probably would have died. So good edge guard there for Crispy, but he techs in place. You got to be so careful when you tech in place against Wolf at the ledge because you're going to die to down smash very early. I don't know what happened to my voice. I turned into a Muppet, but this is what Wolf down smash does to me. It does crazy stuff to us all. Crispy gets dash attack, gets an up air. Could have maybe grabbed him there.
Oh my god.
But Streaks doesn't get a punish.
Rolls back and goes to jabs again.
The F-tilt.
Interesting interaction between that jab. Oh no, this is scary now for Crispy. He needs to get off of this ledge quick, man. 133 on the board. Lovely little mix-up with the DK, but that is going to be the stop. Streaks with another up smash. And taking that game one relatively well.
Streaks has looked so dominant this whole top 8. It's actually kind of scary. Like, that's like one of the closest games we've seen against Streaks so far, you know? He 3-0'd SCR. Did he 3-0 zone?
Yeah.
Pretty sure he 3-0 zone. Yikes. So no one has taken a game off in this top 8 yet.
No one's taken the game off. They've been close. We saw some close encounters with Zone, especially in that third game. And of course the set with SCR. A little bit dominant from Streaks, but he definitely had its moments. Crispy needs to do something that no one else has been able to do in this loser bracket.
Crispy is a man of culture, not willing to just pick some Battlefield or FD. He's going to a variant with custom music and lovely backgrounds and colors. Why do we not see this more often? I love this.
I mean, he's picked Venom. It's got like 2 colors in the background.
No, excuse me.
It's got like mountains.
No, Venom
There's
is orange
mountains.
and then it turns blue.
Oh, wow,
you go
cool.
in the cave.
Jeez, that's really cool, man. It's a colourful
and
stage.
the platform itself is white.
They're
so
grey.
there's 3
They're
colors.
just a dirty grey colour.
Go to
Look, all I'm
Battlefield
saying,
then.
if you're
Go
going
on
to pick
then.
a stage for
Go to
colour,
Battlefield.
you don't go to Venom.
Okay, you don't go for... Look, brown and red. And we haven't even got inside the caves yet.
What a variant.
It's also cool because it travels, right? You get like taken
it's
on
very
like
cool.
a journey.
You get taken on a little journey like his Lilac.
It's like the background, it just travels and it's so cool. There we go, off to Venom variant Battlefield. Let's see if the...
oh god, is he dead?
Oh, he wanted that second there so bad.
Nearly
That's such a
got
shame. He very nearly got it, yeah. I do like it though. Crispy needs to be a bit more aggressive like that in his edge guarding. Go out there and hit Wolf. Because Wolf has like pretty noticeable startup on both of his recovery moves, right? Both the side B and the up B. You have like a nanosecond if you're in range to go out there and just poke him. Just give him a little poke, and then if you've got like 6 jumps like Meta Knight, it's a total viable strategy to go out there and just keep poking.
I feel like Crispy's been able to get, has been going out there pretty often. It's just like, he's not been able to get Streaks off stage enough, really.
No, he's not. He's juggling them though.
Yep, for sure.
Oh, careful.
Tries to get a tech read down smash again.
So many people get baited by Wolf, like full hopping over them, and they drop shield, and then they get hit by falling there, and that's how they get up into tech chase down smash or something. When Wolf's above you, you either got to commit anti-air or stay in shield. You know, if he tomahawk grabs you, you're not that worried because Wolf's grabs, he doesn't really get a lot of them at like mid% like this.
Yeah. I mean, back throw at ledge will definitely take the stock, I think, from Meta Knight.
Sure, but he wasn't
then,
in that situation, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the little steady wave land.
Yeah, it's just like moving around. Oh, and there's that back air from Streaks taking that stock. Again, relatively solid stock here from Streaks. However, although...
Yeah, beautiful. Doesn't kill.
But that's damage, man. You just need to get him... Just need to get him off stage. Once you get him off stage, this could be curtains.
Yes.
And just like that.
He's alive.
It's not over just yet.
Damn.
Not able to get off stage
Streaks
quick
is
enough.
so resilient, man.
Yeah.
You can't give this man. He doesn't die. See?
And there's an up B.
See?
Still
he doesn't
alive.
die. His DI is immaculate.
His
recovery
me of cheating.
is incredible.
You were accusing me of cheating. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's got a game shocking. Can we check the controller port? He got action replay.
Wow, the get up attack just challenging those jabs. Invulnerability going straight through it. And right now, it's not looking ideal for Crispy.
Crispy's just trying to find an opening in neutral, but he just can't get it because Streaks is so airtight. Trying to put a bit of platform pressure on. Okay.
Up throw should...
throw? Oh, okay.
I thought he was going to do up throw onto the top platform, but unfortunately, goes for a forward throw instead.
Again, drop shield when Wolf's full hopping over him. Gets punished with the landing there, and now he's back off stage. Okay,
that
up throw
should
now.
be the stock. Yeah.
Yes.
There he goes. Barking in the distance. You hate to see it happen.
You hate to see it. Oh, hate to see dash attack plank with whatever that was. That was one of Crispy's best shots at getting an opening, and opening Streaks up. But unfortunately, that window is closed. And again, more trades. Not working out for Crispy whatsoever.
But again, this kind of percent deficit is obviously not ideal for Crispy, but if he gets Wolf off stage once and he plays his cards light, this could definitely go back to an even game.
Or gets down tilt, dash attack, up air, up air.
Okay, yeah, he's gone the other way. It's not the ideal.
Oh.
But that being said, it's damage regardless.
I like it.
Oh, the up tilt, challenging that nair.
Yeah, you can totally see how he thought that nair would have hit because it's got a bit of a lingering hitbox, and maybe it could have hit him on landing, but the up tilt just absolutely decimated. Any plans he had? Oh, jab blocks with the down air.
Locks with the actual down air. That was pretty sick.
Yeah, he
Unfortunately, didn't get too much off it, but
he was about to try and get a back air, but I think it's just because Crispy quite wisely picked a get up attack, I think it was. I got short-term memory thing going on. Oh,
back
point
throw.
range, point blank down tilt, gonna get punished with a grab. And Streaks, man, he's about to lap him. Lap him. I was looking at the lab and the top. I mean, by beating him, you could say that he is labbing him because
Yeah.
that is what he
He's
does
labbing
quite
him.
often at lab. Maybe he's gone for the up B, but I see why he didn't commit.
Oh, that nair actually challenging the back air. The trade not working out for Chris at all there. Last legs on this second game. There's the dash attack. It's going to be the stock.
Streaks really is
looking good.
He really is a demon for Crispy in this game, man. I might be incorrect, I might be wrong here, but I don't recall Crispy beating Streaks in this game yet.
I mean,
I don't think he has.
I don't think many people have beaten Streaks in this
no,
game. I'm
not
not
a
gonna
lot
lie
of
to you,
people, no.
man.
But like when you consider all the names that Crispy has taken,
Yep.
Streaks is one of those ones who just seems
not
like
there
a
yet.
wall for Crispy, and you have to wonder if maybe he's going to go to one of his pockets or his secondaries. The Ridley, maybe the Captain Falcon, the Samus. I don't know. I don't know who else he's playing right now.
He's giving it a think.
He's doing the thinking
Definitely
emoji.
giving it a think. I can imagine we'll probably go to a similar stage.
Okay, I dig it.
But it's Norfair.
Yeah.
Wait a sec. Is that top song a hint?
From one,
Is that top song a hint about what we're gonna see right now?
we go from one burning hellscape to another. And who's he picking?
Is it time?
It's the Ridders.
Is it time?
Get rid of
It's
him.
here.
Get rid of
It's
him.
here. Wait a second. Look, Crispy's Ridley is solid.
It is,
It's a
yeah.
solid
He's got a
secondary
nice
that
Ridley.
he's got.
The problem
this-
is, man, like, he's such a big character.
He's a big boy.
He really is so large. He's such a large lad.
He does that one taunt that
Big
makes me really
rigs.
uncomfortable. I don't
Where
know
he
what it
stands
is.
up, yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
it's-
gets the nair into grab, down through, forward air, I like it. Oh, it's going to cover the ledge with the forward tilt.
Dash attack here.
Right, fireballs, I see him. Yeah, here we go. Goodness gracious. Gary
Reading
Lewis,
that.
where are you?
Look at the way that Chris is playing this right now. This is really...
Oh, that's a shame. Didn't get the right
nair,
hitbox.
yeah.
But still, got a hell of a lead. Let's go, Ridley.
There's the jabs. And Crispy's doing this thing when he's at the ledge, where he's just able to kind of drift back a little bit, just take his time under the platform, and just like, I've got so many good hitboxes.
Oh,
And this
yeah.
is as dominant as we've seen Chris in this set.
Absolutely, taking the first stock with only 36%, just back airing out a hit stun. Ridley, man, like, he has no trouble killing whatsoever. It's just getting that damage up in the first place. But the fact that Chris opened up with something as good as nair into grab, and now he's got the side Bs, I'm liking
There's
it.
the back air.
It's a
Wow.
shame.
Forward air into back air.
Ridley, sadly, not quite as heavy as he looks. Actually lighter than Samus in this
Yeah,
game.
light boy.
So he does not have the weight to compensate for his size, unfortunately.
He's quite skinny. I can
Yeah.
see it.
And now you see Streaks take the lead just like that.
This is
Ridley's
kinda what
going
you
to have
gotta do
so
against
much
Ridley as
trouble
well,
getting
yeah.
around the lasers, especially on a stage with platforms. Ridley can't really make too much use of his 3 jumps here.
Yeah, there's your dash tag. Gets a read. Oh, he
it tries
goes.
to put him on a kebab. We are in
Yeah.
London after all.
Gets him with a
Unfortunately,
skewer.
though, doesn't
throw.
quite get it. Chili sauce salad?
Not for me.
Okay. Not for Crispy either. Up attack. Oh,
The
tries
reflector
to
again.
kind of volley them off
That
the
burst
platform.
range of dash attack is really helping him out.
Oh,
He
what
has to
tech.
tech it, yep. Oh, and
yeah,
he gets the
get that
chain.
smash out here. Let's go.
Jeez. Drags him all the way across. So, as dominant as that stock looked for Streaks initially, it was a very, very good... Oh, wait a second. Oh, he's dead for that. Wow.
Very similar up Bs these characters
Amazing
have.
stuff there from Streaks to kind of get him with that up B as well. Up throw into forward air.
Crispy throwing out some high committal options. I know you're invincible, but you're not invincible for long.
Here's the dash attack. This is looking good for Streaks right now. This is a fantastic little chain of attacks.
Yeah, would have liked to nair out a shield from Crispy there. Oh, he's using the slow nair. I like it. Slow
That
down.
up tilt is doing a lot, man.
Anti-air again,
Take
man.
it easy.
Take it easy. Oh, trying to win these air to airs, but every
Gets the
single
grab.
time Streaks is just a little bit faster on the draw.
Oh, and he died for the forward smash.
Ah,
And
that's
that
a
is going to
shame,
be
man.
it. Another 3-0. No L's yet.
He's literally not lost a game in this top 8, and he's in losers finals.
No L's.
Okay. Streaks, this is really crazy. First of all, credit to Crispy for that Ridley. That Ridley was looking really good. I was really liking what I saw, but Streaks, man, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0. That's his set record so far in his top 8.
I'm going to keep telling you his
9-0.
name. I'm going to keep telling you his name.
Stefan.
It's Stefan.
No L's.
No losses. Not
Yeah.
a single one.
Glad you told me what the L stands for. Here I was thinking he didn't have any lollipops.
There's the dash attack again. Crispy throwing out those forward smashes. He actually died to the sword of the 2 forward smashes, funnily enough. There's another one. There he goes.
I love how Ridley still had his mouth open, like when he died after the S smash. Like he opened his mouth, the S smash, kept it open because he died.
I hope you guys are all enjoying Reflect 2019's Top 8 of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's your boy Cousin Bones, joined with your man Nocturnal Fudge. We're getting very much into the thick of it. Our last 3
Final
combined.
3, and this loser's final set is very interesting.
Yes,
it's going
sir.
to be a best out of 5 Wolf
Wolf
Ditto.
Ditto,
The 2
man.
Wolf players we've seen climbing the ranks throughout the top 8 here. Ixis versus Streaks. Now, generally, Streaks is the slightly highly regarded player in Ultimate, but he's the one who started this top 8 in losers. So it is going to be, something's got to give. You know what I mean?
Something's
Like,
gotta
it really does feel like a toss-up between these top 3. All 3 of them looking so on point today. It's going to be super, super interesting to see who comes out of this on the winning side.
It'll be very, very scary. If Streaks gets another 3-0 on Ixis Nogus,
You might have to call it
who's
there,
putting
man.
your money against him?
Yeah.
Who's putting your money against? He has looked insane this loser's run.
If you're a
That
betting
being
man,
said,
you don't bet against Streaks
this
right
is it. You can't. You can't. The momentum is firmly on my man's side. It's difficult to bet against him. It's difficult to bet against him. However, the player in winners side of Grands, Aperture, again looking extremely strong as well.
So we're guaranteed Wolf versus Inkling Grand Finals.
Yep, there's going
The
to be
question
Wolf and
becomes,
Inkling.
which Wolf is it?
Well, is it going to be Sonic? I hope not.
Is it the?
I
Is it
pray
the,
not.
Yeah.
But here we are.
I pray not to.
So we're going to get a Wolf in Grand Finals regardless.
I don't know how many times Ixis and Streaks have played each other in this game.
They
I'm
played
not
a few
sure
times.
how the sets
Definitely
generally
your
go.
Meltdown and stuff.
But yet again, I feel like they've never played each other like a non-weekly.
No. Well, that's the thing. I feel like Ixis hasn't gone to too much outside of weeklies.
No.
I'm not sure if I'm mistaken with that, to be honest.
Yeah, no,
However,
yeah.
Streaks has definitely travelled around quite a bit. He's gone to a lot of tournaments in London. He's gone to things like Eastern Front. He's gone to things like up north in Manchester. He went to obviously Region 2019 where he got 9th place. Coincidentally, same placing as our Grand Finals winner side placer, Aperture as well. So yeah, again, the disparity between these 3 players, I know we've obviously talked about Streaks being one of the best, quote-unquote, in the UK. I feel like today, especially, I feel like all these guys are just playing on point. So it's difficult to even distinguish between them. at this
While we're
point.
here and we're waiting for the players to get set up and just kind of take a breather, I might as well go ahead and plug some of the tournaments that are coming up in Smash UK. If you're
Sure thing.
interested in the Smash Ultimate scene in the UK, next weekend, Bale Rig. Are you
Bale Rig.
ready for the crew battle of the century? Horses, whales. We're not going to explain it. That's
Watch
it.
our podcast instead.
Watch our podcast. Usually every, what are we do? All right.
Oh, yeah, okay.
June 25th, we are doing a podcast, myself, Cousin Bonus, and our colleague, Mike, Moke. And we have a guest, Mr. 3 Names, 3 Syllables himself. That
There
Team
he
Zone
is.
GP will be
Jeepers.
there to plug Albion 4. And if you don't know what Albion 4 is, then I don't think
my
you know what Smash
days.
Bros. Ultimate is. I don't think you know what the UK is. I don't think you know what Europe is. 800 people. As far as we're aware, the largest FGC bracket in European history. GP, give me a nod or if I'm correct. Okay, he doesn't hear me. I also believe, correct me if I'm wrong, because it's at the Emirates Stadium. I don't know if you've heard of it, actually. I'm gonna go ahead and say it again. In the Emirates Stadium, a football stadium,
I
which I'm
support the
pretty
team
sure
that are
is
there, so, yeah.
unprecedented. I don't think the Emirates Stadium has ever held a gaming event before, but it's holding Albion 4.
And
You need to
Pierre-Emerick
be there.
Aubameyang is getting into Grand Finals
Yes.
against the winner of this set.
The winner
maybe.
gets to kick a ball at Cristiano Ronaldo.
Was that all of your football knowledge in one
I
little
put every
scope
little
there?
bit
Was
of
that it?
He wears a
Who's
red
gonna
shirt.
kick a ball
the
at
winner
Messi?
gets a red shirt with a number on it and he kicks a ball on some grass. Albion 4, Emirates Stadium,
It's better than
football,
that. It's better than
England culture.
It's
Be
better
there.
than he described it.
It's
All I'm
not.
saying. But yeah, Albion 4 is going to be so sick, man. Over 800 entrants at this point in time. The biggest event for Smash Brothers Ultimate that's been held in the UK. The biggest in Europe. One of the biggest in Europe as well. It's going to be
Spearheaded
insane.
By
It's
the
going to be
ever-reliable
insane.
DAT team, who have an immaculate track record of incredible Albions.
Absolutely.
What's a word that means good that begins with D? Dazzling DBZs.
Dazzling.
An excellent Eastern Fronts. And I have no doubt in my mind that they will pull up an amazing Albion this July. So get signing up, smash.gg, Albion 4.
Here they are, though, our two combatants of losers finals. Ixis and Streaks walking together.
Are we
That's
about to
kinda
launch a
cute.
Predator drone or something? What's up with the bird's eye view?
I don't know, it's
Ixis has got the Call of Duty shirt on. AC
Which one is
130
it? World at War. That was alright.
Yeah.
World
good.
at War was okay.
Zombies.
Yeah.
Predator zombies.
I didn't really play zombies that much. I was scared of zombies. So.
That's terrible. You are missing out on
You
a
said
lot.
that's terrible.
That's terrible. Zombies is like the best thing about Call of Duty.
So we're going to see our Wolf Ditto very, very shortly.
My favorite map is Verruckt.
I don't
It's
know
the
what that
Insane
means.
Asylum,
I don't know what it means.
where you shoot zombies in it, mate.
Nice, man. I'll stick to Mario Strikers Charged.
Why you like this? You know, I've never played Mario Strikers Charge, but
What?
I've heard good things.
We're going to a
Hold up,
football
look at that screen.
stadium
Dev,
for a
Dev,
tournament.
Dev, look at that screen. What do you see?
Oh, stop it!
I don't see a wolf. I don't see a
It's a
single
hand
wolf.
warmer. It's a hand warmer. It's fine. It's a hand warmer. It's fine.
Why are they warming up these characters?
It's a hand warmer. It's fine.
No.
It's a please.
Why are they warming up these characters?
This is not a hand warmer. This is not a hand warmer. This is it.
I
This
don't-
is the set. This
I
is
don't-
game one. We've got Snake versus Sonic
Yeah, if we could,
instead of the Wolf Ditto.
If we could full screen things, I think we're in game one, right? I'm pretty sure we're in game one here of Losers Finals. Yeah, they are.
Wait a second.
They are actually doing this. This must be some kind of weird wolf player pact, right?
We can't take out one of our own.
Perhaps you could say
This is it. Oh,
a-
don't say it.
a-
No, I know you could say it. Don't
a
say it.
pact
No, no, no,
between
no.
wolf players.
No, no.
I'm not gonna say it. Don't worry. Snake versus Sonic, game one. This, I feel like Sonic doesn't stand a chance in this matchup when I think about it. Well, like when you
I
think
feel like
about,
there's so many traps that Snake can lay down, and Sonic
Yeah.
just can't react to them better. Like
when you
enough.
think about characters who need to kill, you don't think about Sonic. But
No.
you need to kill Snake. Like you need to kill Snake. He lives very long. He's got a lifespan of 80 to 90. Spin dash is stopping on shield right there. Shut up. It's
Okay,
really
so-
hot. It's really hot today.
Okay, it's alright. Don't worry. You got it. You got it.
Well, I
Oh
would-
my!
I would say most humans average out a lifespan of about 80 90, and Snake is in fact a human.
He is. I mean,
Hedgehogs-
he's at 85 at the
hedgehogs,
moment.
They're dying out. They keep getting hit by cars.
Well, at the moment,
They haven't developed a defense
Sonic is in
mechanism.
the lead. There's Snake's at 85, so he's probably going to die soon, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? I don't know.
Talking about, I was going to say Streaks is in the driving seat. He's actually not. Ixis is actually winning
Yeah,
this
Ixis has
game.
got a decent lead.
But this is the
that being
problem,
said,
right? He can win the percentile all he wants, but it's getting those kills.
yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know if I see it happening, man. Oh, softly spins next to you.
Oh,
This
God.
is it.
Oh, wow.
We're
He
back.
just committed to that grenade, actually stopping any further follow-up on that spin dash. And that's obviously a massive mechanic change to Sonic, man. Obviously, he doesn't have the spin dash cancel anymore. So it's going to be difficult for him. Once he's gone in that spin dash, he's kind of just committed to it. And then Snake can kind of just start setting up a trap if he needs to, especially with the grenade. It kind of invalidates a lot of the follow-ups you can get from spin dash.
Yeah, for sure. I'm so taken off guard by these character picks.
Up
I'm
tilt.
still really kind of reeling from it.
One more of those there. Oh, where? Pretty sure it was there.
Oh, it's right on the Pokeball.
It is.
It looks like the Pokeball is flashing like he just caught a Pokeball in the anime.
Oh, all
You know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Maybe it's why he did it.
That's
Pokemon
down there.
fan. Here comes
He's got the Nikita. Oh, and he uses homing attack to punish the Nikita usage. That's nice. That's a little thing that Sonic has.
Yeah, I was going to say that's actually a really good thing from this matchup is that if he's quite high up off stage and Streaks off the Nikita, more often than not, he will just be able to punish him with a homing attack. And generally, Sonic does have a lot of ways of maneuvering around Nikita off stage,
Yep.
but it's more on stage that I'm worried for him. Like, how do you Sonic has such a linear approach. How do you approach around all these grenades and all these traps, this basic minefield that Snake
that's
sets
it,
up? It's been 2 minutes and no stop.
It's going to be a very, very meticulous game. There's the up tilt. It's going to be a very slow game for both of these characters. I mean, when you played against Snake, it's a very, very slow character to kind of play against. He's not going to be the aggressor. And especially when you're Sonic, I don't know, man. We're going to see a very, very slow set, I think, if this is going to be like how it's going to play out for the rest of the games.
Thing is that when Sonic falls behind in this game, I just don't see how he puts the pieces together, man. Look at this. He has to approach now. He doesn't have the best approach options. And worst of all, he's trying to approach Snake. You know what
There's
Snake
the back
does?
air,
He
though.
blows stuff up. He does get the back air, man, but I would be very surprised to see Ixis find any success in this Snake-Sonic matchup. But if there's anyone who could do it,
I was about to say, it's going to be him. He's still one of the best Sonics to do it in the UK, so if anyone's going to do it, it's your man, Ixis Naugus right now. He's got a little bit of a percent lead, but again, it's kind of going back to what you were saying before, Fudge. It's about killing Snake. It's difficult, man.
all I'm saying is if I'm a Hedgehog and I'm staring down a Snake, I don't like my chances.
No, it's not going to be a good time. It's not going to be a good time.
You know, Hedgehog, their species, they're actually dwindling because they don't know not to like run in the road when there are cars. So they just keep getting run over.
That's really upsetting. Why would you tell me that?
Well, I'm just saying maybe Ixis can be the outlier in that statistic and not run into the car that is Strix. Strix is a car.
Well, Strix is running him over right now. This is not looking good.
He's a car. That's just it. He's going to run him over.
That was a really well-constructed metaphor, Brad. I'm happy for you.
I did graduate from university just a week ago. I studied metaphors specifically. And biology, in case you can tell.
This is the thing, right? So when you're in this matchup, obviously Snake's going to be recovering quite high for the most part.
Wow,
Sonic can't really do much about it anymore, man. Like,
no, he can't.
He's got the spring, but it's almost like he goes too high for him to actually challenge it. So in terms of landing, Sonic again can't really do much. It's a bit of a tricky one for sure.
This reminds me of, it makes me think of Sonic Adventure 2, right? Sonic is trying to play a Sonic level in an Eggman level.
That's all right.
And stuff's just blowing up left and right. It's not designed for Sonic, right? This level is not made for Sonic to progress.
He could get through it, though. There's always you can get through it.
If you can glitch through a wall, sure.
Yeah.
So Vixis has got his game chart handy.
As we've seen so far, he definitely does.
Yeah. Some of these down smashes have been getting. Here comes the homing
attack.
He is keeping it close in terms of percentage.
Oh,
and he goes super high. Oh my god, sky high.
Jesus.
I love that. Covering the high recovery from Snake. Going right up there and back airing him right off that Cypher. Oh.
He went all the way to the top. You know, I was talking about how Sonic can't do that, but you know what?
Yeah.
He climbed all the way up the ladder, grabbed the briefcase, and took the stock.
I'm cashing in for this back air right here. Looking like he's going up the London Novotel West elevator right there. Top 4. And he's actually, I mean, this is very close. Was that like a spin dash waveland?
I guess so. It looked pretty sick.
He did like a spin dash hop and then immediately air dodged back into the ground.
I can't imagine we're going to go to time, but we've only got 1 minute and 45 left, so if we're going to be playing this game, we should definitely keep an eye on the timer, folks.
Sure, Ixis trying to just find his way in, but like,
yeah, he's playing
doesn't want to risk getting hit by these grenades.
He's being very careful, man. You have to be. Lovely homing attack. And it's just that you kind of just got to chip away and hope for the best at this point, man.
And avoid that up tilt.
Here's going to be a bit of damage. Here's a bit of damage. Gets the homing attack.
No, not quite.
Oh, my days.
Oh,
my God.
Look at the pressure.
But we are pretty much even at percent at this point. Streaks with a minimal advantage, but again, now this is scary for Streaks. Because now Ixis has the advantage.
Oh,
what the?
No! He hard commits to charging an F smash, but he's standing right on top of a C4. Ixis, unfortunately, there.
Where?
Ixis, unfortunately, making a fundamental error in forgetting about the C4. It's one of those matchup things, man. It's hard. Especially after it stops glowing. And on Stadium, it's very easy to just forget about it.
That was unfortunate for Ixis, man, because he was bringing it back. He was doing much better in the Sonic Snake matchups that he has any license to do.
It was a really close game.
Very, very close game. He was doing sick.
I've got to admit, I counted Ixis out. I did not like the idea of the Snake-Sonic matchup.
It looked good, man. He was doing fine up until that one miscalculation. Just wasn't paying attention to that C4.
He's hard deliberating now. Wonder if he's going to try and stick with the Sonic, maybe grind it out with the Wolf, who knows.
But this is the thing.
If they did, in fact, have a Wolf Pact settled before, they've agreed to not go a Wolf Pact, like a pact between Wolf players. If they had that in place, then you'd have to assume that he's not going to go Wolf. It's okay. It's like Wolf Pack when you have a pack of wolves. The word pact is actually only one letter off of pack, making them quite similar to say. So when I say Wolf Pact, it sounds like Wolf Pack, which is a commonly used. Okay, but that wasn't relevant in the current situation.
Yeah,
was it?
they
Echo
didn't
someone's
even have a
name.
pact. How do you know that was relevant?
Well, I'm saying they might have made a pact because they both agreed.
But it's
to
just
not
an
play
assumption,
Wolf.
isn't it?
It is an assumption.
Right.
I've never tried to tell you otherwise, Dan. At no point did I tell you this wasn't an
So we're
assumption.
gonna get a snake,
At
and
no
we're
point-
probably gonna get
At no
the
point did I say,
replay
here's
of
what I
this-
know, because I stood there backstage.
You said they
with
made a
them.
wolf pact.
Probably. I
Oh,
guess
well,
I'll
you
just-
didn't say probably last time. That's
I guess
all.
I'll put that in every single time. But
I'd prefer it if you did.
Snake, Sonic.
Well, it's Snake and
Smash it on
Sonic.
there.
I guess they're keeping their wolf promise.
The two third-party inclusions in Brawl. You know, the two really
Yeah.
hype characters that came in Brawl. I had no idea who Snake was.
Playing a Nintendo game and it's Snake and Sonic just chilling. I
And they're on
love it.
Picto Chat.
What?
I'm actually doing this. Oh, I love
Sorry?
it. Good choice.
Now
Yes.
entering Snake.
Men
there
of-
he is. Oh, there the clouds. Look at this.
Men of
I love
taste.
this.
I love it. Dude, we're allowed to go to almost any Omega or Battlefield form in the game we want, but people still keep going to dry, cheesy, milquetoast Battlefield and FD. Here we are in Picto Chat. It's lovely. Look, it's raining.
Yeah, but the edges of FD Picto Chat are different to regular FD.
Well, tell that to them. They seem alright with it. What are you looking at me for? I didn't tell them to go Picto Chat.
It should.
I would have.
mean, I'm happy with it.
I would have told them go Congo Jungle, play Gang like Galleon, but you know.
See, that's milquetoast. If you
No.
go into any other variation, everyone goes to Congo Jungle.
Yeah, 'cause it's
live
the
a
best.
little, all right?
I could also go to WarioWare and play the Ruins from Shake Dimension.
That's fine.
That's a funny song.
Oh god, down
These
slash
guys
not
are-
connected.
These guys are playing the game. Run up,
Oh,
spot that
okay.
strat.
Trying to get that up air, but up air for Sonic doesn't work. Did you not know? Oh god, the hurricane
Wow.
wrist, all the way from
Stand
downtown.
back. There's a hurricane coming
That
through.
was so sick. I'm surprised that killed from all
Just
the
barely
way.
makes it what? Nice coverage from streaks.
Okay.
Oh my god. Fire's back
So
immediately.
both of the guys actually just dying for kind of unoptimal DI options there. It's working out for both of them though. A lot quicker a game in comparison to game one for sure.
You can really see, man, the theme of this game is that like Ixis is keeping up with percent as much as he wants, but they're just not killing at the same percent.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, and now
Wow, that
actually,
motor is doing a lot of damage.
Streaks is speeding ahead like the car he is. Remember that metaphor from
Yeah,
last game?
well,
He is
he's
a
going to
car.
run over this hedgehog, I
Yeah,
guess.
he is a car.
He is a car.
Which means now that he's a car, neither of us are allowed to say that he's in the driver's seat. That's our commentator
that's
cliche.
pretty good.
Taken off
That's
the
very
table.
good.
How is he in the
That's very
driver's
good.
seat if he's a car?
Okay,
Stop.
forward air. Tries to challenge again. He got it that one time, but he's really just not been able to get any other follow-ups after
Yeah,
it.
Ixis has shown that he totally knows what to do about Snake in disadvantage, right? A lot of the time, Snakes feel obligated to recover high, Cypher way up high, and Sonic has a great tool to deal with that in the form of Spin, and in the form of Spring, I should say,
Spring.
and going up as high as he can to punish it, like we saw the last game. But even then, he needs to get to kill percent before he
Whoa,
can do that.
that Nikita? Not too sure about that one, man. I think he tried to do a B reverse grenade, but didn't work
says,
out.
I raise you my back air for your back air, sir. Just aggressioning his way out of disadvantage, and he's speeding
Very,
ahead
very
yet again.
healthy lead, though, for Street so far.
Yeah, he really has.
Oh, wow, that
Again,
challenge in
dude,
the back
Streaks
air.
is just back airing his way out of disadvantage. His legs are so long, and Sonic has such little range on his hitboxes.
Well, that's it, yeah.
He can really afford
Look
to
how
do
high
that.
up
He's
he
going
is.
so high.
Where?
There.
There it is.
Oh,
Not just
there.
yet, though.
It's there.
It's a lot.
There it is.
See, that's the... so Ixis picked this because it's so much easier to see the C4 on the black plate. It all makes sense. He's a smart guy.
Interesting. Streaks is
I don't know
definitely
if that's actually the case, but that's
Streaks is
smart.
definitely
if
going
that
Lilac next game, so it blends in.
He's definitely going Lilac next
All right, I see you.
Back throw. This is looking unfortunate for your man Ixis. Is he going to be able to bring this back? He's so far down.
This is the first time we've seen the Streak Snake all top 8.
Yeah, man.
Really
And it's
interesting.
looking fresh as well. That's
It
the
really
scary
is.
thing.
Like I said, I know you used it to beat Bulby yesterday.
Oh my.
This,
Hits him with a boot.
dude.
He's done.
Is Streaks about to be in grand finals from loser side of top 8 without losing a single game?
3-0ing everyone on
He's-
his way there.
he's
Well, he's not
3-0
there just yet.
He 3-0'd SCR.
Yep.
He 3-0'd
Zone.
Zone. He 3-0'd Crispy.
Yep.
He's 2-0 up on Ixis right now.
Uh-huh.
That's scary. If I'm
No
Aperture
else.
and I'm in the crowd,
No else.
I'm shaking in my
Well,
boots a
Aperture
little
just
bit.
left.
Yeah, he ran away.
He walked off.
Yeah.
He didn't want to stay.
Oh, damn.
He's like, you
not-
know what? Streaks you won.
He just heard us. He's like,
Cut
wait,
the stream.
He's looking at us like, wait, he hasn't lost a single game? No,
I'm out.
Not one.
Not one.
No, literally not a single one.
No, no.
Oh my god. He just,
He just got his
walks
back, walks out.
Congratulations. Takes the plaque as well. So we are going into game 3. I don't know what Ixis is going to do here, man. I don't know.
I feel like you got to gamble
I
on
don't
the Wolf, man.
know. I don't know. Maybe they
Okay.
got. Maybe they did. I don't
right.
know. Maybe they do have the Wolf Pact, like we said.
I feel like at this point, when you're 2-0 down, you've tried Sonic for 2 games.
you go.
You've
Isabel.
got to try Wolf, man. You've got to. Like Streaks has to lock in his character first, regardless, right?
Yeah.
So he has to commit to Snake or Wolf now. I feel like if you're Ixis, you have to go Wolf. He's still thinking about the Sonic. Is he going to double down on the Hedgehog, or is he going to try and gamble with the Wolf? He's going to
Interesting.
Sonic. He's taking a deep breath in.
He's praying. Jun Sanui, give me strength. Player 6 solo. I think we're doing it. Snake
They're
Sonic.
doing
game
it.
3,
Okay, he's committed.
I mean, the game 1 was a nail biter, right? The game 1
Yeah.
was right down to the wire. There's no reason to let your faith be completely shaken by one game. Town and City, I like this stage a lot for Sonic against Snake in this matchup. Thing is, you have to be wary. I'm not totally sure, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe the C4 on the ground below the middle platform actually hits through it.
Yeah, it does.
it does.
It does,
So, something to be very, very cautious of.
This is just scary now, because when we're in a situation where Streaks has the lead, though, obviously not evident right now, there's so much space for Sonic to obviously come down, but his approaches are just so predictable at that point.
It's just like he wants to be close enough to whiff punish like an up smash or a grenade pool, but he can't get close enough because those projectiles are already out.
Yeah. Down throw. Oh, he tries to go for a read and hit him with a fat forward smash. Jeez.
Again, dude, these back airs out of disadvantage for Streaks are doing him so much work right now because Sonic doesn't have any aerials with enough range to contest it.
That's it.
Certainly not any fast enough ones.
And now we're in this position where Streaks is on 64, Ixis on 88. What? I don't understand what Sonic
he dropped
does.
the C4 right in front of him and forward at him into it. I thought he was about to detonate it.
Because, like, now what does he do? I mean, you gotta do a lot of mix-ups, which Ixis, for anyone else, he's probably one of the best in the UK to do it.
Yeah,
when
you
it
can
comes to
see he's
the
doing a lot of
mix-ups.
little, like, weird little, like, spin dash hop movement tricks, like doing like a spin dash hop and then air dodging into the ground and do these kind of empty lands and stuff. But it's like, there's always a grenade in front of Snake. You never get the time to kind of
Exactly.
like make stuff like that work.
Okay. Again, a very meticulous neutral from Streaks so far, just throwing out all of these different projectiles and making it as difficult as you possibly can
And
for
again,
Ixis to approach.
In terms of percent, this is totally even, but watch Streaks get the stock first again.
Yeah.
There you have it. Thanks for making me look smart.
113% again. I still think he's still got another like 20-30% before he can actually get this kill with
Yeah.
Sonic. I'm not gonna lie to you.
For real. Like, the only move I'd say is an outright kill option for Sonic is back air.
Back air, forward smash, that's about it.
Yeah. Even then, when he tries to hit him with the spin dash, the grenades and the explosions on the platforms.
This is it. He just keeps getting snuffed
he's
out
gonna
by the
spring up
grenade.
there.
He's not going to be
I
able
love
to get
the
there.
idea. Recognizing that Streaks is going to immediately try and up B out of hit stun and go high. He is showing that he really knows what to do about Snake in disadvantage, but a lot of Sonic's moves just aren't strong enough to knock him out of Cypher. There's a certain percent threshold that you need to hit to knock him out of it. And Sonic, unless you're hitting it with a back air, you're probably not doing it,
Oh,
especially
gets
when you're
the
up there so
grab.
rarely he connects to both hits.
Lovely stuff there from Streaks, just reading the way that Ixis was going to land based on that up smash that he did. Got the grab, but didn't unfortunately get any kind of follow-ups from it. Streaks looking like he's going to take another 3-0 and get himself into grand finals unless Ixis does something quick, man.
This would be nuts, man. What a crazy run to go from losers top 8, losers side, to grand finals without losing a game. 4 consecutive 3-0s on the other players in top 8.
It's
You
not
don't see
over.
that every day.
It's not over just yet, though. Ixis could definitely get himself back into this, but he
back
needs
throw.
this
Oh,
stock.
he needed that back throw so bad. he
Lovely
parries
parry,
the
forward tilt,
tilt.
yeah.
This just gets worse
Up
every
smash.
minute, man.
Look at this frame. Again, this is just all the trapping on the ledge.
He's joined the 200 club. Back throw. No.
Forward tilt's going to do it as well.
Wow.
Madness.
This looks so frustrating for Ixis. He's done so much damage. He's won so many interactions. He's done so many correct follow-ups. He's tried to punish him at disadvantage. But I feel like the matchup on paper is just too
Oh,
bad.
my.
Oh my god.
Oh, my. There's
Oh,
the
the
up tilt. He
up tilt.
finally gets it.
All right, Snake, how'd you like it? Sonic's walk is a really funny walk. He does a really weird
I feel like I
walk.
don't see Sonic walk.
No, you don't. That's why it's funny. He walks a few times in like Sonic Adventure 2 cutscenes. It looks really weird.
I feel like if you ran all the time, it would just be such an unfortunate situation for you, I guess. Right, he's gets the up tilt.
That's
Another 3-0.
It just looks pretty frustrated, man.
Well done to Streaks,
Who
man.
can blame him? That matchup on paper just looks so inherently frustrating.
Yeah. I respect the fact that he committed to the snake throughout the whole set. Definitely can respect it, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta bite the bullet and try something else. Because that second game just was not looking promising. In the third game, nothing much changed, unfortunately.
Streaks actually looks unstoppable right now. This grand final.
Many have tried, man.
Yeah, this is the unstoppable force in the immovable object. You have the guy who made it into winner's side grands, and the guy who's made it to grands from loser's side, but he hasn't lost a game in his whole damn top 8.
Nope.
Something's got to give here.
And this was the first game, man, where you definitely saw this was the craziest back air I've ever seen in my life, by the way.
Yeah.
But this is how close it was, and it was just a little bit of lackadaisical behavior, and he was able to take the stock for that. Streaks clutching out that first game, but then after that,
That spin dash just literally didn't function. It
It's
just
just-
kind of
yeah.
scraped him across the floor a bit, and then he got
this was the up tilt. Finally take the set.
There you have it.
But this is our grand finals. We're finally here at the apex of Reflect 2019. Aperture in the winner's side of grand finals against the man who has made the fattest run we've seen in this bracket,
Fastest losers run.
Streaks. Just to
Yeah,
quickly
honestly.
bring up as well, besides the top 8, to get to 9th, to get into the top 8, he has to play against Bobby, and he 2-0'd him as well.
Yeah. Like
Let's
Bobby's
not
an easy
ignore that,
opponent.
because Bobby is insane as well.
Yeah, Bobby was another top 8 contender. He's just cleaned up. He lost that set to Rambos. I don't think he's lost a set since. I don't think he's lost a game since he lost.
No,
to
he hasn't.
Rambos.
And I don't know if you understand how frustrated he was with himself when he lost to Rambos. He was just like, he had it.
Yeah.
And so many people were telling him, man, you got it. You just got to focus, chill out,
So we're
concentrate,
talking
do all
right
that
now,
kind of thing.
5 consecutive sets that he's won without losing a game.
Without dropping a game.
If he wants to win this whole tournament, he can drop a game or two, but he's got to win 2 more sets in a
Two
row
more
right
sets.
here. Reset the bracket. Wolf versus Inkling. Perhaps we'll see the snake, but we're not. We're going into it.
We're going
Game
straight
one here
into
on
it.
Stadium.
Game 1, Wolf versus Inkling on Pokemon Stadium.
So obviously, Aperture is the one who knocked Ixis into losers. He's already got a W over a very competent Wolf main in this tournament so far. But Streaks is just looking on another level to everyone else here so far. Aperture gets the double up air off the up throw. Oh, I'm going to assume that's a misinput there, that splat bomb. Gets the rapid jab's going to ink him up. He's all yellow. Looking like a what's it? Like a cheese puff or something.
Aperture right now controlling really, really well. He's got a lot of pain on Streaks for sure. He just needs to get a couple of hits here so he can take advantage of it. But I mean, we've been talking a lot about how well Streaks has been playing. Aperture, in particular, has been playing pretty darn on point as well, man.
I think this is a very appropriate grand finals for the levels of play we've seen here. These have obviously, I mean, it's easy to say in retrospect right now during grand finals, but they really have just been the 2
They've
most
been above and
consistently
beyond, yeah.
impressive players we've seen. And a very back and forth neutral here. Streaks has hit a couple of back airs though.
We need to be careful about how much ink Inkling has as well. She needs
Oh,
to
the
get
down
some
smash
soon.
catches. Very smart roll away there from Aperture. Gets the grab.
Down,
up throw up there.
sorry, up throw up air.
Okay, I would have used that as an up. Okay, he does it. Yeah, he gets a little bit of ink back.
Gets a bit of ink again, yeah.
So Aperture.
Up
gonna be
throw, he
looking
goes for up air. I'm surprised he
frame
goes
traps
for
him with
back
the
air.
back
Yeah,
air.
back throw even.
Frame traps him with the back air. He's stuck at the
Oh,
ledge.
wow, yeah.
Oh wow, the
Lot
splat
of
bomb sending him a
damage.
really, really weird direction. Throws another one. What's the ledge trap? Back air.
Aperture with a back air, taking the first stock on his grand finals. Okay. Business as usual, Aperture. You're going to be able to do
Oh,
what
I like
someone
it.
has
The
not
back
been able
hit
to
there
do.
into the grab, into the up throw, into the up air. 31% clean for Aperture. His dash dancing, man, his movement, his baiting through movement has just been
Oh
like
my
nothing else.
days.
And
That
there we
was
go.
for one dash attack whiff.
Yeah.
He took about 30 off of jabs.
Completely Cardigan, making him so yellow Coldplay could write a song about it. Tech chase.
Another one as well.
Oh, I like that, the spot dodge. The spot dodge is kind of like a second parry in a way.
Yeah.
If you react, if you react to a player coming in with a certain option, you can so often just spot dodge and get a punish of your own.
Up air is going to do it.
Wow, there you have it. That was the kill window.
Aperture looking solid this game 1.
This is the first time we've seen Streaks down like this. Like the whole top 8, I swear.
And that's the kind of power of a character like Inkling, man. Like, when you've got the movement down, when you've got the way that you can kind of move around on these platforms and stuff down, like, you could just take advantage of it. And, like, I don't think I've seen many Inklings move as good as I've seen Aperture move. I'm not going to lie to you.
Wow, just jabbing out of disadvantage there. He was in hit stun. He just chose to just kind of push the A button. One thing I noticed from watching Ixis's set versus Aperture earlier is that when Inkling dashes, he does low profile under the blaster,
under the laser,
which makes blaster quite a weaker option in this matchup.
It's not one that we're going to be seeing too often.
Option is getting up for the ledge and doing the little smash shot.
Soft scoop.
So yeah, Streaks' blaster kind of nerfed in this matchup because of the low profile, not just on the dashing, but also on moves like down tilt. Oh wow, what a beautiful
throw into up air
punish.
again. Oh, he misses the up air. Good air dodge there from Streaks. You kind of just have to throw the air dodge out there.
Yeah, he could have frame trapped in there though with the forward
Wait a
air.
second.
And all of a sudden, Streaks is just clawing
Why does this keep happening?
He's jumping in like crazy. He's put 80% in a matter of seconds. Streaks is winning just like that.
There's an air. Oh, and he tries to redo with the back air.
Jump with the back
Aperture
air.
needs to get back into neutral really quickly.
Jesus.
He's able to do so. Gets the spot dodge into jabs. Really good stuff there from Aperture. At the ledge.
Down smash. This is a close game all of a sudden.
Up throw into up air. It's going to do it.
Wow.
Beautiful stuff there from Aperture, taking the first game off the Streaks in his grand finals.
What does Ink increase? Knockback or damage? Or both?
Both.
Both.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
do you think maybe that upper killed because of the Ink?
Yeah, so because he had the ink, and it was about just sub 100, when he got the grab, he was able to get the up air off it. If he didn't have any ink on it, I don't think it would have killed.
That was a tense game. Streaks, man, I swear you can't beat this guy convincingly. You just can't.
Nah, man, you can't.
He's too good. He's got something to
It looked like a convincing game. That's the thing, man.
Yeah.
It looked convincing. However, Streaks just able to claw it back towards the end. Let's see how we can get some adaptations in game 2, man.
Adaptations.
Adaptations, not adaptations.
When you turn a movie into a book. No, it's not. It's when you turn a book into a movie, whatever.
So, at the moment, already at the legend, you can see Streaks has already eaten quite a bit of percent for just being at the legend after one interaction. There's the forward airs. Oh, I think he did try to read the air dodge, but I don't think he was anticipating it to go to the platform. Unlucky there from Streaks. Gets the jabs. Is it going to see any kind of punish? We're going to get a down throw into dash attack for it. Yeah, good stuff there from Streaks. Solid play here so far. He's playing very, very well in this neutral. He's not overcommitting to anything. That's the kind of big thing. We saw it in the first game where he was doing a few things like dash attack and forward air in the position, and then Aperture was just able to kind of dash back and get a punish off it. Yeah. Not really doing that in this game so far.
I feel like during this beat...
oh, gosh.
Well, the brief transition we just saw where the stage is basically Final Destination, that's kind of Streaks' time to start going in because like FD, I think, favors Wolf a lot more than Inkling. Inkling likes the platforms, likes to be able to convert with that really quick back air, throw the splat bomb up into it and cover the ledge and so on and so forth. Gets the grab. Up air. Bit of an errant dash attack there from Streaks. He has been punished for a few iffy dash attacks here and there, I think. Needs to be a little bit more careful about how he tries to go in neutral. A dash grab, yeah. Whoa!
Damn.
The quickest of down smashes.
Nailed
I did
the down
not
smash.
see that coming. Yeah, for real.
To get as quickly down to the ground from that nair and then do a dash cancel down smash, that was fire from Aperture, man.
Yeah, and you know, I've got to say, Aperture's, he has not done the I am playing Wolf classic where you jump out of hit stun. Like,
oh my days, wait a second.
Look at the back airs.
Aperture?
Is he about to, oh man, is he about to take this stock as well?
Oh, throw it up and that's it. Oh, yeah, the height of Town and City helping out, though.
Streaks is hard committing a lot, man. He's suddenly committing.
He
like,
just started to, yeah,
pretty
for
hard
sure.
to dash attacks, pretty hard to smash attacks. It needs to get a bit easier. Oh, wow, that's splat bomb.
When you're in this position where you're so far down against Inkling, you have to do a lot of these kind of commitments and hope for the best sometimes.
I love how
attack.
Aperture is covering the ledge with back air and then actually covering the roll. Not just covering the roll, but when they jump in, Wolf only has the kind of airspeed that will allow him to jump in and land at a kind of roll position, so he can punish that as well by kind of dash dancing in and out of the area. Okay, again, another dash attack. Doesn't get punished, but it's not going to get him anything. I can understand why he's kind of fishing for kill moves a little bit more now. But for real, man. Oh, the up air through the ledge! Wow! That second hit of up air just barely clipping through the ledge and taking that stock for Aperture. 3 stocks to 1. This has got to be the biggest deficit that Streaks has faced so far in its entire top 8.
And this is the kind of thing, man, we were talking about how good Streaks was looking today. Aperture was looking kind of nice as well, you know, and it's looking like it's continuing so far. A very, very solid lead over what a lot of people would consider the favorite to be winning it as going into this
Yeah, man, it was Streaks, SBF, or SCR, right? Those are the players you were going to see maybe winning the tournament. And I don't know, man, like Aperture was definitely one of those players who could have done really well. I don't think anyone predicted him to win the whole thing. But he's about to be up 2-0 versus Streaks here in Grand Finals. The guy who until today, until this set right here, has not lost a single game in this top 8. And he's kind of getting manhandled. He's been lapped. He's actually
been lapped.
Lapature. I can actually say Lapature. He's lapped him.
Gets the jabs.
Jab.
Oh, and he spot dodges the down smash. Big stuff. It's kind of a testament to this whole set, to be honest, so far. It's just, Streaks just hasn't been able to get that hit. Oh, lovely wait there from Aperture.
He's just waiting.
This dash back has been so powerful for Aperture. He's just been able to back air, dash back, and Streaks just hasn't had an answer, man. Quick recovery, just trying to mix it up. There's the stock. I mean, we saw it in the first game where he was able to bring it all the way back.
And it was in a juggle situation just like this, but he doesn't actually manage to get any hits up in the air.
And he's got a little bit of paint on him as well now. This is a bit scary for your man Streaks.
Wow, the up air, catching the jump out shield there.
Oh, there's a roller.
That's got to be, he's not messing up this time.
Is 2-0 up in Grand Finals of winners.
He is about to make himself some money, some shmoney.
This is close.
That's a hell of a payout here today at Reflect. I mean, both these players are walking away with some cash in hand, but yeah, Aperture's going for a glass of water, I think.
He's just grabbing his water, yeah, from Guy. This is big, man.
It was a big story that Streaks made it here without losing a game. It's going to be an even bigger story if Aperture wins Grand Finals without losing a game over the guy who didn't lose a game previously.
But I mean, that's the thing, right? He could just straight. Oh, look at these guys! Look at this dude.
Get him off.
But yeah, imagine if Streaks resets at this point, right? He already had his back to the wall. He had his back to the wall because he had to win 2 sets. If he's to reverse 3-0 right now and then win,
Streaks and Ixis are having a moment. Someone play the Titanic.
A little bit of a pep talk from the man who was defeated in losers finals. All good intentions there, of course. They're
Streaks,
boys. Everyone's boys here.
You know, Streaks very rarely shows signs of tilt or frustration, and he doesn't exactly look frustrated or furious or anything.
He just
you can tell there's definitely some thinking
He's
going
doing
on.
a lot of thinking right
and
now.
rightfully so, man. You got to re-strategize. This is Grand Finals. You're down 2-0. Maybe a switch to Snake might be in the.
We'll see, man.
Might be in the future.
This is the thing, man, because it's like, what do you do in this situation? Do you play Wolf? Do you play Snake?
I feel like he's got to try the Snake. If you ask me, I think it's worth it. These past 2 games, I mean, the first game was pretty close, but only because he kind of made a pretty crazy comeback. But Streaks disagree with me, and fair enough. I'm not going to question him. Sticking out with the Wolf, I like it. I do respect it.
You
Here
just
we go.
got to commit to it, man.
Game 3, potentially the last game of Grand Finals if Aperture can seal this out here in Town and City.
What do you think Streaks has to do to change this up a little bit?
I do think that his ledge trapping has actually not been as on point as it was in the previous games, and I think he needs to hard commit a little bit less in neutral. He's going in with a lot of dash attacks. He needs to do more stuff like this. Here you go, forward air into up tilt.
Because this is the thing,
Take
right?
it a bit slower,
when
you know?
Aperture's dash dancing in the middle of stage, he's not actually doing anything, right?
No,
so
exactly.
at that point, you can kind of throw out laser and stuff like that, or reflect if you're expecting stuff like that.
If you throw out laser, he's going to low profile at it with a dash dance.
But
right?
it just
he's probably going to get in with a punish, I feel.
But it's almost just trying to pressure some kind of option for Aperture, right?
I can see that, but there are some situations where he could low profile the laser and he could be in range to punish it with how fast he is, you know what I mean? But yeah, for sure, put some pressure on.
It's stuff like that. We just saw that interaction there. Aperture started dash dancing. He threw out the laser. Aperture's like, okay, I need to start thinking about how to move at that point.
Streaks completely painted yellow.
There's the lingering nair, but it trades with the back air. A lot of paint on my man Wolf. Up throw, up air, not going to connect to this percent.
Just barely.
You could just see
jump. Okay, he's looking for a
Streaks
jump.
just jumping straight back into center stage. Good fade back on that nair. Gets the forward throw instead of down throw. Okay. He's got him at ledge. Oh, smash scoops him up. Takes the stock first hand.
I like that Aperture isn't scared with his ledge options. He is willing to do something that seems as obvious as a neutral get up a high percent. But obviously sometimes there is going to be times where that risk doesn't pay off. But I respect it. He doesn't really play scared at all, Aperture.
No.
Nor does Streaks, to be fair. He is down 2-0. Back air, here come the platforms. Try to 2-frame with that down smash.
Yep. And you can see the way Streaks is starting to play this a lot more now. He's definitely trying to get into center stage as quickly as he can, just so Aperture can't just dash dance and do basically all he needs to do to control that center stage. Forward air, retreating forward air, and he gets a little bit off it as well. Just slowing down the pace of this game, and it's really paying dividends for Streaks so far.
Yeah.
There's the back throw.
Still
not going to do it.
Be enough. Wow.
He has used his air dodge. So this, he
what
passed the
tech.
tech. Perfect.
I feel like Aperture actually hasn't been as edge guarding as much as he has been in previous games this match. I feel like he could definitely afford to go off there a little bit more. Granted, there is always that risky run with Wolf side B.
Back air's going to take it.
Only at like, what was that, 212?
Yeah.
Something too high. Only at too high percent did Streaks finally bite the bullet there, but there's a lot of ways that Aperture could rack up fast percent here.
Again, Streaks just keeping the center stage like he wants to do it. That's the kind of detriment that he's had to face in this set so far. His Aperture has been so good at just keeping that center stage and keeping Wolf out. And now that he's started to do it and slow down the game, Aperture's almost forced to start approaching a lot more.
Yeah, for real, that's a really good point. I feel like this is the first time that Aperture has significantly had to fight for stage control. Oh, wow, the splat bomb into the rapid jab. Custom combos there from Aperture. Actually did read the jump with the forward air, but Streaks with a very timely air dodge. He has evened up percent-wise quite a lot now, though.
Nair lingering again. Oh, doesn't go for a tech chase, down smash.
I like the air dodge to just get to the ground a bit faster and kind of deny Streaks the potential tech chase.
There's the dash attack, okay, not going to take it. There's an up air, though, out of nowhere. Hits him with a 5-star.
Oh, wow,
Down
here we
throw.
go. Forward air, down throw, dash attack.
Looking like a completely different monster right now, Streaks. Jumps over the roller, but he has got the paint on the ground, so he's just going to limit the way that Streaks can run. Up throw into up air, not going to do it, but he's definitely going to put him in a situation where another up air can do it from a platform.
Trying to juggle him just a little bit more. Unfortunately, throws a splat bomb.
Oh, double roll? Scary stuff there from Streaks. Had to roll away from that grenade, and Aperture could have definitely capitalized on that.
Oh,
up throw into up air, not going to do it as well. Not enough rage.
It's that high town and city ceiling coming through again.
Oh,
but
smash.
the up smash out of shield. Okay, only 40% difference. Aperture, you got to be thinking he's going to want to steal this out right now. He doesn't want any more games. Why not just make it a 3-0 for Streaks?
20% and some paint on his man is definitely going to be a good start to it right now, though.
Look at this dash dancing. He is just moving back and forth. Oh,
challenges aggressively with back air. Yeah, we haven't seen it often.
All right, Streaks is going to read the jump, and he does. Doesn't get the back air, though.
Using that TNC platform excellently so far. Okay, gets the forward tilt.
So many jump reads.
This is intense right now. It's both these characters not at kill percent, but at this point, Aperture off stage. This is now scary for him at the ledge. Oh, and he misses the tech. That could have been big.
He actually had to roll in red as well. He just was slightly out of position.
I'll throw it up here, but the big thing now, those TNC platforms are not there, so you're not going to be able to get the rejuggle on that up air so easily.
Ooh. Scary situation, man. What a roll. He's so brave with his ledge options. Even in a situation like this, he's not scared to do what would be the conventional option. Aperture, man. He needs a roller. That's the only thing that can really kill Streaks right now, save for a really sick edge guard.
He can't fish for the kill. Oh, wait, forward air. He's done it.
That's it, and he steals it out. 3-0.
Aperture wins Reflect 2019 from winner's side.
He was not only the only person to take a game off of Streaks this whole top 8, but he 3-0'd him back. Streaks 3-0'd everyone else here, and then Aperture 3-0'd him. What a statement of dominance. He was playing absolutely sick all day. So impressive in so many ways. Look how happy he looks, man. That really does make a guy happy. We knew he was good. We knew he had the ability to perform well here, but I don't think anyone had him pegged to win the whole damn thing.
4th seed of the tournament is able to take the full thing. Amazing stuff to happen. I mean, commiserations to Streaks, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely blew the loser's side away. Did not make them think twice about who was getting into that grand. But Aperture, one hurdle too much.
Yeah, you absolutely cannot talk up how impressive the run from Streaks was. But guys, that's going to do it for top 8 here at Smash Ultimate. I have been Fudge. This has been Cousin Boneless. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching.
Yep.
Congratulations to Aperture. Tune into our podcast every weekend, every weekday, not every weekday, every Wednesday / Tuesday. We kind of change
every 2 weeks, Tuesday or Wednesday.
Oh my God, I messed up in so many ways. Just follow us
Twitch.tv/TDBQ.
Yeah,
we talk Smash Brothers. We talk everything about everything that's going on in the recent meta and all that kind of stuff. We'll be talking about questions as well. Of course, talking about this. Talking about Albion 4. That's going to be happening as well. But thank you very much for joining us. We'll speak to you all soon. Oh yeah, of course. If you haven't already, sign up to Albion 4. Albion 4 happening weekend July 6th. It's going to be absolutely insane. Emirates Stadium, some of the best players in the UK and Europe, and even the US, all going to be there as well. My man Aperture's going to be there. Cousin Boneless is going to be there. You better be there. That's all I ask. Thank you very much for joining us. It's been a pleasure. Good afternoon and good night.